I'll make this a little smaller. Go on, people. What is going on in the world? Where is this girl, man? On live. How dare you mention my name? Look, listen. Girl, to understand, yeah? You ain't that special, man. Like, I don't know which one of your baby brothers never told you this. Maybe the one that's stalking you. I don't know which one it is. But I'm not him. I'm not your baby father. I don't want nothing from you. Certain girls need to know their... For you to even make it seem as something. I'm not even on you like that. So you see when gal try to make it seem like something that it's not, we have to clarify. We have to clarify for the people. Because I'm not going out wrong like that. Some of you gal are trying to make friends and all this. I understand it's content, innit? People want to make content. And obviously I make content, so it's easy to try and make content off me. But the thing is, I'll be honest. I don't need you to try and make content off me. Don't use me as content bait or clickbait, because I'll use you as clickbait and it won't be a good look. So don't use me as clickbait, please. Yeah? So yeah, big up. Big up, big up, big up. Where's all the people them in the building? Just done an episode. Crazy episode. It was mad. It was discussing everything. I saw some crazy clips this week, man. Every week, yeah, I see crazy clips. Every week. I don't know why. You know what? My timeline is so crazy that I see the craziest stuff. I saw Chronic versus some girl on RTM. I can't remember the girl's name. Imagine that. I'm rude, innit? But I think that's like 2 weeks old. But anyway, I watched it properly. And you know what? He was chatting sense. Chronic goes mad all the time. But this time he was chatting sense. He was chatting sense. Getting bare man's not a culture. Like, that's dead. What kind of culture is that? What are you promoting, sis? You know what I'm saying? Getting man. Gal, any gal that says, I get man, you're a jezzy. Getting man's easy. If you as a gal have to flex that you get man, you're a jezzy. Because getting man, everyone knows that's easy. Miss Gucci, that's her name, Miss Gucci. Miss Gucci, with her ass Clark Primark Pum Pum. Allow it. Primark Pum Pum gal talk about Gucci. No one's revving up that Benz. That's taxi panani. Man, bro, it's long. Gal that say they can get bare man, I got taxi panani. That's the truth. Flexing that you can get bare man and bare man want to sex you is not a flex. Yeah? Put that out there to everyone. You're just a baddie from the Niz. That's what you are. You're a bad bee from the Niz. You're not a good girl. Good girls talking about, I'm going to get married. You never got married, so you failed in life. That's it. It's all right to say you failed in life and you just got run through by bare the man that had money. Because there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? The man that had money run through you. It's all right to say that. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. But don't be coming on camera lying, sis. That's flagrant. You know what I'm saying? So big up to all the women. Yeah, the weekly show's back. Yeah, we're back every week on this day in the studio. We're doing proper shows, like filmed everything. We're doing proper shows. We're back. I don't know if you lot have seen, but yeah, YouTube, go and check me out. Fat Mac Productions, yeah. Promotions. Why do I keep saying productions? It's promotions. I always say productions when it's promotions. I'm so used to saying productions. It's promotions, yeah. Go and check that out. We've got new episodes, everything out there. But any questions or anyone's got any questions, come live now. And we'll get them questions sorted. We'll answer your questions. Because a lot of men are getting finessed by gal. That's what I've seen. I've seen a lot of men get finessed by gal. Thank God you're not... I don't even know what you're talking about. Them topics there, we'll just block you. We're not even going to accept any of that stuff. So, what's the topic? There's no topic. We're finding out what your topics are, what your dilemmas are. We're answering your dilemmas. That's what we're doing every week. Every week on this show specifically, we're answering your dilemmas. This is the only show where I give you lot a platform to talk, because usually I just go into whatever I want. We don't want any negativity. It's depressing. Go to your bed then. No, I ain't told you, beg you to be here. The flip you talking about? bruv, I'm gonna be negative. I'm gonna be negative. Yeah. Why does everyone have to be positive? You see all of that talk, like everyone has to be one way. That's the problem with you. You know, Marlo said it on The Wire. He says, you want it to be one way, but it's this way. When he robbed from the shop and the man's like, why are you stealing? He's like, you want it to be one way, but it's this way. Yeah? So it's this way. I tried to ask my boy and he laughed. Ask your boy what? Let's go. Mama see, oh, you even got no followers. Yeah. Hey, World Boss, what's going on? Fly up. World Boss, I thought we was having a conversation. Come up, man. Why are the host trying to get... I ain't asked for no gifts. You think I care about people sending me roses? I get real money in real life. Some of you people need 9 to 5s. That's what you need. Any man that's on TikTok, big man on TikTok, that's, yo, send me a rose, send me 4 roses. You've lost in life. That's asking people for pennies. You've never seen me on there asking for pennies, ever. I go do a job, 9 to 5, before I beg people for anything. Yeah, you idiot. You got mad in your head. Hey, where's my brother, World Boss? World Boss, where you at, man? Pull up, man. What's wrong? You're moving, brother. What's going on? Come on, man. The thing's all online now. What's going on? What's happening? Man, I need you lot to not be nervous, yeah, about these gal on the internet. Don't let them have you under pressure, man. Yeah? Don't let no gal have you under pressure on the internet, man. Because before you know it, they're all saying mad things about you. Why are you out? I don't know what that. This old thing called Maria. You know what? I have no good words for you, so let me just make you sick in the comments. Yeah?
Yeah, you're right. Good evening.
What's going on?
I've got 2K followers, but you know, I don't know, TikTok glitches sometimes. I just come on, I've got a question because I asked my boy not long ago and he kind of laughed at me. All right, cool. So, long story short, my daughter's father's not in her life and whatsoever. And I don't want to break it to my daughter that, you know, like, oh, he's not there. And do you know all that negative? I'm not on that. I'll be real with you. Do you get me? So I want to break it easily, but do you know what I mean? Doing it in a way that's, you know, mindful and whatsoever. So I was like to him, all right, cool. What if here's the thoughts in my head. What if I said, he's in the army? One of the thoughts were, all right, what? I know you're
Why are you
laughing.
going to lie to the child?
All right, that's the question. No, but this is my thing. It's like, I don't want to lie, but it's like, he doesn't want to know her. And obviously, I've been in a predicament where he's made
Lala, I see you.
arrangements.
I see you, Lala. I see you. You're gone.
Yeah, we've made arrangements. Obviously, he's not serious, you get me? Like, so obviously in my head, I'm just like, I don't really know. Do you get me? And I
All right, so
already know the
answer me this
kind of,
question. Be truthful about this question, and this will teach me
yeah,
everything.
of course.
When's the last time
Yeah.
you had sex with your baby father?
Oh God, that was the conception time. Literally, I would never go there again. That's why he's, yeah,
Listen.
yeah.
You don't have to lie to me.
Oh no. Why would you say that? No,
You don't. No,
no,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
you don't have to lie to me.
I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm
I'm
saying
an
I'm
honest
not. But
person
I'm just
anyway.
no. I'm not saying you
Yeah,
are. I'm just
yeah,
saying you
yeah.
don't have to, because you see me. I'm here for you. I'm on your side.
Yeah, no, cool.
I'm on
So
your
my
side.
voice is a bit croaky as well. I'm recovering
Yeah,
from a
there's
cold.
some
Yeah, no, I get
guys out
you.
there that's just not checking for. I'm on your side.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
on your
I get you.
side.
Yeah. No, but I'm
I'm
not
on your
me
side.
myself. Yeah, I'm not bitter. I'm not any of these things. You get me? I actually spoke. I've come in here and I spoke to you about this. Like I think like a year ago or something. Like I gave you like a brief scenario of what it was. But then for me, it's like, you know, I want to do it in the best way possible. Do you know what I mean? Not
There's no best way.
sugarcoat
I'll be
it too
honest with you.
much.
There's no best way. The best thing you can do is just be great
Yeah,
to her and not say
of
anything
course.
to her. Sometimes you don't have to say, if she asks you questions and you answer it truthfully,
This
but
is
you
the
don't need to
thing.
go to her
But hear
and say,
this,
yo,
yeah,
your dad's not
yeah.
around because he's just moving mad.
Of
Because
course. Yeah,
what,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
because let me tell you why, yeah? Because kids get to an age when they start to understand things.
They
Like, for instance,
do. This is
like
it.
I remember, yeah, when I was younger, I remember certain man like coming into, like, I remember being at my auntie's house and a man at work, her husband was in their room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As I got older, I realized, raw, my auntie was moving bad. She was on some badness, blood. She was on
Mm-mm-mm.
badness. But when I was young, I didn't really get it. Does that make sense? I didn't get what
yeah,
she was
yeah.
doing with man coming in the room. That wasn't her
Uh-huh.
husband. So why was he in the room all night? It's only clocked. My man left in the morning because I wake up early. So
Yeah.
why is
Was
he
on
still
duty.
here?
Yeah.
But I'm young.
Mm.
I'm 7, 8 years old. But now
Okay.
I've reached 13, 14, 15. This stuff goes through my head. I'm like, rah, you're
Yeah. It all
manners.
makes
But man
sense
has to
now,
keep the
innit?
secrets, auntie. But you was moving
Mm.
mad still. Obviously,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
divorced now, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
man, realize. So you don't need to say anything to her. She will
Yeah.
realize it is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is the thing.
So
She picks up on things. I'm a transparent person. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I'm not the type of person. Like I've had people like when she sings, "Oh, daddy," and whatever. I've heard people say, "Oh, don't
how old is
say
she?
that."
How
And I'm
old is
like,
she? How old is she?
she's 4, but I'm like, don't say, "Oh,
What?
don't
That's
say
young, man.
daddy."
I don't need to be
Yeah,
putting. You don't need to be giving
but
her no
she's
problem.
asking questions. You know them ones like she's like one of them gifted children. Do you know what I mean? She's really advanced. It's not just that like she's aware of
But
things, but
I'm saying to you
mm,
though, like my question to you is, why are you breeding for men that you don't even want to be with?
no, it's not. That's not the case at all. That's not
I
the case.
What you
That
saying,
that
my
there is
brother? I
that
appreciate you for rising me.
Come on.
that there is a complete difference. That ain't what I come up
Obviously,
to speak about. Do you get me? I know whatever. I had my
No,
child from the
but
like
no, this is,
no
but this is
no
where
no.
what we're trying to prevent is these situations from keep
It's not
continuing
preventing
happening.
civil, no, but hear my part, yeah, because at the end of the day, I know
How
I've
old are
put
you
myself
again?
in.
How old are you again?
I'm
You're young, innit?
28, but my head is on straight at the end of the day. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So you don't want. I don't
I'm
want you to fall into this
mm,
mistake again.
no. It's not even that. It's not even this mistake because, like I said, this was my decision. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing like I had this to save me or whatever. It's my decision. Do you get me? It's not like he was saying don't have the child. That's completely different. That's not even what I'm coming to talk about. But what I'm trying to say is, I know the background. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like the average. Do you get me? My head's screwed on straight. Like I'm saying, I'm not bitter or toxic or anything like that. But for me, yeah, I was just asking, do you know what I mean? What would like the scenarios in a different I don't know. I say
Don't do
scenarios, just more
anything
like
too soon
lives that
because
I was
the
gonna.
reason why you don't want to do anything too soon or say anything too soon, you never know what the future can hold. He could come back and be an exceptional dad. You know what I'm saying? He could come back and be an
Yeah.
exceptional
That's
dad.
why I
Yeah.
wouldn't put my mouth. I wouldn't say anything negative to her. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not in for that. Do you get
Because
me?
something
Like
that a
I
lot
know
of
I've
parents
been.
do, a lot of women do is something
Yeah,
called parental alienation. It's when
but that's
a
terrible
mother's
though. Like
when a mother's basically corrupting the child against the father. So that
yeah, I
child already
couldn't
has
do that.
negative
Yeah,
assumptions. But you see, when women do things like that, the long term effect of it is that the boy grows up with a hate in his heart
that's
towards
it.
men.
Yeah. That's wrong.
And so when
I'm
he
not
grows
about
up,
that
male
life.
authority, he's not checking for no male authority. Any
Of
man that's
course.
older than him think he could talk to him, he's on stabbing him in the face and
Yeah,
brocking
but
him out.
that's where the
So it
whole
does have a long
yeah.
term effect. And with girls, what it does is it makes them seek out men that look like their fathers. That's why some of these young girls be getting with older men. Like she's
Mm-mm.
20, man's 38, but she's on the thing
Yeah,
because she
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because in her mind, she's looking for a father figure out of me. And older men, obviously, we take care of women, innit? When you're older, you got your money right,
what
everything's
about
kind of going right, you got your little yard, so you could take care of her. And she's not used to that. A man taking care of her and checking for her and phoning and saying, "Are you home yet?" She's not used to that
Yeah.
because that was
Like
never
that's where
there.
I come from. Do you get me? My dad was there. Do you know what I mean? Even my dad wasn't able to be there sometimes because of his MS. Do you know what I mean? My dad was always there. Do you get me? Like I can't even express it. I've seen how it's supposed to be, and obviously for me, it's
If
like
you see how it's supposed to be, why didn't you do the right thing? But this is a whole other conversation for
no,
another
but I
day.
done the right thing. I don't believe I've done the wrong thing. That's your opinion.
Having a baby by a man that you don't want to be with.
No. That's my decision. Do you know what I mean? Like
A
I,
hundred percent.
the
But I'm
most,
saying you had a baby.
yeah,
No,
but
I want
I'm
you to
not.
deep what you're saying to
I
me.
don't feel bad for that
You
at
had a
all. Do you
baby
know
for
what
a man that you don't want to be with.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss, can I ask you something? What was
Ah.
you thinking? What
But,
was you
but
thinking?
what's wrong with that? Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you something?
Let me tell you. Official mom. Let me tell you what's wrong with that. Yeah, the child gets to an age where they want to get into a relationship, and they've seen how you've
Oh,
conducted yourself.
you feel it's wrong? No, but that's your opinion. I
No,
believe the
I'm just
most
giving you. I'm
high.
just giving you a different review.
No,
I'm
I
giving
know,
you a
but
different.
I've been with you. Oh, sorry to cut you, but hear this, yeah. I
But
believe the
I've got
most
a different.
high.
But you have to listen to when other people speak because
Of
sometimes
course,
they
I
mustn't
agree
give
with
you the review.
generally. That's
Because you
my
might
no.
have friends around you that are not truthful, and a
No,
lot of
my
women
friends
have
are
male
listen. My
friends
friends
that
are
are
truthful. My
liars.
parent, like all of that. Do you know
Because
what I
you
mean?
got a male friend. You got male friends.
I can't lie to you. My thing is like, for me myself, I'm
Do you
pretty.
have male friends? I asked you a
I have
question.
male friends. I have
Yeah.
brothers.
So
Do you know
have
what I
none of your
mean?
male friends ever said this to you?
But it was my decision. Do you know what I
No, I'm
mean?
saying, has any of your male friends spoke how I spoke?
About what though? I don't understand what your point is.
Like
Bruv,
how I've just
listen,
spoke
let
to
me,
you.
hey, brother, I
Has any of
appreciate
your male friends ever
let
said
me,
that to
let me
you?
break it
But
down to her, yeah?
in what way?
The brother's
Yeah.
saying,
One sec,
the
one sec, one
guys
sec, one
just
sec, one
showed
sec,
you.
Aussie, one sec, because I just wanted to understand something.
No,
If
I
no,
understand what you're saying, but I feel like for all right, cool. You asking a question about, oh, why would you have a child for a man? Like all those things, yeah. I feel like if you understood the perspective and my mindset and how I was brought up, and do you know what I mean? It's completely different. Do you know what I mean?
but
Like
but
I've
sis,
made
I'm asking. The reason why I asked you this question is because
yeah, yeah.
you've put your daughter at a disadvantage.
No, but I haven't though. I haven't
You have
because
because
I just
let me
no,
tell you
no,
something.
no.
Let me tell
But
you something.
oh
Let me tell
yeah,
you something. A girl should be
but that's still
feeling
your
the love
personal
and the
opinion, though.
warmth
Do you
from
get
her
me?
mother and the love and warmth from her father. That's what helps a girl to develop
But
faster
the thing
and to
is,
be
but
confident and
hear
love
this, yeah.
herself.
But you know, bro, hear
Because
this. Yeah. You
men,
know,
when
people change their
we love
minds.
differently, and that girl
I
feels it.
Yeah, I hear that, but hear what, bro? People change their minds, and my voice is kind of fucked up. People change their minds. That's all I gotta say to you, yeah. And do you know? And people change their minds. That's all I gotta say. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right, let me
That,
tell you,
that's
let me
that's
tell you,
it.
let me tell you what I gotta
It's not
say,
even
yeah?
about that.
And I'm gonna
It's
tell you
from
loud
the.
and clear, and I'm gonna tell you with facts, yeah?
What is this? Is she
So
Muslim? Is she Muslim? I'm a bit
hold
confused.
on,
I don't
hold
even
on. All right,
understand
can
it.
you stop speaking over me, miss? Because I've let you speak for the
I was
past however
actually. I
long.
didn't realize you were talking to me,
And
but
you're still
if you're
speaking
addressing
over
me,
me, but
address me
yeah, go
properly,
on.
please. Thank you.
All right, cool. So when you do the deed in the bed and it happens, you gotta know two things. Number one, am I staying with you? And number two, am I willing to raise this child? If you don't tick both of them boxes, then you done effed up. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but no, no, but
And when it does
wait, I'm a
happen
bit
now, if you
confused.
use
I did not,
it's
no, no,
my
I'll be real with
choice
you. I've come up
as
here
an
to ask
excuse,
one
then that
question,
just
yeah. I'll be
shows what
real.
kind
Sorry,
of
let me
person you are. You
interrupt
get
you
what I'm
because I'll
saying?
be real, and I'm not even arguing. I'm just saying one thing, yeah. I've come up here and I asked one question. He said, "Do you ask one question?" I asked one question about something, and I'm not even going to use the word attacked and all this nonsense because I ain't playing no victim. But hear what I'm saying. Didn't have to come in to know. I didn't have to dissect my thing. Do you get me? I know myself.
Facts.
Do
You're
you get
right.
me?
You're right.
But what
But
I'm,
I would say, I would say this, yeah.
yeah, but I don't need to be told, like, do
Until
you
the
know what I
child's
mean?
older, let's get back to what you asked.
Yeah,
Until the
because it's
child's older,
gone completely off topic. Like, I
the
know
child
my
doesn't need
thing,
to
do you
know
get
about
me?
anything. The child doesn't
My
need to know
child is
about anything.
loved, do you get me?
Yeah. The child doesn't need to know about anything
All
until the
right,
child's
but
older.
bro,
Done.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
but
The child
broski,
don't need to know about
obviously, I
anything
get.
until the child's older. So don't be trying to
No,
put
no, it
stuff in
ain't
the
trying
child's
to,
mind.
but it was more like, when a child asks early and things like that. It wasn't, I just asked, like I'm talking to bros, I just come on TikTok and I ask. It's not like I'm no dance girl that need advice or stuff like that. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, of
And
It
I'll
course.
be
don't
real
take
with you. I'm
you
not
have to
even
be
saying it
nuts
on a
to ask for
disrespect.
advice.
No, no, no,
Smart girl asks for advice.
no, no, I know, but why I'm not even saying under disrespectful. I'm trying to say, yeah, because
No, I'm
obviously,
saying smart
if
girl asks for advice.
oh no, but what? No, but I mean, like, talking. I'm not talking from a clueless point of view. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to. And obviously, before people give the whole perspective, people don't understand. They come and pick and choose and like, all right, cool. Maybe you shouldn't have. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, no, that's not even what I'm saying. I'm trying to say, what would you say? Do you get me? Do you like? That's it. Like. I said something to my friend, and my friend was like, "No, you can't say that." I'm like, "Bro, what would you say?" And he was laughing. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
It's that kind, but it's not like,
So
no.
there's a pattern, yeah. Every baby mum that I've spoken to, especially on this app, they badmouth their baby dads, and to me, I'm a stranger to them. So imagine what they
Well,
say to
that's
their kids
wrong.
about their
I've
baby dad.
never done that before. That's not my conduct, like me personally. Do you get me? When I see them
That
types of things, that's
it's a
different.
bit of it's irrational behavior.
Yeah, but
Still,
that's
I can't lie.
bad
Like,
negatives, bad vibes. That's not what I'm on. Me, like, I know what I'm coming to do. Do you get me? Sometimes, people try to disrupt it, but I know what I'm doing in the long run. Do you get me? My thing is cool. Do you get me? What I would like isn't necessarily the case, but I can't
alright,
cry
cool,
over
miss.
spilt
Look,
milk.
I'm
Do you
I'm
get
I'm gonna
me?
switch it up a bit, yeah. If your man went to prison
Mm.
for, let's say, he got a 4D2,
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
would you stay with him?
If you asking me personally,
If your man, someone that you're with, all of a sudden you get a phone call saying, "Yo, babe, I'm not gonna lie, man got a remand. It's not looking good. Red tear. Boom, got a 4D2 now. Are you
I
staying
don't know
with
what that
him?"
is, but that's my man. What the fuck? Obviously, Like, but I'm a bit
So
confused.
that whole 2 years that he's behind the walls, you're staying with him.
What's this? I don't understand where this question has come from.
It's very
It's
self-explanatory.
self-explanatory, but I don't
Your
understand what
man, your
you're
man's in jail.
like.
Your man's in
But
jail.
what is an
Are you
RD2? I
holding
don't even
it
know what
down?
RD2 is. Like, can you explain to me?
It's you
RD2.
didn't even say yes or no. It's very
I
self-explanatory.
didn't say yes or
Do you get what I'm
no.
saying?
Did I not say yes or no?
Are you
No.
staying with your man if he
All
goes
right,
jail?
cool.
Yes or no?
Did you not just hear me say yeah? Well, I'm a bit confused. Is this coming onto something like I'm talking there? Why are you trying to interrogate? I'm a bit confused.
I'm
What is
not
your question?
interrogating. If
No,
you
but what is your
if you
question?
feel interrogated,
No, I
that's
don't.
on
No,
you, innit?
I
But
don't feel
I'm just
interrogated. I
asking
don't
you.
know if that's what your attempt is. Trust me. Listen, I'll be real with you.
No,
My
it's
head
not
is
no
set on
attempt.
straight.
I'm
I'm
not
asking
trying
a
to. I'm not
question.
trying to interrogate you. I'm just asking you
Yeah,
a
but
question.
I
If your
didn't
man,
understand what the angle. Do you know what I mean? I'm
if
trying to
your man
understand
went
what
jail, would you hold it
RD2 is.
down for my man?
I don't know if you heard me before, and I did say yes, and you said, "I'll answer yes or no." That's self-explanatory. But I said
Well, the
no.
whole two
But he
years,
didn't hear.
the whole 2 years, you would have walked past another brother and think, you know what? Like,
Thinking what?
I'm kind of tempted still. Like in your
Tempted.
shoes.
That's not my nature. So do you know what I mean?
What is your nature?
My nature, I'm pretty assured. I'm pretty down to earth. I'm pretty with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what this whole, yeah, I don't know why I'm reading the comments because they don't mean shit to me anyway. Me myself, I'm pretty grounded, maternal, all of that, you know.
Maternal, what does that mean? You're fertile.
But no, not necessarily. That doesn't mean it like that necessarily. Anyways,
Anyway, back to what
okay.
I'm saying to you, and we're gonna go back into this. Yeah, one of the dark truths about women is that women will never leave you until they find a better option. So they'll hold on to you until they think they found a better option, and then they'll let go of you. That's the reality of women. Hyperpergamy is actually real.
I've never heard that
Even if
word
you think
before.
the
That's
girl's never
interesting.
done that to you, she's done it to you, just never knew it.
Bro, it's in like it's human nature, yeah. Obviously, a man's job is to be a man. So what I mean by that is you have a duty to be like the provider, the breadwinner, but at the same time to not be like I can't say the word on live, but like don't be like
Salaam alaikum.
don't be a chicken basically, innit? Do you get is that Iram?
Yeah, you okay, darling?
Oh, what's going on, miss?
Right.
What's going on?
I'm good. I just sorry, just a quick one. Hi guys. So you know the bit where you said that you feel like women will string a man along until they find someone better,
100%.
right? Why do you think that? Like why
Because I'm not stupid. That's why.
you're not stupid?
I feel like there's
Yeah.
the types of women maybe people been around. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I feel like it
Oh,
depends.
we're gonna go. Please.
No,
Let me show you.
no. I
Let
mean,
me
like,
say
it
something about women.
depends. Each to their own.
Let
kind
me
of
show
thing.
you about women now. You really want me to start?
No, but I
You
know of
you
people.
said
No.
the
Wait,
type
listen.
of
I
women.
know people
Listen,
that would do that.
I have a blanket in my head, yeah.
No, but I
All
know people that
women
would
are
do that.
emotional.
You know
Am
what
I
it
wrong
is,
or
man?
right? Are all women emotional? Are all women emotional?
Well, I'm
Fresh.
emotional.
We're not
fucking hell.
emotional,
I know
but
I
we
am.
tend to lead with we
Women
lead
are
with
emotional.
If
emotion.
you're
I'm
not
emotional.
emotional,
Don't know
you're
about
not
everyone
a
else.
woman. You must be a transsexual, and I don't need you in my
I'm
life.
fucking emotional.
Vice.
Women lead with emotion, not logic.
Women are emotional.
Women lead with emotion, not logic.
Women are
Doesn't
emotional.
mean that they're
Yes. That's their
emotional.
nature.
Let me just say something. A woman will be feeling like that's a better option. Listen to what I said. The words that I said very clearly. Feeling like he's a better option. Why? Because I don't know. I don't know. You showed her too much interest. Women don't like when you show them interest.
I don't. What kind of boy? I
Women
don't
don't
know
like
what
when
kind
you
of
show
women.
them
I feel like
interest.
it depends which ones. Do you get me?
No, women don't like when you show them interest. All right, let me give you an example. Yeah, Rem, if I got your number right now, yeah, and I text you right now, you think I'm desperate, innit?
No, I think you're texting me so I can get your number.
No, you would think I'm desperate.
It depends.
No,
I
because
feel like
You
sometimes
think
I
I'm
felt like
desperate.
that. Sometimes
You'd be
no.
like, look at this desperate
No, but
guy. I
society
gave
makes
him
you
another
think like
2
that,
seconds, but
though.
he's texting me already.
No,
Brother,
but society,
hold up,
innit?
man. I got things to
no.
do. That's what you would say.
Stop. No, I felt like that
I'm
before,
so
but
sorry. I didn't
Thank
realize
you.
you
She
were
said, I
on my
felt like
head.
that before.
no,
Thank
but not
you.
always. I've had someone. I'm like,
Thank
oh,
you.
text
Yeah,
me
you
quick.
would.
Like, do
I
you know
feel
what I
like
You're
mean?
catty. You're moving catty.
no, but it depends. If you're attracted to the guy, and you wouldn't feel that way.
Thank you. And this is what I said, man, them. Get the woman that's more attracted to you than you are to her, because
That won't
that
work.
she won't
That won't
feel
work.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. She'll
listen,
feel like,
my
oh
mum
my
used to
gosh, I
tell
really
my
want to see him.
brother that. Yeah, that's facts, you know. That's what my mum used to always tell my brother growing up. 100%.
And the only guy that you're more
insane.
attracted, and listen to me closely, the only guy that you're attracted more than he's attracted to you is the guy that you think is better than you, straight up and down.
I was also told to not tell a man too much how attractive to you.
Cool.
That's
Here's
called a
a
masculine
trick, yeah?
trait. That's what men are meant to do, not women. Women are
Hey,
meant
yo.
to
No, but
open
you
up
know
because
what?
you're meant to be vulnerable.
Hey, yo, here's a trick,
Because you're
yeah?
seeking love and I'm
So
seeking money.
obviously,
And
like
maybe
I
I'm
said,
seeking
going back
people.
to my
Depends
point,
what time of the month it is.
going back to my point, my bro, I was screaming as a man, it's your duty to be a provider. Hence why kings are kings,
Brother, I
if
don't
that makes
understand.
sense.
What's this got to do with anything?
That's what I'm telling
Why
you.
are
Like, bro, like, I'm just
Bro,
being real with you,
if
brother.
you,
I don't
mean,
care
if
about
you,
none of that.
But it's got...
I'm not providing for no gal. You go and provide
no,
for gal.
I'm not screaming that.
That's where your
You're not
mind's
hearing
wrong,
me
bro.
out.
Your
I'm so
mind's
sorry.
wrong. You're
If you,
providing for your wife.
if you let me
Listen,
land,
no,
if
I'm
you
not
let me
letting you land.
land,
You're not landing on Mars on my platform. Listen to what I'm saying to you.
okay, I hear that. I
Me
hear that. If you're not
personally,
gonna let me speak, then say
brother,
nothing,
I'm
bro.
saying me personally, I'm not going out there providing for every gal that I see. Oh, I'm gonna be a man to you. What's that mean?
Brother,
No,
that's not
that's
what I'm
wild.
saying,
That's
man.
wild.
That's
I'm
And if a
saying
man,
as
if
a
a man's
man,
moving
it's
You
like
your
provide
that,
job.
for
you
your
know,
wife, brother.
if a
If you
man's
have
moving
one.
like that, I'd be
And go and
concerned
spend. I know
because
man that go to
No,
clubs and
you're
buy bottles for gal,
you're
and then
not
the mum in the
listening,
hood
bro.
He
You're
struggling
not
never
sends
said
you
listening.
that
the
he's going to
£100
be
in her account.
providing. He
Allow
never
it,
said
fam.
he's
Man, I put
providing.
gal clown on there, blood.
He never
Serious.
said he's
Man, not
providing for
provided for no
girls.
gal, blood. I provide for
He
my
never
kids and my
said, but
family, blood.
you never
So you
heard
providing
him.
for some random gal that I'm smashing out every week.
He
Another
didn't.
man can smash it out next week. So what? All that money I just put into this gal, I don't even know. That's a idiot thing. Don't let
Young,
gal fool up your head and say you have to be a provider for them. You're a provider for your
youngster,
family. If she's part of your family, then yes. If she's not, then bug out.
Yeah,
youngster. He
Bug out.
wasn't talking about a girl. He just said a man has to be a provider. You
we're
never let
living
him
in the
finish.
entitlement era, man. Another thing is that women, they don't know the difference between attention and value. Do you get it? They think that because someone's giving them attention, they value them. And as soon as he
Facts.
flashes, he's gone, he's out. And now you're on to the next one, and you're on to the next one, and on to the next one. It's
So
been
then,
like,
how can you not expect women to wait around for someone better? If that's what men are doing to women, why would you expect them to
yeah,
wait
but
around and
then
stick
no,
around
but
the
the
man?
Listen, I don't
mentality. No,
want you to
but
wait around.
hear this, yeah. The
You see,
mentality of waiting
one
around for
second,
someone
Rems.
better.
One second, Rems. Let me just say something. Rems said something good. Why do you want women? I don't want you to stay around. I want you to go and flap your wings. Do you know why, Rems? You're just going to make me feel as if everything I've ever said on my platform is correct. All women ever have done, yeah, have made me know how correct I am, and the behavior that I'm exuberating is correct.
Okay, so
Women have never
if
proven
that,
me wrong.
let's break it down. Yeah, let's just break
You've
it down. To
never
what he
proven
said.
me wrong. You
man-
always who you are.
it's true.
A man,
You know, all you do is make me
because a man
realize,
shows women
bruh.
attention does not mean that he
And you know the
values
funny
her.
thing
This
is,
is
Rem,
why.
I've gone against my own advice and got burned. Dummy, innit?
I'm so
Stupid.
sorry.
That's dumb, innit?
Therapy. I'm so sorry. Therapy and time. But as I was gonna say,
See, man, see what she just tried to do? She tried to
tried to do nothing.
One sec.
I'm just saying, if you
No,
got
you
burned,
don't move for that one. That one's
dismissing, she was
so man, one sec. I just want you to see something. What she just done.
That's the
She
fact.
she devalued my emotions and feelings. Now this is a clear-cut sign that you should never tell women about your feelings or emotions.
Projection and
'Cause look how she
dismissal,
just
that's what
Don't say you should never.
man,
Don't say that,
listen
please.
to women when they speak. Listen to women when they speak.
No, but it's
She
not every
literally
woman's
just tried
like
to
that,
disregard
though.
my emotions of me
Yeah,
being
but-
hurt.
I'm
of
so
me
sorry.
being
You're
played.
jumping the gun.
And the reason why she done that, shut up. Don't talk.
Yeah, but
You're not
not
allowed to
every
talk
woman
anymore.
would have given you that
You
response.
talk when I
because
tell
wouldn't
you
have
I'm your
said that.
daddy. Yeah, behave yourself. I'm your daddy now.
I
Yeah.
know.
So listen to what I'm saying to you. Speak again, I'll lock you off. You must think I'm your man or your baby father. I'll lock you off. I'm not your man or your baby father. I have no emotions for you. I don't think you're that nice, and I'll lock you off. As a matter of fact, you're a 2 to me.
Hey, please. Oh.
You're a 2 to me, so you can never. I'll lock you off at any time.
Did you say
Oh,
that?
that's so funny. Yeah, tonight, like, come on now.
These gal are butters,
Oh
but
my
they're giving us
God.
no attitude. You're a 2. You're not even on the Richter scale.
Oh,
How can
yeah,
you be
yeah.
even trying to even talk back to me? You're meant to know yourself. That's what you're meant to do. These gal are butters, but they'll be talking up to you. These gal, you see them on road.
Can a
Like,
girl be rude
that's not
and
the same
deaf?
gal I see online. So who gives her the courage to think that she can talk bad and wicked to man online? This is what I said. A lot of you man need to start realizing some of these girls have nothing but vagina to give you.
Yeah, but that was gaslighting there. If a woman would have called that one gaslighting, I would have called it gaslighting. If a man laughed at my emotion when I said that there, I'd be like, you're
That was
gaslighting.
dismissal, man. She dismissed it.
I read talks. I think there's a difference between being a butch, yeah, and a trick than a guy that's providing. A guy that provides is providing for his wife and his kids. A guy that's a trick or a butch It's just give it
You don't
out.
provide. You don't listen to me.
Anything, girl.
You're taking care of your peoples.
Yeah,
However
that's a man.
capacity that looks
That's
like.
what
is
I'm
whatever
saying by
capacity that looks like.
provider, bro.
That's a
That's
provider.
taking care.
about.
That's taking care of
Don't
your
get
people.
mixed up.
But man's
Don't
not.
get-
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
say a man's nature is that he provides for women.
No,
that's
bro,
what your
you're
brain
getting
I
into
tells
believe
you.
it's
See,
single
I'm
mothers. That's what I
screaming,
believe.
yeah.
Provide for
I'm
some single
screaming.
mother. So what
For
you're
this
gonna do is
woman.
go pick up the gal of 3 youths, and now you're the provider for all them youths. You're an idiot. That's
No,
what
of
you're-
course not, bro. Of course
And then she's
not.
running me the pussy on the weekend while you're at work.
Nah, mate.
Bare necky
Aye,
I'm getting.
aye, bro,
You're
man's
coming
screaming,
home,
yeah.
why
Obviously,
the breath smell like
Yeah,
that?
why
The
you
breath
at
smell like
work?
for a reason, you idiot boy.
Oh.
Listen to me, man. Don't let no gal run you for no trick, not for no idiot boy.
No, but
bro.
that's
no, I
fine.
hear
Yeah,
that,
but
broski.
then
I hear that, but obviously, man's screaming there like you do need to be up as a man, if that makes sense. That's what I'm
You need to
obviously
be.
don't.
Let me just say something to
A
you.
woman
As a
needs to be
man,
up too,
the
you
first
know.
thing you need to do, as a man, is get your bread up. I don't care who
That's
you are.
what I mean, bro. That's
Your
what I
money.
mean about
Forget
provider,
providing
bro.
for
Like,
people. I'm saying
I
get
don't.
your
I
money.
don't mean providing for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but I mean like,
Why for Tom and Dick and Harry though?
Oh, come
Your
on.
wife,
Please,
wife,
allow it.
nah, we're not doing that, man.
Allow
We're
it.
not doing.
I'm tired
That
of
was
That's
my
it.
wife
We're not on
being
the
with
fucking
grown
young spray
people.
show, fam.
That was
But
mental.
what,
That was mental.
but what I'm saying is obviously if it's your wife, then say nothing. But if it's a local BMX or something like that, then bro, I'm not.
Yes, more yes,
You're buying me my food. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're the local BMX, you're buying me my fucking Morleys or whatever. You
I
get
feel like
me?
people are so caught up on, oh, who's supposed to do this, who's supposed to do that. And I'm in a relationship or whatsoever, it's equal, or I'm doing, it's not, oh, he should do this, or what, do you know what I mean?
Do you know
Or
another thing I
you should go
realized, my
reach for
guy?
this
Yeah?
for me. Let me go
You're
reach
saying
for
a
it
whole load of
myself.
nothing.
Let me go paint that wall. Let me go.
see-
Do you know what I mean? Not saying
not
the guy
making
shouldn't do
sense.
it.
You see that a lot of women nowadays, yeah, they lack substance because everything's like what you can see. Everything's like, oh yeah,
That's
I need
it.
to
What
put
else
on
have you
Rex,
got?
Rex, we're not
Rex,
Not about the
one
body
second,
or
They
face,
say I need to
mind,
put
body,
on
and
contour, I
soul,
need to
mate.
do all of this, but they don't actually work on their characteristics.
That's
They just
it.
think
You
that
got to
looking
work
good is
on
enough.
yourself before you get
Then
into
they
a
want a man
relationship
that's
or
gonna
whatever.
provide for them, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy
Yeah,
that.
man, but can't keep him.
Listen.
Listen.
Let me just say something to you lot. If you lot are taking women serious in 2025, hats off to you. I can't wait to see where you are in 2026. The truth is, look, listen, if you're dating modern day women, you're going to end up with modern day issues. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's true. These
You're
average,
going to end up
the
modern day women. You're
typical.
going to end up with modern day issues.
I
So
can't
the
lie to
first
you.
thing
The
you need to do,
average,
the first thing you need to do,
is worrying.
I relax. Sis. The first thing you need to do as a man is get your bread up. That's the first thing you need to do. Get your bread up. All your money needs to be in right. And the reason why your money needs to be right is because you need to be able to, if this one's acting funny, I can just go out with that one because I got money. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. See, when your money's low, your options are low because your money's low. Oh, you get it? Sometimes it's not that you can't get the right women, it's just your money's not in the right situation.
I
Once you
can't
start
lie,
pushing that DM,
Broski.
and once you
You're
start pushing
talking facts still.
that Lexus Jeep, and the girls see you, and you got the fresh trim every week, and your clothes are looking ironed, and you're looking like that guy, naturally, gal are gonna attract you. You don't even attract
Yeah,
them.
nah, he's not lying.
They're gonna come attract you. So why would I need to?
One sec.
One sec. Why would I need to chase women when all I need to do is chase the money, and women will naturally come?
Facts.
All right, cool.
Byproduct.
I'm not going by opinions. Yeah?
Relax,
I'm going
Ozzy,
by
Ozzy,
facts
relax.
right now.
Ozzy, relax.
Go on, I'm gonna let you land, but let me make my point after, bro.
Yeah, let me land.
Go on, innit?
You see, like, there's a different kind of experience when, like, you're cheating, like the local bicycle, right? Like,
Why do you keep talking about beating Jezzies? Like, what's going on?
no. It's always talking
No,
about.
I need
this,
men
like,
to have their
I'm
levels.
saying, like, no, but I'm just.
No, man, stop talking about beating Jezzies.
Let's
talk about what we
They're not
should
even
be.
going to talk about them, guys.
Let me land.
Them
Let
two
me
don't
land.
even get mentioned on my life.
Rare elevation.
They're on a high level.
Yeah, he's on his elevation thing. I see what man's on still. Hey, brother, I see what
around here, man.
I see what he's on.
Panani gal. You know what? Not taxi panani gal from the life. Panani gal, woman gal.
Hey,
You
nah,
don't
hey.
talk about them gal. Them gal don't mean nothing. We're
Doesn't sound like you've got stories.
some high ecostal women, man. That can do something for man. That can bring add value to man's life. Some of these women that some of us men are even looking at, they don't ask yourself, what value does she bring to me?
So Aki, what are the characteristics we should look for in a
Loving. Number one, loving woman. A woman that's loving. That she just wants to love you. She wants to nurture you. She wants to take care of you. That's the number one thing. Number two is fertile. She's fertile, blood. Yeah. I want a fertile. A woman that's unfertile knows she's unfertile and hates the world for that reason. So she will hate you. She will never love you. How can she love you? And she can't produce the one thing that her body was created for. She can't love you. It's impossible.
Listen, I'm going on facts, yeah. But in history, yeah, a lot of kings, for example, I'm not Christian, innit? But this is facts. King Solomon had over 700 wives. Why? Because my man was a king, fam. He had riches on riches. You get what I'm saying? And then my man used to walk with the lions. You get what I'm saying? So
I heard what you're saying. I don't know where this is
get what-
correlated with the two, but Ozzy,
you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
big up to you, brother. Hey, Ozzy,
He knows,
big
he
up
knows,
to
he
you,
knows, he
brother. Yeah,
He
big
knows.
up to you, brother. But
He
I don't know
knows.
how the two issues correlated. But I'm
And you
saying
sound
in
like a
general,
very knowledge. Obviously, I think you're a lot old. I don't know how old are you, my brother.
I'm older than you.
Okay, I can tell, but it don't take a genius. to
God
know
of
that.
mercy.
Do you get what I'm saying? Let me put this. Let me
Got
put
them
this in a
shut
modern
down
day.
answers.
Let me put this in a modern day context now. Yeah. Let's say now you're with a bum that's still playing his PS4, not even a PS5, just because it's nice in the sheets. And then there's a guy that works in Canary Wharf.
What?
Wait, what's that though? Does anyone actually do that?
Man said once upon a time. Man said-
That's crazy. I don't know what.
Hold on.
I think he goes too terrible.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, in history, if you document back to history, yeah, all the kings in history had over multiple wives. You get what I'm saying?
I'm lost at Canary Wharf.
I
saying
think
is
what
polygamy
Ozzy's,
has
I think
always
what
been a
Ozzy's
part
trying to
of
say is
life.
that men, Ozzy, let me say it in a better way for you. Yeah? Men are polyamorous and women are monogamous. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's
No, I disagree.
No,
That's what
I'm
you're
trying
trying to say, though. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say it's a status thing. It's a status thing, bro. It's a
Oh,
status
so
thing.
you're saying women want men with status?
Of course they do.
All right.
Imagine-
Let me say something to you. It's not just status. If it was only status, everyone that had 10k followers would get gal, and they don't. Some of
All
them
right, cool.
don't.
Shall I tell you why
They
you're
only
right
get,
as
only
well?
get the fat
Because
dead things that nobody wants. Now let me just break this down to you. Ask yourself, when have you got last time you got a very, very beautiful woman come up to you and say you're handsome? Has that ever happened in some of you men's lives? I know a lot of you men say no.
It's so funny you said this, you know. Can I just say something? There was one guy I was with, obviously I was dating someone, and I used to call him beautiful, and I feel like, not like that, do you know what I mean? But like, I think it kind of made him think like, what the hell? Like, I used to say, if it complimented him in different ways that I don't think he's
Nah,
ever
why
been
for that? Why
complimented.
call next man beautiful?
No, not like, but he didn't, like,
I'm saying to you, lot,
Beautiful is a why still.
you lot don't
It's
see the
not a
point of what I'm
why.
trying to make. The
Come
point of
on,
what I'm
man.
trying to make, yeah? Listen, if you listen up closely, there's a point of what I'm trying to make. Women will never approach you and say that you're beautiful. Do you know why? Because they don't care about your looks. You don't have to be nice. All you got to do is have bread and have value. And whatever that means in her life. means in
Men
her
are based
life.
off assets. Men are based off assets. Women are based off looks.
Now, women are based off.
Hey, look, hey, man them. Let me land on one thing, yeah?
Reality is women are based off their ability to recreate. That's fact.
All right, cool. That's
As
true.
soon as
That's
she,
true.
as soon as she hits 30, bro, she's very insecure. She's thinking, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. You know what I'm trying to say? Then you got a 25-year-old who's ready, fertile, ready. Psh, one shot, breed, picnic.
All right, broski. Let me land on something, yeah? There was a case, yeah, where what was a football player called? His name was Pepper or something like that. I don't watch football. I'm more into that boxing, but besides the point. Apparently, his wife turned around and said, I left him because he was too perfect.
This must be something else.
Imagine a big footballer earning 100 grand a week.
It must have been a scandal. It doesn't sound like that. Yeah.
No, it is. You can research it right now. I don't know if you've got like
Let me
an
check
iPad
into
or
your
something.
then.
Every time
That's
the
weird.
woman,
Ozzy,
the man's
you know,
better than the
Ozzy,
woman.
where on earth, Ozzy, and you're taking the topics to Mars. I don't know
I'm
where
like,
you
I want to see this.
I want to know where you at right
Get
now.
my picture
I'm
in
saying,
wrong.
I want to see this.
I'm
article.
saying to you, I'm saying to every man out there, yeah, it's you have to understand female nature, and the reason why a lot of men get played and get done is because they know, they listen to Rare Talks, they've heard me speak, but but they still think that I chat rubbish. Any man out there that thinks the words that come out
No,
my mouth,
I'm with you
that
still.
you
I
will
know.
find out the hard
I know
way.
you're there
And I
still.
promise you'll feel embarrassed to come up on my platform and say, you know what, a year ago I heard you say this and this actually happened to me. You won't want to say it, but it's the truth, because understanding female nature has been the best thing that I've ever studied or got into. Because you know what, when I was young, I was naive to a lot of things. I was naive to female nature. I thought women were
All
genuine.
right, cool.
They
So, bro,
wanted
if
to love me.
if you're
Yeah?
if you're
But the
screaming
truth
that,
is,
yeah,
women don't want to love you. They want to love you under something called conditions. So condition is, what can you do for me to provide me value? As soon as that value stops, you're not that person I want anymore. It's no more love. And if you don't realize that, that's the reason why you don't just have one. I say a man that has one woman has no woman. And one that has two women has one woman. A man that has three women has one woman. A man that has four women has two women.
I have
I
never
hope,
heard this one
I
before.
hope my maths makes sense to you, man.
no, it does, bro. That's why
I hope
I'm gonna
my
go
maths
back
makes
to my
sense to you,
point.
man.
I'm gonna go back to my point, and I'm gonna say that's why King Solomon had over 700 wives, my brother. My man mastered the thing, and I don't mean in a bad way. He probably treated them all good. My man was a man of value. Yeah, I'm not a Christian, neither a Jew. Do you get what I'm saying? But my man had over 700 wives for a reason, and they were all queens and princesses in their own respect. Do you get
I
what I'm
don't know
saying?
about that. I don't know the full story of everything. So I don't know if what you're saying is true. But I do know one thing for fact, and this is a fact, that if one woman leaves you, you always have others to drop onto. A lot of you men only have one woman, one supply. That's why you're so desperate. That's why you have to go home and rub her feet and lie to her how she's not fat. She's fat.
Oh my god! No, you're not serious. Oh
As
my.
one gun and next one.
Oh my.
He's spitting. He's keeping
fat.
it real still.
No, but
But
that
you
one
can't tell her that
end
she's
part
fat.
for me.
You know why you can't tell her that she's fat? Because she'll kick you out the house.
That's crazy. Oh man.
You'll be homeless tomorrow. Don't try to make people think about
That's
you.
hard. He said it. He said that. I can't
This
finish
You know that
that
makes me
part.
think. How would you tell? How
A
would
lot of
you
you men
advise
can't
somebody?
go home and say that to your woman because you get thrown out.
How would you advise somebody to tell their wife they're fat? Like, let's say she used
Brother,
to
the
be a
realest
slim
go
as
to
well.
and say,
I can't lie. I'll tell her straight up.
Hold on.
I'll tell her straight up.
Let's say she used to be a
That's
slim
a very
as,
good
yeah?
question.
She used to be
That's
a
one very
slim
good
as, yeah?
question.
Gym
You
body.
know what I do? You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? I'll show videos of a fat woman turning slim and say, babes, look how this transformation is crazy, isn't it? Look how she's so
Alright, that's not
What do you
working.
think
What
of
you
that
want
video,
now?
Hey,
babe?
no, that's a mad
What?
mind game.
That's not working though. What you want now? She
Better
said, nah, she's still there backing off the cheeseburger.
I'm taking her to
backing off-
Turkey. I'm taking her to Turkey.
I'm done.
Hey, no, the turkey thing's dead, fam. It's a pure gym.
I'm taking her to Turkey. She's buying the tickets
Yeah,
and we're going
bye.
there and she's paying the money for the surgery and then we're going back together.
It's a pure gym. It's a pure gym
Are you
thing.
not
still, I
providing
can't
for
lie.
that, no?
No.
No.
Yeah, Jim still.
I didn't make you fat, so why should I make you slim? That's wrong.
Oh god.
If I do, this is what you don't understand, yeah, and this is what you lot have to understand. If you do too much for a woman, you know what a woman thinks when you're sending her money for food for lunch. You know what she's thinking? This idiot, I can manipulate him and get him to do whatever I want. That's how they think.
Yeah, but that's their upbringing. That's their mindset. If that's the case,
Imagine, brothers,
whoever's
I'm
thinking
saying,
like that.
Tawheed, my brother Tawheed, you're doing it from the goodness of your heart because you're a believer in Allah. Yeah, you're doing good to this woman, and she's taking you as a believer as an idiot because you say, look at this idiot, I can manipulate to get money off and get what I
That's
want.
wrong.
That's how she's
wrong.
treating you, bro. And the only time you realize it was like that,
It does happen.
the only time you realize it's actually real is at the end where she says, you never done nothing for me, and you know you gave her your last.
Yeah, but then people are just hustling, and that's different. Then people are just
There's a lot of
From a different
entitlement in this day and age.
That's true.
No, I
That's
can't
what
lie. He's
society-
speaking facts. The worst thing, yeah.
Like, imagine that
You know,
Like it's hard,
one thing,
you know, in society now for a guy, it's so hard because
It goes
guys have to
larger.
have
What
everything
about-
just to get a
what
chance
about-
with a girl. They have to feel like they have to have
What-
the Rolex, they have to have the Merc, they have to
Yeah,
have
but
the
you got to remember
I
factors that are
imagine-
And the Jordans
involved
need
as
to
to why
look
people
pretty.
think
That's
like
it.
this.
One person at a time. I can't even hear the brother talk. Let him speak, man.
What
I
I'm
want
saying,
to-
Yeah, the
what I'm saying is, yeah,
What I'm saying
in
is-
society now, yeah, girls they only need to look pretty, but for a guy, yeah, he has to have a nice car, nice job, qualifications, penthouse, hit the gym, be in jail, 4 degrees, got shot 7 times and survived, stabbed twice. All these
Nah, I
other
don't
things
want
he has to
kind
have
of
had
games around,
so that he's
man.
got his blueprint down just to get a pretty girl.
Rare
And she can't
talks,
even,
rare
she
talks,
can't,
rare
and
talks.
she can't even cook a hot meal. Imagine
Hold
that.
on,
But can I
one
say
second.
something to what
Listen,
you're saying
wait, hold
though?
on.
Can I answer?
She can't even hot. She can't have a hot water.
Can I say something though to that
Can you
comment?
prepare a
You know,
meal for the whole
obviously,
family? That's the question. Can you
Nah, that's kind of goes with trying
prepare
to
a meal
attract to
for
your
the whole
life, bro.
family?
Kind of things that you're
Can
looking
you prepare a
for.
whole meal?
Well, go for you,
remember
bro.
we used to watch things on TV. Remember, we've grown up here with certain things in front of us. I'm not saying this is how I think and whatsoever, but remember, it's been on the TV. It's been on. Do you know what I mean? We've seen Katie Price. Do you know what I mean? It's been in front of us, social media, stuff like that. It's the factors as to why society is like this. Also, it's not me. I look at people like that, and I think it's disgusting. People using people. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Me, I'm a giver. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't do them types of things, but I feel like society, like the things that we've watched, and do you know what I mean, have a big impact to. Do you know what I mean? How some people
I think
live.
Jamaica would be like using men for their money and rinse out their pocket and take their money and all that. And I'm Jamaican myself. I think all that mentality comes from the yard mentality. Me just get a new money, spend a
Yeah,
money.
that's ridiculous. That mentality.
Truth. And you know what I have to say?
So where
Most
do
of the
we
time,
go from
most
here
of,
then? Yeah.
most of the time
So
when I hear women talking about a man better have this, man better have that, I don't ever see white women talking like that. I don't ever see Asian women talking like that.
Yeah, but
I
what
only
does the
see black
woman
women
have?
talking
That's
like
what the
that.
man's
And
got
that's
to
the
ask
truth.
her. What
That's
can you
that's the
say?
truth.
I can't lie.
Hey, let me
Asian
tell you something. A lot of these women are
people
bums.
50 bags meher. 50 bags minimum.
A lot of these women are bums. The things that they're asking you for, they're not going to ask another man that they fancy for. The only time a woman will make you want to go, make you pay everything is when she doesn't fancy you. That's the truth. Good night. That's it. I said what I said.
I feel like
The
that's
only
kind of
time
true
a
though.
woman
I
wants
Let
don't.
me
I
to
ask
don't
you.
give
All right,
disagree.
Ray, let me ask you
everything
something.
is when she don't like you.
I feel like
Hey,
You
Ray,
see,
let me.
you know what's deep? You know what's deep? You know what? I can tell you that a lot of you, man, do your women even do things to you? Does she buy you gifts? Does she, like, what does your woman do for you? The woman that you're with now, I want to know how much money she spent on you in the last month. I can tell how much a girl spent on me in the last month. And it's a couple grand.
Yeah,
Couple grand. But you see, why is that? Because I'm being with women that are on a higher echo stool. I'm not dealing with these pocket bucket
it.
pussy gal.
That's
They're
it.
dead
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
They're only
yeah.
good for one
What can
thing.
they do for
And I
you
don't
as
want
well?
this is how bad it is. This is how bad it is. I don't even want that one thing from them. I'd rather you, I'll give it to you, I'll give it to him, I'll give it to another man. You take it. I don't want that.
Hey, bro, you
Because it's
listening?
broke. It comes with problems and brokenness.
What
I
about
don't,
paying?
that's
All right,
not what I
watch
need.
this. What about paying for the first date? First date, what are you saying? Half 50-50 or should
I'm
you?
not going. See,
Oh,
brother,
that whole
who said that?
thing
Who said
there.
that? I'm due to lock you off. Who said dates?
Listen, make sure you
me.
bring your purse, yes, ladies.
Brother,
Just
listen to me. There's no such thing as dates. Let me tell you why. If you're taking a woman on a date, she does not like you, bro.
What? Why do you say this?
She's not
though?
sure. She's not sure.
No. Facts.
No.
She's saying
But
she's
I want
not
to know
sure.
why do you say this though? Why would you? Why would you?
Because I've met some beautiful women in my life. Very beautiful.
Is she looking
And
at
I
free
didn't, take them
steak?
on, I didn't take them on no dates. I threw them in the whip. We drove to the yard and we done whatever we did.
Yeah.
These gal, I'm telling you, if I showed you these gal, you'd be like, oh my gosh, she's a pengers. But to me, she's a bad bee from the Niz because you have to know how to move. Yeah? Once you know how
There's
to
a bad
move,
bee come from the
gal don't
Niz.
move with you, bro. When you don't know how to move and you're moving like a little, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I bought you these roses. She's thinking you idiot. My back got blown out by my baby father last night. He didn't do none of this.
Oh,
You're a
that's
joke,
right.
man. You ain't
No, but
real.
you know
You're
what?
not a
For me
real G.
personally,
That's what she's thinking. This is how women are. They're actually thinking like this, bro. This is how they ended up with. This is how girls end up with babies from men that they're not with. This is how they end up.
And then they blame my man for their own mistake.
You're right, still. I can't even lie, boy.
You know, like that, because bro, do you know the amount of the pattern of people, yeah, especially on these kind of apps that they come on and they just talk shit about their baby dads all day, saying like he's this and he's that, bro. I can't lie, it's very embarrassing.
yeah, that's
still.
embarrassing. I don't know how people do that. Like, I feel like
Like
there's decorum with
it's
it.
actually an epidemic. I'll keep it a buck.
Listen.
'cause obviously,
Red
like,
Talks was the first one to notice this and the first one to just put women in their place about this because it's a disgusting trait. And we,
You know what I'm saying,
and we
my
don't
bro?
rate any woman that goes and breeds for a man and then starts cussing him because in general you're cussing the kids.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
And
It's
the worst
embarrassing.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you from a man's point of view.
Hold on, my brother.
Not a simp, a real man's point of view. I come to your house, first time I met you, and you're telling me, oh, my son's dad's not in his life, he's a waste man, he don't even send no money for his child, doesn't love his child.
You
In my
don't
mind, I'm looking at that little boy and being like, poor nigga, I'm a poor little nigga, man. I ain't being your dad.
Yeah, but that's a red flag straight.
I ain't being
If
your
you hear the
dad.
person say something like that.
You say you changing the TV, he's
I'll be
watching cartoons,
nice.
they're
I'll
changing
be cordial, but this little nigga can't run up to me and say, daddy, daddy. I ain't your daddy.
Yeah, that's nice.
I ain't your daddy. Go find your daddies. I ain't your daddy, bro.
Damn, that's peak.
Yeah, he just needs a good male role model in his life. Yeah.
No.
That's definitely not me.
That's mad.
That's
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah,
That's
I feel like a lot of guys think like, you know, like this is the case. Like when a person is single and they have a child, like this is what you want straight. Like nah, not like that's not it. And realistically, I feel like people are too keen on trying to find that replacement. Do you know what I mean? Like when I say find that replacement, I mean like it's just like, all right, because the person is absent, they're just trying to find any. I've seen it. Like it's just, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Alright, look, let me show you something, yeah?
I know
Men
girl
naturally-
that was married to a man and gave man bun. What are you talking about? Had 5 youths for a man and gave man bun.
I can't lie, it
So
gets
imagine-
dark.
imagine-
Five
I've got a
youths.
story, man.
So listen. The world is a dark place. Now, I asked this man, yeah, if she gave you bun and you got 5 youths, how do you know all them youths are yours, brother?
Oh my.
Yeah, it gets very dark.
Bro, imagine there's this guy, yeah, imagine this guy.
It gets very
Imagine this
dark.
guy is talking to
I
this
wouldn't
girl,
even
yeah, boom, he's
think
talking
about.
to this girl, they're doing a little thing, whatever. And then, boom, like, he must have paged her now, like a month off down the line and said, yeah, like, what you saying, Ruru? She said, oh, no, I've got a man right now. Like, I'm in a serious relationship, I've got a man now, listen, I know we was doing a thing, whatever, but now I've got a man, I can't chat to you like that. So he's saying, yeah, forward just as friends and that. He's testing the water, he's saying, yeah, forward just as friends and that, boom. He's forwarded, long story short, whatever still happens, still governing. And imagine this at the same time, concurrently, this girl is posting up Valentine's pictures with roses with her man, tagging him in the picture.
That's
They're all
wild. That's
each other-
wild.
each other's stories. She's all telling him that she's going out to
Boy.
saying she's going out to her bedrooms, putting on heels and doing full makeup, hair straight, and just to go to the said brother's yard, save
They
me.
cut from a different cloth there. That
Like-
one.
Let me teach you. Let me teach you what you do.
And she would take
I'm gonna
life.
teach you what you do. In a situation like that,
Alibi.
in a situation like that, you lot got to learn 2 things. Number 1 is stoicism.
Okay.
You show no emotion when a woman's trying to draw you out your character. You don't show her emotion. What she wants to do is gaslight you, manipulate you, and make you trick you out your character to you act crazy because then it shows that you care. The point of what you got to do right here is you show stoicism. Okay, is this what you're doing? And then you just say, okay, no problem.
Yeah. I read about that stoicism thing still, because obviously when you show certain emotions, for example, like if they're trying to do like a game where they're trying to test you, yeah, and then you show signs of jealousy, you're gonna be like, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, she
No.
Me personally-
Let me tell you women's psychology. Women's psychology is that when you show that you're jealous, it shows that you actually care. And the moment that you actually care is the moment she stops liking you.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Let me ask every man on this panel. Has there ever been a time in your life when you proper gave a woman your 100 and she treated you like crap?
Yeah.
Course, bro.
That's horrible.
What? Isn't there been a time in your life when you treated a woman like crap and she loved you off? Deep the message, bro. Deep the message. Treat every girl like a side chick, bro.
Oi,
Is that
brother,
the message?
I'm all blocking her. She's calling me on no call ID.
I feel like, you know what, you know the old time saying, people say don't put your eggs all in one basket. What do you guys think of that though? Like, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? Don't put all your eggs in fucking one basket. What are eggs? Eggs are, eggs. It's life, new life. Don't put.
Do you know
your life.
what I find funny about women, yeah? Women think that what I'm saying is crazy, but ask the women about their exes. I guarantee they're gonna say he was toxic, he was manipulative, he was a narcissist. Women have track records of being with men that are narcissists. So when you're trying to be the good guy, she doesn't even know how to love a good guy because all she's been with is bad guys.
Bad guys, yeah.
Nice
Yeah, but they
guys
got to
ain't
put that aside
last.
though. You know what? People sometimes just ain't ready
I'm
for
a
relationships.
villain and I've accepted my destiny. I've accepted it.
Nah,
I've
mate, you're
accepted
so
it.
dramatic.
I've accepted
I
it.
hear that. I
No,
hear
no,
that.
but do you know how I
I'm
think
gonna be
though?
the villain in your story. I'm definitely gonna be the
No,
villain in your
because you know
story.
what I think. I don't think
I hear
girls.
that.
I don't
Before
I
think.
you
hear
I
that,
even
don't
look
man.
think
at
women
me,
want the nice
write
guy.
in your book, Rare Talks are gonna break my heart because that's what I'm gonna do.
Women don't want a nice guy. Women want the guy with bare
All
girls.
of you men out
All
there,
of that.
go be
That's
the
what you
good guy
want.
Yeah,
to
but
her
why are
and then
you
watch.
They
referring
You'll
to
like
it
start,
as
that.
your
They
women?
don't
hairline's
like
gonna
that.
reach back here. Listen, I've seen it with my own
There's a
eyes. Your hairline's gonna
change.
reach back here. Your money's gonna be all gone, and you're gonna be on the
You don't
curb
want a guy
saying,
that's just
"Can I get
there
a
that wants
pound,
to be with
please?"
you. And
How do you think
Yeah,
men
but
end up like that?
you don't
rare
How
want
do
that.
talks.
men
Can I
end up
say
like that?
one thing?
Have you
Yeah,
not
you know
ever
what?
asked yourself, how does a man end up being beggar? It's because he put his all into a woman and not his all into himself.
SubhanAllah. You know what? I actually know somebody that's directly, brother. I can't believe it. Trust me. You're right, still. All right.
Now, Shance is saying not all women. Shance, let me tell you something.
No,
Shance,
not really.
you're probably let me be real. Let me be real. Shance, you're probably the 1% that is generally traditionally amazing. But guess what? Because there's 99 point crap out there, I've got to treat everybody the same until you prove to me that you're different.
I just hate the terminology. I hate when we
Do you
refer
understand?
to
Man,
it
do
as
you not get this now? Do you not
women.
understand
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
have to play the game?
As
Yeah,
they
yeah, no,
say,
I hear
actions
you.
speak louder than
Treat them
words.
all the same until they prove with actions
Yeah, no,
that
but
they're
it's
different.
true. I feel like I tell my son the same. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is
Don't
what
let
I've
no
heard
woman's
from.
words fool you, bro. Don't let no woman say, "Oh, I'm a
actions.
good woman." Why are you a good woman? You're a good woman, but you cuss your baby father, you cuss your dad, you cuss your brother, you cuss every man in your life, you cuss your best friends. But you're a good woman. Where you're a bad person.
I
Yeah,
want,
yeah,
I want,
yeah.
You're a
I
bad
want
No,
to
it's
say,
person.
true. I swear.
You're a
Yeah, yeah,
bad
yeah.
person. So even when you're a bad person to all them people, you expect to be good to me.
nah,
Mad.
literally. I once went to Imam, I asked him about like companionship and stuff, yeah, and the advice he gave me, yeah, well, it changed my life, yeah. He said, have different compartments for the people you interact with. Don't assume that everybody is in that
Yeah, yeah,
top
yeah.
compartment, that Khalil, that really close friend, close companion, the person that was like family friend, the person that will put their life on the line for you. Don't think that everybody's in that compartment. Then allow them to exceed that compartment. Have different ones. Have an associate, have a colleague. Don't assume that everybody's
Do you know what keeps me on point? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this 100 of you lot. Yeah, have masculine men around you that will tell you the truth about women. And the reason why I say this is because the main reason why it's hard for women to manipulate me and play me is because I'll bring your scenarios to my friends that are masculine men, and they will write out the whole script of what you're doing and show me in 4K what you're doing wrong to me. You see, what a lot of men do is they're with men that are simps and that are wimps and cowards. And when you have friends like that, what happens is you're with effeminate men that have feminine views. Feminine views is to agree, not to
you know what?
disagree.
You're right, still.
Because women, if you watch women will see two women arguing and women will agree to not argue. As for men, we don't mind conflict because be it the truth is more dear to us and conflict. See what I'm saying? I'm not selling out my batty hole for no man. That's the truth. You
So,
can give me £1 million, but a girl, she'll sell you out for money. Eventually, she'll sell you out for money.
No, I
you
can't
know,
lie.
Man, them ain't
you
gonna
know,
sell you out.
one of the
Bro,
explanations
I
as to
one
why.
sec, man. It gets dark still. Obviously, like there's times certain screenshots have been sent to certain man and said, "Yo, man, this is my man. This guy's a pussy. Look what he's saying to me." Paragraphs. It gets dark. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But you see,
and my man's
I don't.
rare talks.
Every
You're
woman
right.
out there, I want
This
everyone,
guy, I
everyone to
can't
know.
lie. He hasn't spoken a lie still. Yeah, this brother
I'll
here
be
has not
honest with you.
spoken a
I'll be
lie.
honest with you. I'll be honest with you. The one thing you're never gonna do is fight over no girl, under no circumstances.
You can't.
And the
Vice
reason why I'm gonna tell you
versa.
like this, yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna tell you this is because the man's never the problem. The woman is.
Huh?
If you can touch my woman and you can smash my woman, that's never my woman. That's a Jezzy that I didn't know.
Yeah,
So thank you for
100%.
showing me. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. But you can't ever take my woman. A woman that is truly and dedicated to be mine, you could never take her.
Facts.
Unless she wants to be taken. Because remember what I said, men are opportunists, women are calculated. So if a woman's gonna run me the pum pum, because I'm so horny and I'm like, oh, this might be my only opportunity, I'm gonna try and smash. But for a woman, she already knows there's 100 men that's been trying that. And she's always kind of pushed them away. So she's not opportunist, she's got options if she wants to. All you men that think women don't have options, you're naive. This is 2025. Women, Look, a low barrel, Primark wearing single mother all day on TikTok can come on here and find a simp that'll be like, yeah, I'll do anything for you. She can find that on these apps because there's a lot of misguided men. There's a lot of men that look at me and cuss me and say, you chat rubbish, you're a wimp, you're this, and want to fight me. And I'm like, brother, I don't even know you. Imagine a man's want to fight me because what I'm saying right now.
Do you think the female tendencies come from like the dysfunctionality within a household as well? Like
It comes from the
100%.
mother beating him. It comes from the mother beating the boy and making the boy feel effeminate. If any woman, if a boy after the age of 12 or 13 is still getting beats by his mum, he will become a pom pom. Because when you 14, 15, when you come 14, 13, you get a little strong, you know. Your mum don't know it, but you could knock out a grown man. Trust me. My bang at 14 was kind of dangerous still. I was spinning man into Mars, blood. I was spinning people's jaws, bro.
Well, I'm a
I
bad.
can say wallahi to that. So, like, my mum couldn't put her hand. There's one time my mum tried to hit me and I grabbed her hand. Not on no bad boy things. Grabbed her hand and said, Mum, this is not going to work. And then she looked at me and she knew from that moment, raw, I can't lick my son again. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can't put your hand on me. I'm a man now. I'm thumping over bare man on roads. Do you think you ain't going to put your hand on me? So, but these women, because there's no dad there, they're still beating him. Because my mum didn't really need to beat me because she could just say, all right, call me, I'll call your dad. Oh, what I call dad for? Oh, Lord. My man's still trying to rock me out at 16. He's still got it. He's still giving me the 1-2 jab. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But this is the difference when you have a father in the household and when you just got a mother. And if the boy gets 16 and the woman hits him and he licks her down, now he's going to think I'm licking down any gal that put their hand on me because he's on a gangster thing. So now, this is what I'm trying to say about single mothers cause more damage to boys than absent fathers.
Yeah, it's true. It's proven fact that single mothers raise the worst households.
Now, you lot can sit here
I
and
just
say,
feel like a lot
where
of
cheeks
guys
you're wrong,
nowadays
no
do like
problem.
females, bro. They carry feelings. Man are carrying feelings. A man are getting bare emotional when you're correcting them. They're getting emotional. They're getting confrontational. It's like, bro, you're a man, innit? Like, move correct, bro. Control your emotions, bro. You don't have to get in your feelings, innit? But because a lot of them grow up in single parent households where it's a dysfunctional environment, all they're seeing is feminine traits and feminine coping mechanisms, and all they're hearing is negative things about the male, how he's a waste man and he's got bare baby mothers and he don't even like you and
Women, let me tell you something, women. This is a fact, yeah? Women, when you hear a man has lots of children, yeah, what that means is that he is a king. Because he's watered many fields and they've wanted to be watered.
Oh boy, I don't even know what to say to that one.
You saying?
There's some man, they've watered many fields, but the women did not want the harvest to come.
So you're saying that a key that can open many doors is better than a door that can be opened by many keys?
A man must have something that all the girls love him. There must be something that he's doing that women love him. Because I'm pretty sure if a man had no value, women wouldn't even look twice at him.
So
I'm confused. Do women? All right, let's ask official mama. If this man had no value, nothing going on in his life, and he was on the corner begging for pounds, would you give him your number?
Definitely not my time. No, 100% not.
So the man has to be on something for the woman to like him.
100%,
So if you think about it, if there's 100 women and they all like him, there must be
women can
something
just look
about him.
pretty, fam. Women can
Hey,
just
listen, hey, yo. Back in history, yeah, and I'm basing this not off my opinion, but facts. All the kings in history had multiple wives. And I'll go back to what I said earlier. King Solomon had over 700 wives. Why? Not for no reason. He was a king with value. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't really get your point when you're saying this one.
I'm confused as well because I want to know what's the point on it.
I get what you're saying, loads of wives, but I don't really get the.
My point is because, hold on.
How many wives do you want?
Maybe he's trying to speak.
That don't matter.
Why are you stuttering?
That don't matter. Would you be stuttering?
Brother, don't stutter, man. Don't stutter. When we
You
ask
trying to ask
questions,
a question?
yeah, as a
Ozzy?
man,
Alright,
say it
cool.
with your chest, bro. I want 6 what?
Say nothing, bro.
Let me tell you something.
I don't, man.
Ozzy, let me tell you something. This is where a lot of you man go wrong. You see, you think, yeah, that telling women that you want more than one woman, that turns them off. No, bro, it turns them on.
Listen, I want
Alright,
like
cool.
By the
six
way,
children.
Solomon
Listen,
had 100
sometimes
wives.
when a man says that, I get a bit. Ooh.
Cool. I can't out.
Women, don't
man
let,
having
bro.
options.
Don't. When you say you want one woman, women look at you like you ain't nothing.
Alright, cool. I know. Hey, bro. Did I say I want one woman?
So how much you want? See that
Oh, I
silence
keep
there?
my
It doesn't-
options open, innit?
Brother, you see that silence there?
That's all I'm saying,
I
innit?
can't take that silence. You got bare chat, but I'm asking you simple questions. You can't answer simple questions, big man.
So answer me the question,
But I
bro.
asked the question twice already, brother. You don't want to answer the question, man.
Alright, cool. I told you I keep my options open.
But I
The
don't
same
want to hear that, man. You talk about Solomon had 700 wives, but
I
you're saying I
know,
keep
but-
options open. Say how much you want.
Speak
If you
up,
want
man.
600,
Bro,
bro, I've
I
600.
done told you. Hey, my
I feel
brother.
like
I respect
maybe you're
you.
contemplating.
You speak truth, but I done told you. I don't mind keeping my options open.
Brother,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
you know what you're doing? You're skiving the thing, fam. Don't skive the thing. Be a man about it.
What
Say,
am I
yo,
skiving?
I
What
want
am I
4
skiving?
wives, raggo.
Innit? Speak your.
Yeah, say nothing.
No one can tell me
I'll
nothing.
have.
And I want,
have.
and you know what the wickedness is? They shame men for having lots of children. Let me tell you something.
Alright, say
Don't let
nothing,
no
my boy.
woman, don't let no one
I
shame you
don't
for
mind
wanting
having
having
over
10
500,
kids,
700 wives. Say nothing, bro.
huh?
What did
I don't. I wouldn't mind that.
What did 700 wives?
But
eh?
you ain't got the back for 700 women. Let's start right there.
Well,
Hey, this
let's-
guy,
You ain't
fam.
got the
I don't
back
know
for that,
this
brother.
guy's a trick, fam.
Does it take a
This
strong back
guy's
man?
a trick. This guy is a
Your
trick.
back have to be strong, road boy. Strong back. You know strong back? You know have a strong back, road boy.
Bro, you're trying to fuck up narratives, you know. There's certain...
Listen to me, I say no. Listen to me, I say. When me answer the question first time, you never answer the question with your chest. So your back not strong, brother. My back strong. We answer the question at the same time, every time. The
Say it
same
with your
thing.
chest.
Innit? And you must drink manish water still.
Alright, so reiterate your question and I'm gonna answer it with chest.
No, I don't want to ask no question again. I don't want to ask no question.
Alright, cool, but I'll answer your question. I don't mind having over 700 wives. There's your answer, my boy.
Listen. Realistically.
Imagine 700 gal, you're a king. You got
I don't
bars
want
of
700,
gold
that's
in your
too
yard.
much. But that's washed.
That's
'cause
too
now
much, man. It's too much.
Imagine, let me just say something, yeah?
It's not too much though, bro. It's
It
not
is.
too much.
Let me tell you why. If you
That's
meet one woman,
ridiculous.
yeah, so there's one woman that you could meet, yeah, and she could just drain you blood, like round after round, bro. Now you got 699 more. That's long. That's long.
What do you mean that's long?
They'd be divorcing.
That's
You're going to the grave
right there
early.
is
You're
long.
going to the grave early. You're going to the
Brother,
grave.
that's how you see some of you, man. Yeah, you have to understand your hairline went because of some of these girl. If you
Alright,
never
cool.
dated certain
Alright,
girl,
bro,
your hairline will
bro,
still be
you're
here.
not understanding,
Look at my hairline, bro. There's certain girl I've just left alone.
This guy in his
Even when I see
hairline,
their
fam. This
problems,
guy loves
I'm
his
gone.
hairline.
Oh my
You're
god.
taking the
I have to let go of them, bro.
This guy loves his
Gotta let go of
hairline.
some
fam.
girl. They're bad vibes. They're bad vibes.
This guy in his
Let
hairline,
me
bro.
show you. Bad vibes. You meet a gal, yeah, and every time you meet her, she won't argue about things that you know are right. She's a demon, blood. That's bare headache. You know you're right, you know, and the gal's arguing with you. You're looking at her thinking, you're an idiot gal, because you know what I'm saying, right? But you want to argue for the sake
Wow,
of
like
arguing.
you got.
Get
Alright,
out.
cool. You listen to it. Hey, yo. Obviously, man, I'm pretty sure fucking... let's say you had bare options. I know you said 699. But, bro, you got options there at that point.
How many
The same
options
way
do you have at this moment?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I don't spew my business online like
You don't
that,
have
but-
none. You have none.
Oh, this guy.
He just questioned this one,
I just
Ozzy.
about got
Ozzy
energy for that.
questioned.
I got like 5, yeah. I just about got energy for that. Just about got energy for that, and I've had to cut 2 off this week. So.
All right, cool. Let's say.
I gun fingers in the air for cutting off these holes. Yeah, that's what we do. Gun
It's
fingers
like
in
we
the
got
air.
to
Cut
cut
off
it.
these
Nice
holes.
ones. I've had to
Yeah,
cut.
Same thing.
Let's
After
drink for
dash
that.
you have to go. Bye, Felicia. Straight. No long thing. No contact. Don't call me
He was
again.
like, I had to cut
No
two off.
contact.
Don't make me laugh. Oh,
And I don't
God.
care if you watch this and see it. I don't want to ever chat to you again. Don't try and call me on private number. Like
No,
I
that's
blocked you and
alright.
everything. Leave me alone, please. Just go and do your life. You slapback girl. You know them one that you have to call them slapback.
Taxi Panani.
Yeah, but pick girls like
Taxi
you pick
punani
the
girl. You know
first,
what?
like,
No
you know what I
taxi
mean?
punani girl. Any girl. Let me tell you something. Once a girl, if I tell you as a woman, I don't like something, and you go and do exactly what I don't like, know that I'll never chat to you again. And this is the difference between me and a lot of you man. Some of you men are gonna send that abusive text like "F you," "You're a this," and try to explain yourself. Let me tell you something. You know what I don't need to explain myself. I've already told you. So if you don't value these words that come out of my mouth, you're gonna value the silence that doesn't come out of it.
Mm.
Man, them, your attention is your currency to these women. So once you remove that attention, you've removed all currency. She ain't got nothing else to fight you with.
No, word.
So what
Word.
you need to do is when she does not listen to your words, make her enjoy your silence.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna ask you a question here. Do you believe that it's some guy was showing me something there? I don't know if it's true or not, but do you believe that it's an energetic thing? So obviously they
I don't
feed
believe
off
in
the
that
next
thing.
man.
No, I don't
They
believe in that.
feed. Huh?
Go on, say what you're saying.
I'm saying that obviously, like, let's say for example, you just showed, man, yeah, like they'll feed off the next man's energy just to suck your thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Huh?
And then
Why?
and then
Why?
in
Yo.
Well,
Man,
like on the spirit, from a spiritual aspect, you're talking.
Yo.
my man thinks
Yo,
he's young
yo,
spraying
yo.
that.
I'll
It's
fire up
thinking
on
from a
the blood
spiritual
clot.
aspect.
My man
The
thinks
blood
he's
what?
young spraying that.
Boy,
That's
never mind,
psychology.
bro. Hey, yo.
Man
This
said
guy
they're gonna
thinks
feed off
the
a next man
RTM
to
shot
suck
that.
your thing. Oh
Nah, but
my
Yo.
gosh.
If you
We
break it down
wired
like
him
this,
already, you
though,
know.
Am
You already got the wire.
I bugging? Am I going
We
mad?
you're not
No,
wired
bugging.
him
might have to
already, you
wire
Am I
it
going
know.
back
mad?
out.
Something
Hey,
like
this
that.
guy.
We might have to wire
Oh,
that
bro,
one back.
man.
I can't lie.
Hey,
After all,
brother,
Honestly,
what I'm
you
trying
Man,
to
say
say
man
is,
on
yeah.
page and next man. Me no know him.
Hey, let me go back to my
honestly,
point.
it's
Let me
like
go back
a
to
Nah,
my
nah, nah.
point.
That
I feel
boy
like
need
I
to
got what
get
he
No,
was
dashed.
don't
saying.
go back to nothing. We don't want to hear
That boy
nothing.
that he
I got
forget
his
dash
point.
We're
it.
done with that.
That boy that don't.
No, but
That's
let
what I
Miss Narnia. Let Miss Narnia talk, brother.
Yeah, I wanted
Sometimes
to
your
That's a
ask.
free match ban.
sometimes your silence is golden. Yeah, silence is golden. Allow it. Miss Narnia, what are you saying
Yeah,
to me?
thank you. I wanted to ask a question. Yeah,
Please, go ahead, my sister.
you guys are talking about options for men. Yeah, so what I wanted to know is why is it not okay for women to have options?
Okay, very good question. And can I ask you? Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this question? Do you want to be polygamous or do you want to be monogamous?
I can't say it. Polygamous
So you want to be with many other women.
men.
So you want to be with multiple different men.
Yeah,
Donna.
I like to
What you
have
said?
options.
What
I
do you
like to
look
have
for in a man?
options.
What do you look?
No, I respect
What
that.
do you look for in a man?
No, I like to have
You know,
options.
I
I like to have
respect a woman
options.
that says, "Look, I want to give away the pum pum to all of the mandem and give
No,
them all
no,
the
I don't
fire."
want to. No.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
all right. Look,
I don't want
listen,
to.
If
No,
it's
I
like
don't
that,
want
or
to.
just
listen.
like
I'm
that,
with you,
or
That's
man.
what she said.
I'm with
I don't
you.
want to
want
give
them,
it.
man.
I
There's
respect
potential for you to
your
give it, though.
honesty. But listen, I'm just gonna say this one thing to you. Yeah? You see, in the end, let me just say something. In the end, this is what happens. Women don't have options; they have dick appointments.
That's true.
Because most men want to just smash. They will say anything to get that pum pum. I know man that will say to you, Miss Narnia, I will change my religion. I'm a Christian.
No,
I will
but that's
turn Muslim
true.
tomorrow. I will
That's
turn
true.
Muslim tomorrow. I'll take my shahada tomorrow to be with you. As soon as he gets the pum pum, I'm telling you, he's back to his old ways. About what? I didn't remember saying that.
The thing is, yeah. I feel like
No, you just
there's a
suck
lot
on the
of.
pum pum.
Hey, he's not capping. He's
I
not
feel
capping.
like
Still, he's not capping.
I told a
I feel
girl, I wore glasses. I got pictures of me with glasses on. I said that I was an artiste, that I can draw, because I liked a girl that worked in a museum. I said I can draw.
Scooped it.
I sent her paintings of other people and said, "This is two of my paintings. When can you come and see me?" Oh my God, you're so artistic. I love it. You're so artistic. I said, "You know what? I was just thinking about you, that I was going to meet a girl that was working in a museum, and I've met you." She said, "Oh my God, that's so crazy, because I had a dream about a guy last night." I lied.
But you know something, yeah.
Congratulations.
Not all women are fooled by
Whatever
that.
we gotta
Taking
do
notes.
to
I'm
get
taking
it, we're
notes
gonna
right
do
now.
it. That's
Not
the
all
truth.
women are fooled
That's
by
the
that.
truth.
No,
So
but
which
listen,
painting
no,
one Picasso painted?
Hey, listen though. Recently, I've just, like one of my gal just now that I just cut off with though. I wish I didn't cut off though, but I had to cut her off because she was starting to get a bit too clingy too quickly. But like in her brain though, when I like, because obviously man's a gal on my side, I broke her up. I wanted to know what she was on in her world, in her mind, like what's she like, and she likes to have more. Like she's never had more than one man, but for me, because she felt so comfortable and open and whatnot, she was like, yeah, she don't mind me bringing my nigger in or me and my having my. I said I'll be honest. I got them like that. I got girls like that where
That wanna clout you with their man.
they want me to bring my nigger in and batter their
It ain't no
eyes out,
fun if the homies can't
hey, they want me to tell
Ain't
them
no
inside out.
fun
But
if the homies can't
but you can't, and you can't.
Shall I tell you how dark it gets, yeah?
You can't knock the gal.
Yo,
Listen, let him finish. Let him finish.
You can't knock the gal them, yeah. You can't knock. The
No,
same
we
way
never
that we
knock
want,
them.
the
Never.
same way we want to
Miss
bust on that.
we
The
respect
same
it, Miss
way
Narnia.
we want to bust on that.
There's
The gal want to
nothing wrong
bust
with
their
having
nut.
options.
So
Yeah, 100%.
Oi,
There's nothing
Duke,
wrong
you're
with
gonna
Sorry,
get
there's
some, you're gonna
nothing
get
wrong. I feel like
Listen,
I feel like in this day and age, yeah, there's a lot of females that want to have options, but it takes a certain female to just be straight up and say, listen, I like to have options. It's happening.
It's
It is
happening.
actually
I'm telling you,
happening.
I had some mad parties over this. I'll be honest.
I've been to some parties too.
It's over this past. I've been off the market for
Well,
like a couple
as you
months,
can
but
see, Miss Narnia,
been
I
mad.
respect your honesty because you know what? A lot of women come on my platform and they lie. So you
They
know what? Big
lie.
up to
They're
you.
lying.
I respect your honesty because a lot of women come on my platform and all they do is lie. So
They
big up
lie.
Miss Narnia because she's keeping it real. At least we have a real one. I rather
Sorry,
have
who's the
one real one
person
in my
that's
box
saying
than
they've
all
been
these
to
They want to
fake
parties?
get dick
Who's saying
down.
they've
They
been
want to
to
get
parties?
dick
I'm
down.
not gonna lie.
Dick.
I respect
I Miss
real
Stadio,
things.
big up yourself, cause you actually said
You're
it there and then.
funny.
Who's the person in the live that's saying they've been to parties? Sorry, who is it?
Huh?
Somebody said they've been to parties, adult
No, but
parties.
what I was gonna say is obviously man fucking.
Someone did say yes.
Wait, remix reload. DJ, yo, pull up that beat. Yes, we gonna go in.
This guy,
Hey, yo,
this guy's funny.
wait, stop. Miss Narnia, adult parties.
Yeah, it's happening.
Hey, talk to me.
Listen, yeah. I'm gonna tell you something now,
Okay,
yeah.
nah, this guy.
Listen, listen, yeah. Listen.
Tell me more.
This guy.
People
This guy was a
people need to wake up. This is 2025. People need to wake up because shit's happening out there.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people are sleeping. They need to wake up. Don't you see the shows that's on TV?
Facts. I see them.
Swingers, yeah, like the person saying in the comments, swingers, people with this chuck holding or cuck holding, whatever the fuck you call it. There's a lot of this stuff going
Yeah,
on.
deep penetration, batchy, gangbang, the whole thing. It's
Yeah, threesomes, there's
I'm not
people
gonna
in
lie,
open
like,
relationships.
2 on 1,
It's all
2 gal on 1,
happening.
it's mad. Still, it's
But
Exactly.
let me say something. I want to be in a relationship where it's open on my end and closed on hers. And
Why
the
is
reason
that?
being, the reason being is because Miss Narnia, me, I'm a man, I'm a bareback general. So you see, if I'm going in raw, I can't have another guy raw dogging you because your pH is gonna fall off with him, and it's gonna mess up my whole swing because it's gonna smell like
100%. That pH thing is
that
thing is
pH
real.
is
I don't.
serious.
So I knew
It's
a girl
very
was.
serious.
You know how deep it is. I knew a girl was cheating on me because her pH was off. I knew
See?
that.
You see? Yeah, that thing's
See,
real.
I
It's
you know-
very
you know
real.
what it is?
I
He's
smelled
not-
the funny
he's not
smell,
wrong,
and she's
yeah?
like, "Oh, I'm sorry,
Some-
it smells like this." And I'm,
BV.
"Oh, I never showered today." And I was thinking in my head, "You never showered? You all your day, and you know I was coming room. You never showered? You're a liar. Your pH is off
BV.
because it smells." And then after she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on my period now." She went on her period. She was probably on the BV pills. Took it for a couple of days, and you can't beat when she's taking the pills, or you can, but it's a mad smell.
You can, but you're not
What?
supposed to.
Mad.
Yeah, because the smell comes back and it
Yeah.
comes back. Yeah, so it's not meant to, but she didn't care. But the point of what I'm trying to say to you is that, man, you have to understand, yeah, that women in general, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear, the same way you're gonna tell them what they want to hear.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true.
For real.
It's true.
Don't be.
but just like
don't
you
be-
said, yeah, I feel
Narnia,
like
like I
women-
said,
women-
Miss Narnia, I respect it. She's coming up here and being a real one because all I see is fake gal on this app. That's the truth.
There's
Oh,
a lot of fake
please.
people out there, man.
All right,
People
let me
need
drop
to.
down if I'm fake because I'm speaking truth anyways.
No one
You
says
said
you're fake,
you
man.
said on I thought you went
Wait,
on this
who's
box.
talking?
Do you know what? You know what that is? Official Mama City. You know what that
No,
is?
because
That's your
before
guilty
you were saying
conscience.
about on this box.
No one
wait,
said
hold on.
nothing about
No,
you.
but before, wait, hold on. Before, I swear, you pointed to the box, and I thought you was talking about in this. You're like the realist. I was like, okay. I didn't really care. I didn't care anyways. But I'm just saying.
You do care.
I'm just saying. I'll be talking real facts. Whatever I'm saying here, anyways. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Has any of you been to any adult parties? Any of you?
Never.
No.
Would you be the adult
Yeah, my own
parties?
party.
Refuge. I see refuge.
Say that again.
Would you be an adult party, fam?
You know what adult party is?
I told you it's funny.
Yes, I do, fam. Would you
So
be
who
man?
was the one
I've
who
been
said yes
Shoreditch,
before?
I've been Carney,
I told you it's
I've
funny.
been to local shops. Would you mean
What
adult
kind of
party,
madness are you
fam?
talking about?
Don't
I'm
play with
talking
me
about
like
an
that.
adult party. Someone please explain what adult party is.
No, I've never been to no adult party, blood. That place, that whole shubs probably stinks of shit, fam.
Nah, man.
Nah, it depends.
it's
I'm not
actually
being
quite
funny, but it
professional.
depends which ones you go to.
Mm.
It depends which ones you go to. If you go to them ghetto ones where people don't shower after they're doing what they're doing, then it's gonna stink in there.
Boy.
Rio, someone said in the comments, Rio, I'm sorry, I would never go to Rio's. It's too shabby for my likings.
I heard about Rio still in Kentish. I ain't been there, but I heard about it still.
What they do? What sex parties?
Yeah,
It's
in
not.
Kentish.
It's basically a spa where people get up to stuff. It's not meant to be.
I man,
that,
all
but-
I'm saying is watch your words on the live, innit, Carl? Your account will get washed, innit? Like for like 7 days, innit? So just be careful, innit?
Brother, man, don't care about this. Is rare talks. We do the mad things. We don't.
Come on.
We don't listen.
I'm just saying,
If you're on some
What
miser
is-
man thing, we don't care about all that. The things
We're not
we don't
saying
care.
we're not saying anything mad.
What?
though,
So
to
when
be
you go there, what
Man,
happens?
I hold that L. 7
don't
days
come
means
to me,
nothing
brother.
to me. A lot of you man love TikTok. You
Sorry,
can't
but
go
what
7
are we
days without
saying?
going
We'll
live.
get
Brother, I can go
blocked.
2 months without going live. It's nothing to me. Yeah, I'm trying to get the bag. That's what I'm out there doing. Yeah, I might slide on there and slide off if I want. Yeah, I run this. This thing don't run me.
What are we
I don't
saying
serve the
that we'll
internet.
get
The
blocked
internet
for,
serves
though?
me. So if I want, I'll just go mad on the live and start saying people about this and that and mad things and just get my thing. I don't care. I've never cared. That's the reason why I've got to how I've got. I just never cared. Yeah, I have the courage to be disliked. A lot of you man don't
word.
No, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
So
I have the
word,
courage to
big
be
up
disliked.
yourself.
I don't even like people liking me sometimes because I feel like it's all fake anyway.
you know what? I've always
Big up
wondered,
yourself.
yeah?
No, you're right.
You know what?
No,
I've
no,
always
wait, like,
wondered.
man,
but
I'm
I'm just
really
saying in
liking
general.
you.
There are.
You know what I've always
upper-class
wondered at these
you know?
parties, yeah. Does somebody just walk up to you, just take off your drawers and start
Are you mad? Are
is
you
there
mad?
is there
No,
a
no,
fist
no, no,
bump?
no, no,
Is
no,
it just
no.
like he spits on you? What? How do you
No,
initiate?
no. It's not like that. It's really not like how you're saying. It's
When there's a gazelle in the room, she knows.
So
what time
what
it is.
happens? How does it initiate? Do you like
Listen,
look at each other, you
right?
wink,
You know
what?
these parties, yeah. Different people go there for different reasons.
How many people we talking? Set the scene. How many people is in there?
It depends what kind of party you're going
What's
to.
the
There's ones where it's
variation?
like,
What's the variation? Like, what's the most you've been to? What's the least? Like, give us a
I
rough.
haven't been to lots, to be honest with you. I haven't been to lots, but I've been to a few. For example,
So based on the few you've been to, how many people was there?
this is what I'm saying. It depends. There's ones where people rent out like an accommodation. There's ones that's in proper clubs. There's ones that people throw in their house. It depends. It depends which ones you go to.
You know what, Miss Nani, I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. I think
You
you're
don't
a good
believe
girl.
me?
I think you're a good girl.
You
I just
don't
want to know
believe
how
me?
it's initiated. Like,
You know, a girl like Miss Nanya is probably one of the most cleanest gal that you know, but she'll just talk all this wicked talk and she's not even like this in real life. Sometimes
Come
you don't
on.
have to read between the lines.
If you come on the live,
Oh, she's on mind
contact
games.
me, and you'll find out. I have nothing to lie about.
Wait, what?
yeah.
I have nothing to lie about.
Oh yeah!
Nothing to lie about.
Oh yeah!
You're trying to challenge us, like. You're trying to challenge us.
I feel like she's the promoter for the sex party. Still, I'm not
trying
gonna
to
lie.
challenge us this now, man.
No, I'm not a
I
promoter.
was saying,
No promo,
I said
no
next week you're in a
promo.
party, you're in a
Challenge
little
us,
party. with the man.
I'm not a promoter, the promoter. That makes sense. Listen,
I'm
not
man's got the baby boy at the door. Talk about.
You see, somebody's in the comments saying no, she's actually talking facts. Thank God for that. Why would I come on here? The thing is, people, you know what it is? People are not
One
used
man
to hearing
can
a female.
satisfy her.
People are not
She
used to
needs
hearing a
a
female just be honest about these things.
Trust me.
So they would think I'm being fake or I'm lying.
No.
and this and that.
Listen, I Miss Nanya, I know you're keeping it real. I know you're keeping it real. And you know what I keep saying to you? You know what girls I like? I like girls that are truthful.
I've
You know
been
why I
told
like
that
truthful
before.
girls? I want a girl to tell me the truth. Do you know why? I don't judge you on your past, but I judge you on your past.
I heard
But
that.
a girl that lies to me and then I find out about her past, I hate her more. Because
Of course you would.
I would have accepted you for your whatever you are. I'd accept you.
Where's the
when you
boundaries
lied
though?
to
Where's
me,
the
it's like
boundaries?
you wanted me to accept a lie. Now you found out that I've been lying to you. You say that I'm a liar, but we've both been lying to each other.
Do you have like a cutoff point for like the boundaries? Like, let's say what if she tells you like, listen, you bought this girl, you're saying, listen, I really like you, yeah, boom, boom, boom. She's like, you know what, I want to be honest with you. I used to be in the porn industry.
I used to be a bop.
Yeah, she said her body counts probably within the thousands. She don't even know how much it's got to that stage, but
I'll be honest. Girls
she's
like
made
that, I don't
a
mind.
change.
Look,
She's on
listen,
a new path.
do you know Steve? A lot of girls, they've been in the broke porn industry, meaning they ain't made money. This man just made bare videos with them, adult movies.
It was volunteers.
There's a couple man that got videos of gal on their phone right now, bro. Gal that you're dealing with. Gal that you're dealing with.
Man said
Gal that
poor
you're dealing with.
volunteers. Fuck off.
Brother, I'm telling you, I'm the mad dude like this. I'm the mad dude like this. Look, I'm the mad dude like that.
Yeah.
Because I want to watch back my performance. So I don't know about you other guys.
Post-match analysis.
Yeah, you have to, bro, because you need to see if your performance is good. Because sometimes you're on the pitch and you're not shooting how you're meant to be shooting. So you got to make sure you're a top shooter. Yeah.
Reflection.
And so you could imagine, yeah, your baby mother could be on someone's phone, bro.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna
Read
lie.
it like this. Your
I'm not
child's
gonna lie.
mother could
I'm
be
not
on
gonna lie.
someone's phone.
I got a couple of baby mothers on my phone. For real.
See?
In real timing.
Gosh.
In real timing. I'm not gonna lie. I've made some sick videos. Some.
There you go.
Yo.
Man said he edited the videos. Man said it's got captions. He said it's got captions and lighting. Oh
So the point of what I'm trying to say is that there's most gal are not going to be 100% about the body count. So if a girl tells me, who's that?
What would I do without your smile now?
Who's that?
What is this all about?
Just let her land. Let her land.
Let her land.
I said let her land.
Nah, you need to go with her, bro. You need to go with her, bro. You need to go with her. You need to go with her.
Shit.
Man, put on the... What? Let her land.
I'm with you.
Let her land.
Man said let her land. You
You wanted a white Nubian queen. Whoever said that wanted a white Nubian queen tonight? I can tell they wanted a white Nubian queen.
Who said that?
So done.
Ozzy wanted a white Nubian queen. That's what he wanted. Yeah, he wanted to.
Oh my days.
I said
So, the point of all right. So I'm going to open up a conversation right now. Yeah, there's a conversation. It says that any woman that has more than one baby father is a red flag. Never go there. Is that true or not?
Any woman that has, I would say it would be a red flag on the basis that it implies that she's unable to maintain a household on two separate occasions. So let's say you got a top striker, yeah. Every team's been linked with them for the summer. Okay, like the price is high, the wages is high. Boom, you get to the big final, and they flop. And you say, you know what? Fair enough. They didn't perform. The nerves might have got to them. But in the second final, again, second season in a row now, the same things happen. And it keeps happening. What are you going to say? You're going to say, boy, you're a fraud still. You're
I
not
think
bad.
that 3 baby dads is a red flag, 100%.
No.
3.
You're right, yeah, bro. No, do you not too? You're right.
Nah. I've been with a girl.
I've been with a girl that's got
That's
two
got like
baby
5
fathers.
baby fathers.
Yeah.
5.
Man said 5 babe. Hold on.
That's a bit mad still. Fine.
That is different.
Hey, Duke's got to tell us the story.
Seriously, and she's cool, and she was cool too. Like,
Wait, did a man say 5 baby fathers?
Yeah, that's a bit
Five
mad.
baby fathers.
How much people shit up?
The number of baby
5
mothers
baby
is not
fathers,
the
5
matter.
children.
5 baby fathers.
Somebody said, you know.
No, the number is not really the issue. Depending on the
Hold on, my guy.
situation.
Hold on. So what was your relationship with this? Like, was it a bona fide thing? Was it a thing that you were checking? What?
Nah, it's just a thing. It's a thing was linking. You get me? But like I had to obviously I had to look at it. Like, you know, I don't usually check or even link
Wait, hold on.
Like,
5
Donny
baby
said he was
fathers. How
walking
many
down the road with
children
a
though?
Chinese.
Thanks. Why don't
Full
you come on the
house.
live?
He
You're
said he was
talking a lot
walking
of
down the road with a
sense.
Chinese
nah,
youth,
it
a
wasn't like that. I
Bengali
wasn't
youth, a
walking down the road
Jamaican,
though. If I was
a
walking down the road,
white
I would
youth.
walk past it. I'd definitely walk past
Wait,
it.
Donny was looking like a whole nanny club. Man had a Chinese youth, a Somali
Football
youth, a
Thanks.
team,
Come on the
Bengali
innit?
live.
That's mad. That's mad. No, but Red Talks, yeah. I feel like if you had said 3 baby dads, I feel like that's a red flag there. And
Cool.
I'm not
Now,
saying, do you know what I mean?
let me teach
One
you something about. Let me teach you something about women, yeah. And women, you need to. Maybe a lot of you know this and you don't know this. Women have something called a pair bond. That's why the first person that you broke your virginity, you still remember who he is. You will
That's
never
true.
forget that. You will
That's
never
true.
forget that guy.
But this is why it's
Because
different.
that guy, there was something there that you pair bonded with that person. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah. So when you are sleeping with multiple men, what you're doing is you're losing that ability to be able to pair bond. Because you release something. When you're having sex, you release something. And a man's DNA stays and lives inside of you forever. So imagine you've been with 4 gunmen. That's 4 gunmen's DNA inside of you.
This is what I'm trying to tell the girl. But no, but look, but this is the realest thing is, yeah.
Real.
Women laugh
can leave
about
for
this,
nothing
yeah.
there.
But women
think I'm
have
a
to
joke, man. Like, I
understand,
don't know
Soul
what
yeah.
you're talking
ties.
about.
No, but
Facts
this
there,
is
Soul
why,
ties.
yeah, I've been saying this, innit? Women laugh about
Soul
this, yeah,
ties
but
and all
on
them
some real
things.
thing, yeah.
That's some rare
This
veg.
is why women have to be careful in their
Who they
decisions,
sleep with.
and they have to be
100%.
critical in their decisions. They have to be more critical than us, but there's a reason for that. There's just,
Soul
and
ties.
that's just a natural nature reason. Like we don't control the reason.
Broski, I listen, yeah. I saw one, I forgot his name here, but it's some TikToker in it, and he was showing man a story about, well, obviously he didn't show me personally, but my man basically said, this is why you never try bring up a lady, like in terms of like, yeah, I'll boss you, if that makes sense. So my man obviously bought this, my man bought this thing from Nigeria. And they were like I can't remember what it was, like a 5-year relationship. And then he was hustling in a warehouse for like 10 years straight, doing mad shifts and that, yeah, for her to get a law degree. And then once she got that law degree and a green card, to turn around and say,
I saw that.
you're not on my level.
Yeah, but
He said, you're not.
Listen.
She turned around. One sec, my brother. She turned around and
I've
said,
already mentioned this
you're
to
not
you
on my
already.
level.
I've already mentioned to you lot that women are hyperpergamous, meaning that whenever they see an option that they think is better, they're gonna take
they're
it.
gonna go
At
away.
the time she got with him, he was the best option that she could have. Now she's leveled up a little bit. She thinks that she can get better.
But the problem
That's
is,
why
yeah,
girls would say things like, "Oh, I make more money than my husband."
no,
Like,
but women
that's a
have,
disrespect. You shouldn't even talk about your husband like
Yeah,
that.
that's
but
right.
women have too
You should
many
be saying that
regrets
me
at
and
the
my
same time
husband
with that.
get a nice amount of money that comes into my
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
See the
yeah.
difference?
Yeah.
Like
You're
you talking
level
like
to
as
this
if you're
now.
better than him. The moment she thinks she's better than you, she thinks she can do better than you. I tell every woman out there, and look, this is what you men have to be. You have to be able to master this art to do this. Oh, you're not happy with what I can give you? No problem. Go find the love of your life, sis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the truth is, yeah,
You gotta
in
know your
both
wife.
cases, yeah, what you have is, yeah,
Why?
you have a lot of women
That's
trying to
ace shit.
spin the block, yeah. And the truth is, yeah, this is why women have to pay attention. Because I was watching a thing the other day, and the woman was talking about. She said a lot of men are hurt because when they were trying to holler at the girl them in school, and the girl then didn't want them because they were out with the big man them. When the man them grew up out of school and got rich, when the girl then went back to them and she's got some kids, the guy didn't want her. But she was trying to put a point across that the man now doesn't want her and he's hurt, as if to say she's entitled to have him because she wants him now. And this is the kind of mindset that grows into these women, and this is why as men we have to be careful in
I don't know
how
what kind
we
of
move.
mindset that is, though.
You don't have to be careful. You just do the right thing from the beginning. You never let a woman trick you with her words. You always
Yeah.
make her prove everything with her actions.
100%. It's not
And
only the men that has to do.
take your time when you're vetting women. You shouldn't be dating women. You should be vetting them. This is what I said to you. Why should I spend money on a piece of trash? Who goes and picks up trash off the floor and says, "I'm gonna buy this"? No one. Why are you?
Yeah. No, you've got some good examples. I'm not lying.
He's rare still.
Oh,
He's
God.
rare still.
Yeah.
Fucking
The hell am I
hell.
doing, bro? What I'll do, I'll bet the right one that I think deserves some of my time, not my money, my time.
Yeah, it's true. 'cause
Now,
it's what
why do I
time
say
can't
time over money? Because you see what you man understand. I can lose money right now and make it back in about 20 minutes.
Time
see
you
that
can't get
time that
back.
I waste on that gal, I'll never get it back.
You'll never get it
And
back.
guess what? My time is more valuable than just laying down with a gal. That's why I said, me personally, I can't just sleep with any girl. I'm
Every
not at the
second
point anymore
matters.
where I'm horny and I just want to beat. That feeling left me years ago. You
Yeah,
see, if
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like you as a person, my thing won't even rise for you.
Yeah, but this is
100%.
where a
You've got to
mindset
train
of
your
a man.
mind to,
Yeah.
you've got to train your mind to your desires are lower than your expectations. I have high expectations that certain gal can't even look at me. And you know what? Someone will, oh, but you don't get gal. I don't want to get gal.
You know what it
That's
is?
the
It's all
motive in
about.
life when you get
It's
older.
all, it's all
to get
about. It's
gal.
all about.
You're
It's all about
washed.
a man
Bruv,
being
man
comfortable
been
by
having gal
himself,
from all
innit?
60.
He's got to
Man
be
had gal since
comfortable on his
13.
own.
Some of you man don't even know what that means. Some of you man don't even know what that means because some man
That's true.
Man
I've
had
been
gal
banging
since
girl
13.
from young. It's true.
Man's a
A
big
lot
man
of
now.
men don't
Man,
know.
they're
It's true.
50s and all them things. Man ain't got time to be chasing vagina. Oh, she look good. Let me go and tolerate her. That's washed.
That's
and you
washed.
run her
It's
down.
dead.
Oh, let me take you on a date. Oh, what? You don't like me? Trying to
Yeah,
make
nah,
her
that-
like me.
What?
You know, you man are
If you
doing.
got to prove to
You're
a
washed.
woman, yeah. If you got to
You're
prove your
washed.
worth to
All
a
you gotta
woman,
do,
yeah.
all you
then
gotta
she
do
doesn't
is
deserve you.
Max, one second. All you gotta do is, like I said, go to your job every day, get money, yeah, focus on your goals, go to the gym, yeah, create avenues of different wealth, hang around with the man them, take advice from masculine men that will tell you the truth when you're fooling off, you're moving wash, brother. You know she's a Jezzy. Like, I'll tell you straight to your face, she ain't the one for you, bro. And you can say, oh, what do you think? No, don't stop trying to justify her actions to me, brother. You know what she's on. And see that men, we need that to women. You need the little fluffy flower. Yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be all right.
No, but
I'm
you-
telling Bank straight, she's a Jezzy, brother. You flopped.
No, but bro, but you know what it is though. This is the thing. Yeah, women need to hold more accountability. So they
Even
need to
the
stop with
Jezebel
the
who
soft
died.
stuff. They need to be
No,
able
but
to
it's
look
not
each
them
other in the
accountability.
face and
Banks.
do that.
If you understand female nature, why does she need to have accountability? You know that accountability is not in her vocabulary. So why would you even put that on her?
No,
It's like
you know.
what you're trying to make her something she's not.
No, sure, you're not wrong. Still,
She's not going to take accountability. Women avoid it like it's the plague. So why would you even try it? If you know female nature, you know she's not going to take accountability.
Let me
And that's
ask
a good
you
thing because I want girls to cut me off the same way I cut them off. It makes my life easier. You know? Do you know what? Let me teach you something. Yeah? They used to call me the breakup king. Do you know why? I had a manual of how to break up with girls back in the day.
I want to hear this, please.
no, because
Well, actually, let me
back
ask
in the
you,
day, yeah, you
I can
could
make any girl break up with me
that
right now.
Let me ask you something, yeah?
Different strokes, different folks. I had the 4-step manual, bro.
Yeah, they got
Let's
lines.
hear this.
You
You
got
feel
lines.
like you feel like a female can, like a female, yeah, she goes through a phase. You feel like they can unHOE themselves.
No.
Huh? You
What?
can
Nah.
never.
You know, like when they try reinvent themselves,
304.
they delete
They
the
can they
Instagram,
be
they delete the
What,
can they
TikTok,
be a
304?
they
revenge?
make a new one, they make a new Snapchat. Now she's posting bare spiritual quotes and religious quotes
No.
and this, that, and whatever.
Do you know what it
You
is?
think that's not possible?
She used to be posting Nyash, now she's posting nature.
Do
Like,
you
No,
think that?
stop
You think
it,
that's
stop it.
what? Do you think that's
Watch it.
impossible?
Watch this.
Impossible.
No, watch this.
I'm
Look, you
asking,
can
Ray,
change.
I'm saying, like,
anything's
what do you
possible,
feel like?
anything's
Do you
possible.
feel like somebody can transition? Into
No,
I think so. I
watch this.
think
A
so.
woman can
Possible,
change.
but-
A
Let me-
woman
let me-
can
let me-
change
let me
her
break something down
appearance,
to you.
yeah,
Let me
but
break
she
something down
can't
to you.
change her
100%.
This is why I
There's a
know.
difference.
One second.
You
Let
get
me
it?
break this down to everyone. Yeah? And this is why you lot need to start. The books and the people you need to start listening to are people like Robert Greene.
Men and women,
Jordan
they can
Peterson.
change.
One sec. I'm giving some important point. I don't need you to impose yourself in a valuable time of information.
Okay, my bad.
Man, them, you need to start reading books from Robert Greene. 48 Laws of Power, Nature of
Already
This,
read that.
50 Laws of Power, all of these books, yeah?
Art of War as well, Sun Tzu.
Art of War is a
33
bad
Strategies
book.
of War, Art of Seduction, all these books. Now, one of the rules that he says in his book here is that humans are creatures of patterns. So if someone does something once, they will always do it again because we are creatures of patterns. That's why when our dad beat us, he'd beat us again and again and again to the day he couldn't beat us. Because humans are people of patterns. If a girl says, I cheated once, that means she can do it again. When a girl tells you, sometimes a girl's not a liar, you just never listen to her. Like, see Miss Narnia. All right, look, let me give you an example. Miss Narnia has told me everything about her, but for some reason I like her. So now I'm chasing Miss Narnia and I get her. I find out Miss Narnia's talking to 5 men. But didn't she already tell me that?
Yeah, no, this
Miss Lana,
is
you're cheating. I can't believe you. I
well,
thought I was the only one.
this is where you have to
Didn't
understand
she
it.
tell me? Did she not
It's
tell me
true.
who she was?
No, it's true. When they
Did
tell
I,
you,
did I
What it
fail
is
to
as well.
listen? Or
Sometimes
did I think that she can change? More fool to me.
you know what else happens, my brother? Yeah, sometimes guys will be like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm just chatting to this thing. Yeah, she does the link. She does the link. Yeah. Da, da, da. We're not. No, I'm not gonna wife that. You think I'm gonna wife that? I will never wife that. Yeah, two down late. You ain't seen Donny for like 8 months. He stopped hollering you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You can't hear from him. You stop hollering you.
Whipped.
Now all of a sudden you're in Nando's now on a random one. Who do you see? Candlelight. Him and the girl lipsing up in
Whipped.
public, holding hands. You're saying raw. Brother got lost in the sauce and drowned.
The fact is, any woman that's been with over, I'd say this, if she's been with more than 10 men, yeah, 10 is a lot, yeah. But if she's been over 10 men, she can never love you, bro. But she's been hurt too many times.
Real talk.
too many
That's 10
souls.
different.
Real
Too
talk.
many.
That's
saying
10
lost
different
and
ways
found.
that you could have hurt her.
Real talk.
10 different men have done that to her.
Yeah, too
How can
many
she love
soul
you?
exchanges, bro. It's crazy. She can't. It's just,
And you see what else it is? You see the older they get, yeah, it's the more effery they've been through, yeah, in regards to like guys that they've spoken to. Remember, they've spoken to guys out from the road. They've tried the 9-to-5er. They've tried the religious guy. They tried so many different avenues. They don't actually know what they like because there's always going to be comparison with this person is lacking something that this person had. That person is lacking something that that person had. And then you just get into a constant cycle of.
Alright, so let me tell you something.
know what I've realised?
You know where a lot of men
Some
go
people
wrong?
don't have
You know
a
what I've
type.
realised? Hey, Ray. Do you know
A
what
lot
I've
of you men
realised?
go wrong in this.
What
in this
I've realised is
perspective.
that
Listen to this. Listen to how women trick a lot of you, man. They gas you up in the bedroom, and you think that that's what is reality. So she will tell you things that, oh my God, no one's ever made me come like this, and you'll think like it's a man. Yeah. The truth is, someone has made her come like this before, and maybe even worse.
yeah,
So
yeah.
stop believing what she's saying, and start accepting the reality. Is that
Yeah, but not
to
everyone
find a good
lies
woman?
though.
Hold on,
To find a
hold
good
on.
woman.
Not everyone's
It's very
lying
rare.
though.
no, but your actions will show.
Yeah, hold
and
on.
prove. And that's
Let
the
me
truth
land.
of it,
Let
innit?
me
Like,
land, yeah. And this goes back to the status quo, innit? So let's say man's an A-list celebrity, yeah. I'm Travis Scott, I'm fucking Jay-Z or someone, yeah. I know for a fact, if I go to the end,
Wait.
hold on, no, I'm
where,
not.
where we going with this? Where we going?
Hold on.
Here?
Say he's
Hold on.
fucking Travis Scott or Jay-Z. Oh my
Hold
Let
on,
him
no,
finish.
no, no,
Let him
no,
land. Let him
no.
land.
You
Let him
got. You can't interrupt when I'm. Yeah, it's just an analogy, innit? And obviously, let's say she's got someone that is a bum, yeah. And man's on my thing. I've got a purpose. I'm doing my thing. You're always gonna think about me, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And regardless or not, for example, do you get what I'm saying? Like you're always gonna think about me, bro.
Let
Like,
me tell you something about women. Yeah, women enjoy living in the past. That's why a lot of them are depressed.
But do you hear what I'm saying though?
No, forget that. Look, listen to what I'm saying. Women love living in the past. That's just a fact. So if you ever meet a woman, she's gonna be like, "Oh, when I was younger, I was so slim. Oh, you want to see my pictures when I was younger?" She's gonna show you everything of the past. The reason being is because
Yeah,
the
real
past
talk.
was the best version of her. So there's girls now that I know are fat, but I knew them 3 years ago. They were slim. So they're gonna show me their slimmers pictures. They're not gonna show me their fat pictures. Why?
They're trapped to that image, innit?
Real talk. Real
Because
talk.
they live in the they live in the past.
Guess what's
So
worse, though?
understanding
Guess
that women
what's
live in the
worse,
past, you need to become her present that reminds her of her past. So everything toxic that she's been through, you've got to give her a taste of that so that she feels normal in a relationship. You giving her the new love, trying to show her what love is and how to love a woman. She doesn't understand that because she's not used to receiving love. Trying to give love to someone who's never received it is impossible. That
It's a
person
myth.
has to love themselves first and foremost.
Yes.
Hear what
Facts.
pisses me off?
So you
Alright,
got
cool.
Hey,
Wait, one second to a
and a
team.
lot of you, man, you turn into Captain Save-A-Hole. Stop trying to save these women when they're drowning, because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna pull you while you're drowning and get
Yep.
the water.
They'll leave you high and dry.
Cool.
You're a segment on TikTok Live.
Facts.
You're a segment on TikTok Live. She's doing a TikTok Live saying how much of a bum of a baby father you are.
You know when you
All you
No,
guys
but
do is
Brad,
laugh.
you know what it
Let me
is?
ask you something. let me ask you something, yeah, because obviously the way you just described that is very true, innit? Man, seeing bare
Very
cases
true.
of that, innit? So you show me to let the young brothers know in the live before they enter a situation like that, what signs to notice first, because some man
Number
don't
one,
see
you
it,
don't
they're
even
blinded
enter
by
in
it.
You
anything.
don't.
This is where you're going wrong. You
You're
don't even
better.
enter in. Do you know what they say? Prevention is better than cure.
Mhm.
You are setting yourself up for failure the moment that you're taking her serious, bro.
You're paying attention to how she's
The
saying things,
fact
not
that if
what
you
she's
have 10
saying.
women, let me just show you something. I'm going to show you a mad mindset. I don't care how women look at me and view me right now. I don't care how the world views me. I'm going to say this truth to you. If I have 10 options and one of them cut me off, I can just focus on number 9. If I have one option and she cuts me off, I'm depressed.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
So the point is, what you man are doing is you're taking women so serious that you're like, I'm going to cut off all my other things. Bro, I made a video about this about 2-3 years ago.
Don't put all your eggs in one
All my
basket.
side things for her and she left me. Mad.
No, Red, it's true, yeah, but it.
Couldn't believe.
But this is why I say, yeah. This is why I say, yeah.
Look at the look on your
I
face.
thought she was the one.
You can't commit. You can't overcommit.
When she left me, I was
secure in it.
you know, I don't know the little Dirk song. He said, "Drop me to my knees when the law came." That's me, bro. I dropped to my knees.
I feel you.
Believe it.
That was just me not long ago.
Again,
What are you talking about?
You said all the eggs was in one basket.
But look, listen. But the thing is, yeah, I don't sit there and cry about it because you know what I've learned? I learned that I was my own fool for trying to save someone who was drowning. I'm not saving anyone. If you're drowning, I might throw you a life thing for you to save yourself.
Yeah, but you're not
How
gonna
much I'm
put
giving you
yourself
to
in
save
danger.
you?
Don't pull yourself.
It's so rare.
Fuck that.
You see the Titanic, fam.
Share this with somebody.
That's like the beanie with the five baby fathers.
You see the Titanic.
Coming the six.
You know the
The
reason,
brother
you know the
died,
reason
the
why I'm so
brother-
real with you. You know the reason why I'm so real with the man then is because I would have loved someone to be real with me, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I was younger, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love for an
so what?
OG to speak to me like this, bro, because it would have changed my mind on so many. I'd have been like, wow,
Cool.
I'm really
read
flipping.
talks.
I actually falling in love with this idiot gal that run the pum pum to my man, and I know she run the pum pum to him.
I read talks. You sound like a very wise
He is
brother.
wise.
But obviously,
No, that's why.
To the-
That's
to the-
why
to
yeah,
the-
you can't. All of the.
one sec, bro. Let me land, broski. To the younger generation, obviously of my generation, what advice would you give in this day and age, especially because I see a lot of man rub out because of girl. Do you get what I'm saying? So, what advice do you have for this generation? You get what I'm saying? Because I can say I don't know. I'm not asking your age, but you're probably a good 10 years older than me.
Sorry, how old are you, Ozzy?
Yeah, no, but.
Chase the
I'm
bag.
25.
That's what the sticker says.
Okay.
Chase the bag.
Oh no, yeah, Ozzy, you just gotta chase
yeah,
the bag, stay
100%.
All I'm
focused,
saying
don't
to you,
gym.
man, is chase the
I
Don't
just,
gym.
I just
your
feel
Don't
money.
gym
like,
and
you
get
know what?
rich.
I
Let
just
the
feel
girl come
like,
to you.
I just feel like, you see
And
what
if you
Ozzy
feel
said,
like,
yeah?
and you know what the worst is, if you feel like you
Sorry,
want to
can
beat
I say
don't
something?
watch porn. Sorry, Miss Narnia, sorry for interrupting you, my sister. Yeah? I just wanted to
No,
answer
it's
this
alright.
question.
It's your
Forgive me,
life.
yeah. Look, listen, let me just say this. Let me say this to you, lot, yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're roasting, don't call up an ex gal that you know you can smash. You know what you do? You go to the gym and you push 5 kg heavier than you ever pushed on every exercise.
Okay.
Come out the gym, get food, go home and sleep early. And if you're still feeling randy in the morning, start fasting. Let me tell you, we need to start we need to stop touching someone's
Self-discipline.
They're
No, it's
not
true.
worth.
It's
They are not
self-discipline.
worth us. They are not worth you. Man, them know your value, king. She is not. She's not worth you. You're better than her.
Yeah, but
Raggo, I said it. I know no one's ever told you that. You've never heard that. Your mum, no one's ever said it to you.
No, but it's the same for women
You're
too.
better than her. So why are you going back to a place of misery?
It's self-discipline.
the truth is though, yeah,
Yeah,
until
'cause man watched some video here and it was saying every time you bust you're releasing your life force or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
but
No,
that.
it's true. Them things are true.
look, they gotta be
Ozzy,
comfortable
don't
being
you
by
feel tired
themselves.
after you
innit?
bust? You
This
feel like your
generation's
energy's gone,
finished,
you're
bro.
Your energy's
Feel
gone,
drained.
bro. Your energy's
You get
gone,
it?
You're
bro.
drained.
Yeah, fam.
Hey,
You feel,
you know
and then
what, yeah?
and then on
Hey,
top,
listen,
forget
hey,
that,
listen.
bro. You feel like a donut. Like I'm not even cheating. Like you're in your yard, fam. Just Yeah,
Then I'll say this to everyone, yeah. And man, them listen closely to me when I say this. The number one sign you can find out if a girl is sleeping with other men.
Big man thing,
One
bro.
sec. I need you to understand this because a lot of girls will say this to you, and you might not understand what this means. If a girl says to you, "I've been watching porn," what she's saying is, "I have the potential to smash another man because I'm watching other men having sex. So I watch other men's penises going in and out. That's what makes me horny. So I can watch another man doing that to me, and it's not you." A woman that watch porn is mind is corrupted. She's corrupted.
100%.
Porn is the most unnatural thing to ever happen on the planet. It's the most unnatural thing. So think about if she's addicted to that, she's watching that all the time, playing with herself. Think about she can't control herself. So if she can't control herself, why would she not give you bun?
100%, man, 100%. And obviously, bro, I don't know if I'm bugging you, but I feel like females can sense that as well.
Hey, listen.
And do what?
Yeah, but this is why
I'm gonna give you lot something.
What can Ozzy
All I'm
repeat
doing
what
is
you
dropping
said?
gems. I'm just dropping gems on you, man, them tonight. You know, if you ever been around a woman, yeah, and before you could, your thing was rising up and it was stiff around her, and then one day you come around her, it's not getting up, and you're thinking, wow, why is my thing not getting up? It's because your body can sense there's another man that's been with her. Your body
inside
can
of her.
sense you. Your body can sense it.
Real talk, bro.
Your intuition,
You're
that's
making
where
me
yeah,
laugh,
it's true, bro.
The spiritual aspect of you.
That's like let me land. That's like my thing that I had the other day, yeah. Even though I just got over fresh and that, you know, half Asian, half Trinity, ping thing and whatnot. You know, she's all sexy, walking around my room and that. But I don't. One thing about me, she must be used to flattering the man them over her years and that. But I don't get flattered over gathering in my presence and that. I'm very like disciplined when, you know, before anything. So she must have thought that her walking around my yard, you know, that she could be like how she is. And I'm going like she weren't even here. So in her head, she felt lost. Like the fact that man weren't trying to like beat it every second and everything and whatnot.
Congratulations, dude.
That's how you win. That's the win.
You did there,
That's
my
what
brother.
you
You
do, bro.
separated yourself from the competition. You was the guy that wasn't actually
No.
begging.
Yeah.
Let me say something.
You're just giving her the attention. that other
Everybody's
men
saying
don't
good
do.
morning to her. Tell her I want some pom pom right now. Man, get me different.
Hey, let me finish.
Everybody's saying good morning to her. Say I want some pom pom now. Be different. You man are all lost. You're being the same. Oh, let me say good morning. Let me tell her, how's your day been, bro? I woke up and I had a stiff one, and I was thinking about smashing you out.
Nah,
That's what I'm
fuck all of
thinking
that,
right now.
fam.
Yeah,
that's
What
how
you
they
saying
want
to
to
me
get
right now.
coaches. Real talk.
If she says, "Oh, why are you being so sexual?" Just block her.
Real
Number.
talk.
She ain't the one for you.
Real talk.
No, you're too funny.
That's like man chat to the gallon still. I chat to them raw like. It's just the
It's
way.
not even raw. It's real.
It's
Because
real.
look, if
I
a gal
chat to
wants
them
you,
raw
yeah,
and
have
real
you
like
ever
that.
been with a gal and she
Respectfully.
wants you, yeah? She wants you. She will text you and say,
Yeah.
I'm horny right now. I'm ovulating.
You'll know when a girl
A
wants.
woman will send you this. If a woman sends you this, she's onto you. I'm ovulating.
Oh my gosh, that one there.
Hey, she
Right,
wants
the
the baby.
baby.
Ovulation of
Baby,
what?
bro. She wants the
You know what I
baby. She
mean?
tells you that
That's the
line.
next level. That's
Listen,
level.
That's
when
a
she says
different
that,
level,
you know what
bro.
she's saying
She
to
wants the
you?
baby, bro.
Yeah, that's a bit mad. I never heard of that one
She,
before.
yeah. If a girl tell you that one,
had
there, she wants
heat.
a seed, bro. She wants to carry for you. That's
Do
a
girls
baby.
actually say that?
Baby, that bear talks.
I've said that. So.
You've said that?
Yeah, I'm ovulating to my partner. Yeah.
Wow.
Or they're
To my
like, you know,
partner,
when
yeah,
you're in
it's
the
like,
middle of
do
it,
you know what I
they're
mean?
like, yeah, just
Yeah, to your partner, there's nothing
When a
wrong
woman
with that.
says to me, I'm ovulating, I run. Because I'm Jamaican. You see
Listen,
me,
I've
I'm
never heard that
Jamaican.
one.
You
My
don't
thing,
miss it.
I've got the strong back. So you see, my thing is really the strong back.
Yeah, mama, I don't miss.
Me back,
Dangerous
all of me
line
back.
for
them
me.
pair.
Rifle mine, rifle.
I lie, we're fully strong.
All of me crickets. You never miss me. Out for miss.
Rifle shot.
Yeah, me out for miss. Yeah, but some man they're shooting blanks, so girl don't really mind. What I'm saying in
See,
general,
man, I got the athletic starter
if you're
gun.
39 years old with no children, you're shooting blanks. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Ooh,
I said what I said.
I like that one though.
Nah.
If you're
How old are
39,
you,
look. There's a guy
How
on
old
there
are
called
you?
China. There's a guy on there called China, and he says, I ain't got no kids. Brother, you ain't got no kids because no gal hate you. How about that?
Bro,
I said what I said. Man, bring man, I don't care. I said what I said.
Mad, right?
Yeah, man, he's shooting
And
blanks.
he's trying to have a warfare with the man. He said, yeah,
I'm
man.
shooting rifle shot, blood clot, headshot. Big
Hey,
AK
Hey, listen,
47.
I know my thing.
Hey,
Right?
what?
Jamaican
My
man, you know
words are
Jamaican
good,
man
you
get
get it.
fish and okra. You know fish and
No,
okra.
it's
You
true,
get
but
back.
that's
I'm
hard,
hard
man.
with
You don't
them.
miss,
And
man.
What?
Spreading
And
our
yes,
seeds.
and
Where you
planting
got?
and banana.
That's breeding food there.
I
Man,
can't
you
Yeah,
lie.
I'm putting them
Wow.
thing there, gal
Analyze
plant.
Kubitas.
At
Analyze
one stage, I
Kubitas.
wanted
Peanut
to
punch.
bring
know
up
with this
one
gal
girl
them.
from every
Yo,
nation,
gal.
but I'm not the
What
guy.
you
Okay.
doing in the gal them different?
Right.
You think man's here to play games? Man was gonna have a woman from every nation, a child
The
everywhere.
beat up
You think
But
this
some
is
man,
joking?
the truth is, some men are
You
older.
think
They
this
can't
is,
have.
dog?
Some men are
Let me
older,
say little
and they'll
Saru.
say, "I've been careful." Let me tell you something. Yeah, there's gal that will make sure you're not careful because they want to have your youth because they rate you so much. So you know if a gal don't rate you. If you're 39, no, a gal's never rated you that much. Like to say,
Oh
"I'm
God.
having this youth because I'm breeding for you. I'm having this youth. You can't tell me nothing." Just like official mama said, the man couldn't
I
tell her
did
nothing.
not
It was
say
her
that.
decision.
Excuse me.
No, that's
No,
not
Red
true.
Talks. That was not
That
my.
might be
No,
a
that's
lying
not.
step
That's not.
Oh, I
because
get it
some
now.
gal, for some
Red Talks.
gal,
That
they
was
have
That's
not
different.
the
why
scenario.
Mamacita was. I get it now.
But
Okay.
No, that was
yeah,
not the
it's a
scenario.
dangerous
Red
game. It
Talks,
is like when
please.
a girl starts talking about ovulating, and it's a
Oh my
dangerous
God.
game for the man that still be after.
On the topic of
What are
ovulation,
you
yeah.
saying, Official
Let me
Mamacita?
tell you.
Fuck's sake.
Let me tell you something. Hey, do you man believe that man that do the thing on their period is a mad whack?
Say that again, Ozzy.
But
What?
I
Hey,
know what
brother,
he means.
Ozzy, you know what?
Ozzy,
Does he
say that
believe in a
again.
man?
That's
In,
subject to
does he
now.
believe in a
What?
man
Have you
digging
got
a
these
gal out when she's
questions?
on her reds?
Brother,
That's what he's asking,
Ozzy,
basically.
I don't know what kind of
Okay.
I'm
dark
listening.
things
I'm
you get
He's
on
got
it.
a
listening. I'm
book.
We're
listening.
not on them thing there, so.
Yeah, of course. That's
Alright,
what
Ozzy, you're not
I'm
meant
not
for
on that
talk.
either, my brother. I'm not. I'm not.
No,
I
but
think
no,
he's
I'm not in that
asking.
either.
No, I think he's just
You
asking,
might as
bro.
well start talking batty talk.
I'm
I'm not in
asking,
that, bro.
bro.
I'm not into
No, I
that. I'm not
think
into
he's
that.
just
Yeah,
asking. So
I
let's
know
just give
that.
him the
I
I'm not
know
into
right.
that.
that.
I'm
But
not into that. I'm not into that.
Let's not shoot him down. I think he's just asking.
bro,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
Let's
asking
yeah.
a
just hit him with the
question. Like
Like
advice.
everyone in the
N0, man.
Let's
comments,
leave Rome
everyone
N0.
in
with
the
it.
live, I'm
You're on
saying
that
N0,
it's a
man.
bloody
mad.
Mary thing. I'm not on that.
Yeah, bloody
I
Mary
hear.
to
I
come
know. I do
on.
hear that still.
No,
I
but
do hear
that
that.
Have you done
spiritually,
that,
that's not
Ozzy?
good.
Blood,
No, no,
sports,
no, 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 no.
darkness.
And you know what the funny thing?
You
I don't
don't.
like being around gal when they're on their periods.
Why
Right.
is that?
I don't like the smell. The smell.
Oh my gosh.
The
What's
iron
that
But
Nah,
how
smell.
are
It's
they
listen.
called the
making?
iron smell.
Now I'm
How
not gonna
how are they
lie.
making? I know
I've been
guys say
around
it can
some clean gal when they're
sense.
on their
Yeah,
thing. I'm not gonna
I've been
lie.
around
Yeah,
some
but I
So
gal
I
know
them.
know the
guys
gal
can
I deal with
sense
are
that
good.
it
Yo,
shouldn't
I
be
let's
don't
change the
have.
smelling.
subject,
I
man.
don't
Let's
have the
change it.
smell issue. I don't have the bathroom issue. I've never had none of that. Blood, they're
Real
clean, man.
talk,
So
me
I'm
too.
good.
Yeah, it shouldn't be smelling.
I
Like, do you know
can't
what I
lie.
mean?
If a
But
gal
There
is
is
obviously,
a,
guys
smelling,
but
keep
she
it
there
must
is a
up
clean, man.
scent.
when you're in your period.
But there is
Nah,
a
man.
scent.
There's
Oh
definitely
no,
a
what the
sense
after
still.
scent? Like if they've been
No,
sitting for
there's
like
a
a
scent. It
Especially,
just
like
smells
an
of
hour or
different.
two.
Yeah, guys can
if
give
they
off a
got
scent.
BV
There's
as well, it's even worse. They get BVP.
Oh
It's
yeah, no,
crazy, bro.
It's
that's
called
yeah, that's
BV.
Yeah, but if
BV.
they
Yeah.
have on their period, then it's BVP. You get it?
BVP. Now this is another one. I've never
Man
heard of
What
this
the
said
hell
one.
is
BVP.
BVP? What
Aye,
madness is
man said
that?
that. Nah,
I
you
don't
need
see
a
a
record.
BV as nothing. What's
No, you need
BVP?
an award. You
BVP.
need an
What?
award.
What kind of madness is BVP? It's either BV. What's BVP?
Wait, can any of the
Listen,
women
no,
in
he
the
said it's a
chat
BV
confirm
person on
this?
their
Oi,
period.
hashtag
I'm
BVP. Oi,
done.
hashtag that. Hashtag that.
Can
Sorry,
BVP.
what is
BVP.
can any of the women in
Hashtag
the chat confirm?
BVP.
Banks? What are you saying?
Oh my
I said,
god.
can any of the women in the chat confirm
Confirm what?
what
Confirm
he's
what?
asking here? This BVP question.
Listen, we don't know what BVP is. We know
I
what
heard of
BV is.
BV, but obviously he's saying a person that's on their period that has BV. That's what he's trying to say. But that's wild though.
Listen, I'm not being funny, yeah, but I've heard a lot of guys saying that they've met girls and they've had BV and the girl doesn't know. To me, that's all madness because a woman should know when she has BV.
Yeah, they
It's
should
very clear.
know.
I've had it before myself.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. A lot of women don't know their own bodies, and this
I've
is the
realized
problem.
that. I've realized that because I've
No,
got
like,
male
I
friends
know
and they
that's
tell me that.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
met some
I've been
girl the other day and she really
The-
stunk. I just smelled her whole body. I smelled like, I'm not being funny yet. I passed certain
gosh.
girls.
No, what
Yeah,
she's
I'll be
saying is
real.
true.
I've smelled and I can probably smell like, obviously you're not clean down there. That's how I smell it. I smell like
What?
fish. I've smelled like this girl.
Fish?
I passed her the other day. And it
Really?
was like, she looked good. That's
So
what
do
I'm saying.
you?
She looked
So,
good.
so do you?
She
girls-
looked good, but she was
She
smelling
looked
of
good, but she
fish.
smelled, and I smelled different smells. It's like me, my nose is good. Like,
gosh.
you know
So
what I mean?
what are you saying? She had tried to have the
I know she
perfume
doesn't wash
cologne in
properly. I know when a
the
person doesn't wash properly, you smell like surface smell, and I don't know, know, like, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know when
Your
the
face is
plastic
killing me. Stop.
do you know what I'm saying?
I guess it's
What you
sad.
saying? What you saying? What you
You
saying?
know.
It's not like Tim Mackerel.
But listen, her lips were glossy as fuck. Her hair was.
But it's
slicked
always
up.
them type. I'm not being funny here, but it's always them type of girl. Have you noticed that?
I know.
It's
I know,
always
but
them
I
type
can't lie. I
of
look
girl.
good. But
Wait,
you
have
need to
any
work
of you had
together.
BV?
Yes, I've had it before.
Oh
My.
Every girl's had BV in some time in their
Listen,
life.
This is
listen,
like
what?
you can get
Listen,
some
listen. Can I say
soaps.
something? Can I say something? Yeah. I don't know if like anybody that's on the
Wait,
live.
was
Yeah?
it BV or BVP?
Listen, BV. Yeah, because some people don't understand this. Yeah, they seem to think it's something that you like, some kind of like it's like chlamydia or something like that. It's not that. I can use a body wash down there, and that can cause me to get BV. Do you
You
get it?
accidentally slip down there by accident in the
Yeah,
shower.
like
It's like,
fragrance.
One thing showed me one time. Apparently you shouldn't use soap down there because the pH levels get
Yes,
fucked
it will.
up.
Listen.
Yeah.
It will fuck up your pH
yeah,
level.
yeah,
This
Another
is
thing is as well, yeah. In case some of you don't know as well, yeah. Like, for example, I might say, for example, I'm seeing someone, right? His things going in me raw might be okay with him, but a next person could throw it off completely.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
because
Yeah,
a
the
guy.
number one sign she's cheating on you. It smelled fresh 2 weeks ago.
No, because some guys, it could be what they're using, it could be the
yeah,
foreskin could cause
100%.
it.
Guys are
You
Obviously,
very
understand?
important as well.
You see where it
The
is though.
foreskin
Like
can
every
cause that as well.
time man's doing the thing with someone, yeah. Like I'm not even trolling on that, and I'm being dead serious. Obviously, you start with a finger sometimes, yeah.
That can
Like
also cause BV, you know.
yeah, but
Yeah,
niggas need to be
exactly.
making sure.
Listen,
This is
listen,
why
listen.
niggas need to
Man-
be
man,
just
do
starting
the-
in the shower.
Think
Man,
You
fingers,
say,
yeah.
Ozzy, did you do the smell test? Did you do the smell test?
Get
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
Listen.
clean. Start in the shower, bro.
Tap the good
Start
BV.
in the shower.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
steamy.
The smell
Smash it
test.
out.
And
Get
if it's
out.
stinking,
Get it on
bro,
again on the bed.
Man
You're
said the smell
clean.
test.
Even-
Hey, you know what's
He said
You
this-
man will do the smell test and still beat.
Yeah.
True, it's true.
Nah,
Nah,
it's
yeah,
mad.
you're
Yo,
not-
scumbags.
It's
Yo,
true.
scumbags.
Men do do
You're
that.
bottom barrel
You'll
still,
be
I can't lie.
like, it smells fishy, but flip it. It's not that bad. That's what
Yeah,
you
no,
mad.
it's true
Man
what
said I
you're
like
saying.
sardines
Yeah, it's
anyway.
true what you're
That's
saying.
mad.
Done. How can he say?
He said I like
It's true
sardines
what Rare
anyway.
Talks is saying.
That's insane.
Men
Rare
do
Talk.
that. They will still
I'm
do
done.
it.
Hey, she will
He
fail
loves
the
her.
smell
No,
test
joking.
categorically.
No,
and
wait.
niggas will still
Nah,
flirt.
If you can smell it through the clothes and you're still
going
hitting
yard
it, you're
and
disgusting.
I'm
You're
slapping on
savage.
Warzone or something.
But everyone,
Bro,
listen,
What?
yeah. Everyone has a natural scent.
No, we're not talking about the natural scent. Though.
No, it's not a natural
We're not
scent.
talking
though,
about
is
the
it?
natural
Because
scent,
if it
though.
smells
Blood.
like tuna or salmon, that's
Then
not
there's
natural, is it?
problem. Then she's got an infection.
Yeah. She's got
Yo,
something.
then I'm gone.
So wait, what should BV smell like?
BV is a fishy odor. But if you catch it, listen. Let me finish.
Hey,
Yeah?
wait.
If you catch it, because I've had it recently. If you know your body and you catch it, listen,
Wait, hold
if
on.
Listen,
Yeah,
let me
you had
finish.
it
You asked
recently.
me. You asked me, so let me finish. Yeah, I've had it recently. Yeah. If you know your body, no, it's nothing to laugh about. 'Cause like I said, it could be a soap that causes it. It could be a period product you're using that causes it. It could be anything. It doesn't mean because a girl has BV, it's because she's sexually active. It doesn't mean that. It could be many things that cause it. But anyways, if you know your body, yeah, if you know your body and you catch it early, it won't be as strong. But if you don't know about them things as a woman, and it just continues, it will get the odor will get worse.
Hey, miss, you just admitted to that. I respect your honesty, but what's like? How do you think the probable cause of catching that was?
What, with myself?
Yeah.
just
How did you?
Sometimes, listen. Sometimes we don't even know ourselves. Sometimes you might know.
No,
'Cause you've
I
changed.
know myself, but I'm
But wait,
asking
does it-
you.
No,
So
I'm
how do
saying
you
to
think-
you. I'm saying to you. Sometimes.
Hold on, are you saying it
women-
smelled like fish recently?
You're not listening.
I know, but
I'm
you said you had it
saying-
recently. Did it smell like fish?
What I'm
No,
saying
because I
to
definitely
you.
know myself. But yeah, go on.
What I'm saying, somebody's asking me, did it smell like fish? Yeah. What I'm saying to you, if you as a woman know yourself and you know about these things, you might be able to catch it earlier on so it doesn't get worse. Because the longer, if the other girl, what's her name? Is it official Mamacita? Maybe she would agree with me. The longer you leave it, the smell is going to get
And
worse.
that's why when you smell a girl and it smells strong, you can smell it through the clothes. It's like she's trying to mask it with her perfume. That
That's
might be a
stupid.
girl
It's
that's
like
got
making it
BV and she's had it for a
Perfumes,
You
long
can't be
time.
using perfume there.
You
That
get
is
it?
so bad.
You cannot
no, but
listen, yeah. Listen, because this
gosh.
Aussie guy, I know you're young and that, yeah. I was gonna say, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. You see these girls that use perfume scented stuff down there. You're not supposed to use
Yeah, no, that's
soap
mad. They
down
should know
there.
that.
The vagina, yeah, the vagina is self-cleansing. You're not supposed to push things up in there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
You're
but
not
gal them should
supposed
know
to.
that, innit? But this is why I think more gal like you should be teaching.
Alright, so obviously I know
We got Miss Narnia on the platform, man. We need a
I
real one.
understand
We need a real
you
one on the
taking
platform. All these fake gal, don't come on my platform. If you're not like Miss Narnia and you're gonna speak the real
No,
thing,
big
thank
man
you for
thing, you
that.
know, like that.
big her up. Because at least she's educating man on certain things.
But
You know
you
what
know
I
No,
mean?
what,
because
I rate
listen,
her on the real
there
ones. I rate
was
her
once
honestly.
upon a time, yeah, where I never used to know these things when I was much younger. Do you understand what I'm saying? But then when you get these things and you go, you know, to sexual health clinic and you regularly go, you start to understand these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there, and it doesn't have to even be that you're sexually active. It doesn't have to be that. But
Sometimes it
it's
is, though.
good. It's good to go to the clinic because you learn things that way. If you're one of them people where you don't want to go because you're shame and all them things, how are you gonna learn?
No, yeah, but that's the other
I'll
thing
go for
as
them
well
health
for
checks,
men
man.
and
Then
women.
I'll go for them health checks and make sure
Get
you're
me?
Man and
For men
women, they
and
should be
women, yeah, for
going
both.
to.
Because
especially
I
when
say
you're hitting
men
up
should
these
know
sex
their
parties
body
as well.
just as much as women should know their body. Because I don't believe any man, yeah, should be even trying to enter a woman's temple unless he knows his own body. Because how can you be sure that you're protecting her and her body?
This is the truth, you know what you said.
Yeah, they're
This is the
using
truth.
jabs and
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, yeah.
Listen, for example, yeah, let me
Protecting her
another
body.
thing, yeah. Listen, another thing is
Yeah,
as well.
she needs to protect her body by not sleeping around.
That's
No,
what
but
I'm
if you're
saying.
Listen,
no,
I
but
ain't nothing special.
listen.
What you man? Wait. What
For
you
real,
man think?
for real,
you're-
for
what-
real, for
You
real.
think you're
Listen.
special because she's sleeping with you?
no,
Let me tell you
we
something.
understand. No, that's not
You
what I
ain't
mean.
special
Listen.
because she's
I'm just
smashing
saying
you.
straight health check.
Listen,
For health
listen,
check, like
yeah.
be going
But I'm saying
clinically,
in general,
knowing
you're
your
not.
body.
The best way to protection is just get married and be with one person for the rest of your life. But it's
That's
unrealistic nowadays.
no,
It
of
is
course we
unrealistic
understand that,
nowadays.
especially in this
Facts.
generation. We're grown. We understand that it's way unrealistic. You get it?
That's the first time I've heard
But
the Noki called temple.
Listen,
as well.
yeah. Listen, even because somebody was asking, I think earlier on, somebody was asking how do you get BV. Another thing is as well. I was saying this earlier, but I think you lot was over talking. Yeah. Even being fingered or getting oral, the guy's saliva can throw off your pH balance. Do you understand? Little things
Yeah, that guy.
can
She
throw it
definitely
off.
gave that girl definitely gave that man bun straight. Not me, but she definitely gave that man bun.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The guy that jammed the front.
Because you know what? You know what a girl said. You know what a girl said.
I
You know what a girl said once.
Ozzy, what you saying?
You know what a girl said once? How a pH
Go
run
on,
off. She tried to lie
let the
to me.
brother talk. Go on, my boy.
A girl said a man spat in her mouth and it threw off her pH. Liar.
The girl spat. What? A man spat in her
Hey,
mouth?
listen, hey, miss.
That's
I'll
not
keep it a buck.
possible.
I'll keep it a
That's
buck.
not possible.
Hey,
Exactly.
The
listen,
mouth
hey,
has got the
listen.
most
No, that's
bacteria in
mad.
it
Hey,
anyway.
miss, I've let
So
me
you
speak
support
for the
that.
past 10 minutes. Can you let me speak, please?
Go
No,
on.
no,
What are you
Thank
talking
you.
about, Ozzy?
no. We don't want to hear you speak. You've been talking
No,
there,
let
man.
Ozzy speak. I like what
No,
you're
Talking
what
about
are
the
you
period
talking
beating and all
about?
that. No, if you talk about period beating again, I'm putting
No,
you next.
I was checking
I'm
you, man.
I'm
If you
putting
man
you
was,
on next.
Oh no, but
I'm gonna
he's
leave that
young in
nasty
it. He's
someone else.
asking us in it because he's
I
young.
was
Bro.
checking
Yeah, well, I
you,
don't
man.
want to hear
As
that.
a older, I was checking if you had that wisdom to not do that. You get what I'm
What do you
saying?
mean? What?
Wait, so what? Are
Huh?
you man doing that? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what's going on here? What's
I'm
going on here?
confused.
What's
Hold
the
on, I'm confused.
question?
Are you telling us
What's
that
the
you're
question?
whoa, what?
Ozzy, what's the
What's the
question?
question?
Ozzy went mad.
Just
Ozzy's
blanked
big
out
guy,
for a
bad
second. I
man.
don't
From
know
time
what.
he brought the period
We were
beating.
just talking and then boom. And then boom.
Yo, what's
All
good?
right, Ozzy. Take a
Is
chill
he?
for a second.
Was he trying to tell us that we had the will to know not to do it, so this generation's doing it? What's going on here?
I don't
That's what I
know.
got from that.
I just
Let me
got
say something
thrown
to
off
you. Man,
completely.
them, don't be touching women when they're on their period. Leave them alone.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah,
Ozzy,
leave
you
them
left
Have
alone.
it
some
Leave them alone.
alone.
self-restraint, man. Them, yeah.
Leave them alone.
This is why I tell the man then be comfortable by yourself, because when you have to go through periods where you're not getting it, you got to know how to go through that as a man. You get it? You have to focus on yourself. Be comfortable alone. Get your body right. Get your mind right.
Man, all you have
100%.
to do is focus on 3 things, yeah? And these 3 things are going to make you have a happy life, yeah? Number 1, focus on God. Focus on worshiping your Lord. Number 2, focus on the bag, because the bag is going to keep you self-sustained. And number 3, focus on self-improvement every single day. How can I improve myself? I'm in the studio right now. We just filmed the episode for a new show that I've coming out next week. See, I'm working on myself. I went to the gym yesterday.
Congrats.
Do you know what I'm saying? Everything I'm doing is to better my life, to make me a better person.
Yeah.
So I could be focused on, oh, I want to meet this girl, I want to link this girl, oh, let me call this girl to find out what she's doing. But that's not the focus. Does that make sense? Because in the end, I'm going to burn myself out and then I'm going to have nothing for anyone that I really love. So always make sure that
That's
you're
true what
following.
you're saying.
If you don't mind me asking, what did you record, my bro?
An episode
Yeah, but what kind of episode?
for my podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast, huh?
Brother, you're on the wrong person's platform if you don't know who I am. Still. That's crazy. That's nasty work. You're on my platform, you don't know who I
Man
am.
said it's nasty work, you know.
I
Nasty work,
know
man.
exactly who you are. Matter of fact, I follow you. I'm a content creator too, so hence why I'm asking, my bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Then you know my content.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just wondering what you're filming, innit?
What do you mean? Who am I filming or who? What?
No, like what was it? You said you was filming something, so I thought like maybe a podcast or like a
Yeah. I got a new
skit or
episode coming
something.
up.
Do you get what I'm saying,
From
my
next
bro?
week, Wednesday, episodes will be dropping like crazy.
Okay,
So
say that, man. I support your
every
thing, my
Wednesday
bro. I
we drop a
follow
new
you still.
episode. So
I fuck with your knowledge.
yeah, every Wednesday I'm going to be dropping 3 games. This episode today was about 16 mistakes men make with women. One of the mistakes that men make with women is they lead with money. Yeah, it's a mistake that a lot of men make. They think I have to show her how much money I make. And that's when women will just look at you as a trick. They won't respect you because they'll think, how many other women do you do this with? That's what women think.
Actually, let me ask you
100.
something.
That's
What about
Yeah.
let's say like in the household, yeah, the man and the woman are living in a household, they're married, everything, yeah. What should be the ratio of like household activities, like washing the dishes, tidying
It'd
up?
be
She do everything.
50-50.
She does everything.
Yeah, no, he's right. Let me tell you something. Very loud and clear, yeah?
When I say she does everything, I don't mean a man don't do nothing. See, you lot don't get it. You see, the expectation is for her to do everything, but I will help her if she finds it hard because I love her and I cherish her. Understand what I'm saying to you. Her natural thing is that she wants to be a wife to me. A wife is a woman that wants to take care of a home.
That is true.
What the hell? Why are you marrying a woman that doesn't want to do nothing?
It's true, you know what you're saying when you actually think about it.
Right, hold on. Let me show you lot something, yeah? And obviously, let's say I'm the breadwinner now. Yeah? And my wife's at home doing all the housework, doing all the washing up, cleaning, whatever. I'm busting my ass, whether it's legal or illegal. I'm busting my ass
Why?
to come back and provide for my kids and my family.
So you see again, Ozzy, you've done the why comment, busting your ass. We don't bust.
Oh, this guy, bro. This guy
I don't need to bust my ass. Look, Ozzy, you say the first time you've done this, bro. I've forgiven you many
This
times.
guy
but
thinks he's young spray.
I'm saying,
Ozzy, why
right
you
now,
wicked?
I'm saying you're doing too much, bro.
Too much of the ass thing.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
Alright, cool, but you get what I'm saying.
No, I
you're
don't.
risking
No,
your
I
freedom.
don't.
So you've never risked
I've
risked
never
your freedom in
bust
your
my
life.
ass for no man or woman.
I hear that story.
I don't bust my ass for anybody.
I'm so done.
I squat in the gym, but I don't bust my ass for no man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm cutting come back, man.
This live is too lit.
I hear that story.
What's going on with Ozzy? Is he alright?
You said some mad wise, I'm not gonna lie. Still.
Today was bugging out for the first question.
Finally,
you asked
Shans,
me, mate.
you're here.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good
Hi.
evening. Good
Shants.
evening.
Big up Shants. as
Good
well.
evening, you know, you
Hey,
mean
Shants,
good
where
night.
you from?
Bristol, well, yeah, evening, night.
I'm from
it's
Bristol.
Bristol.
I'm
Oh,
from Bristol.
Good morning,
Lawrence
good
Classic.
morning.
Yeah, that's a
I
very,
know what-
that's
you know
a very
what?
good spot.
I have to
Where's
be a little bit
everyone
nice
from,
to ladies on
actually?
here because one day I found out that I was cussing a girl and I found out she was my cousin. So I have to be nice to you ladies. 'Cause I don't know if you're going
How
to
did
be.
you find out? How did you
That's
find
Sorry,
the
out?
fuck-
sorry.
Hey,
Is
that's
anyone
a
from
bad-
London?
Aki, how did you find out?
Because my auntie
You never know,
paged my
get
mum.
onto Mama
My auntie paged
Sita.
my mum and said, "Oh, that's Cleveland's daughter." I said,
Innit?
"Oh, what the bomb, but fire."
Oh my.
They said my
Anyone from
family
London?
big,
One
you
of
know,
my
getting onto
greasy
Mama
uncles as
Sita.
well,
We're
you know.
gonna
One of
be
my greasy
cousins.
uncles.
You say you had to
Say
call
you
her
know
and
my
squash
family's
it.
so tapped, yeah? How did I not know that was my cousin?
That's
Well, you
mad.
called her and said what?
Huh?
You called her and said, I'm sorry, innit?
I didn't call her and say sorry. I don't say sorry to nobody. I'm the most ignorant man you'll meet. I ain't saying sorry to you. I'm saying
What
sorry
you
to you.
try? What you saying, my buddy? You try and move to your cousin?
Oh,
I'm going to do my
See,
thing.
everything that Ozzy says a why. Do you look understand now?
Yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
Hear
fucking
this guy,
why.
this guy's fam.
He's a why man. I Ozzy.
Dropping
that's why he's
bombs
got
like
why in
mad.
the
Take
game,
care,
you know?
brother. That was your last why. You went mad. You have to go. You have to go off the platform. For that one. That was a
Wow.
mad statement. I said I
No,
cussed my
mate,
cousin.
it's so
How did cussing turn into
immature.
moving to? That is mad. Your
You
mind is
shouldn't
corrupted.
even have let him answer the first question he asked me. You see, he was moving mad from the first question.
Yeah, that's mad.
You see them young ones. You just have to let them listen.
Mate, he kept throwing it off. I swear, we was getting into conversations at some point, and I kept forgetting because he come with some nonsense. You know,
Yeah, he's
going
going
on
mad.
for
He's
like
going
an
mad.
hour.
He has to go. He was going too mad. That last comment, that was a why.
Yeah, some people fling
He's
it in.
trolling,
because
he's trolling,
it's
he's trolling.
secretly, like,
But this is serious conversations. You lot shouldn't be taking this thing for a joke. It's serious
No,
conversations that are
100.
happening. Serious conversations. Man, don't take it for a joke, blood. Trust me. Yeah, because
No, it's fact.
eventually
I
one
like
day
to
you're
hear a
gonna
man's
understand that
perspective.
Big Red Talks was trying to help you to the best of his ability. You're gonna see it one day.
I think it's good to hear from a man's perspective as well. I like to hear the other side me as well. I've grown up around it. Do you know what I mean? I've grown up hearing what the guys got to say, what the girls got to say, kind of thing. Do you get me? It's nice. Obviously, some things I don't agree with, but I'm like,
Hey, women,
okay,
I want
it's
to
nice
ask you
to,
women a
do you know what I mean?
question, yeah?
Go on.
How would a man know if a woman's speaking to other men? What's the signs?
They would basically make up their excuses.
Wow.
Body language,
You
attitude,
always see by their actions.
the tone of voice, if they're
What are the
changing.
typical excuses? Give me some of the excuses, Shants. Like
Oh,
what?
I'm going out with my friends, or I can't meet you today because the kids are ill. Like, bad excuses.
Oh,
Nah.
Your man
If
does
you're
it.
treating her right,
Wouldn't be
you
my
won't
There
do
man.
it.
is girls out there that will do that. You have to just be. I've watched bare of my brethren do it. Like, and I'm like, raw. Is that how you're moving? Yeah. So you just have to be honest and real.
That's interesting still.
Time, who's got the time? What time is it?
It's like 12:10.
Blood clot, man. Work tomorrow. Yeah, go on. Yeah. So, any more questions? Anyone's got any more questions for the big dog? I can answer for you.
Me, I'm scared to ask another question, me.
Pixie Lou, what are you saying, Pixie Lou? How are you?
I'm okay, my love. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, my love.
Good. You look very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try to
Looks
take
fresh,
care of
innit?
myself. Try to take
Yeah,
care
he
of myself.
does. Yeah.
He looks really fresh. Good looking
Yeah.
guy.
Well, yeah.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a good
what
guy.
should a man
Just
never
like to-
compromise
I'm a
on?
good-looking guy, but I'm not a good guy. Just like to let you lot know that from earlier.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it all
already worked that
depends
one
on
out.
what you view as a good guy.
Shant said that with the smile on her face. Look at Shant, with that big smile on her face.
I just said that it all depends on what people view as a good guy, innit? Like, to be quite fair, you're very honest, which is rare nowadays because a lot of men like to use a smoke and screens instead of just being real.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about me, you know what you're signing up for.
Exactly.
I'll be honest.
Like
You know what you're
Marmite.
signing up for.
Like
With
Marmite.
some men, you don't know what you're signing up for, so you don't know what's there. With me, you understand. And I think
You know what? You
that's
know
the
what?
best way.
You know what? Rare Talks. You kind of remind me of myself. I just say it as it is, and the thing is, when you're like that, when you're like that as a woman, when you're like that as a woman, you say it as it is, and you just live your truth. I find it that people got a problem with that.
Yeah.
No, not me. I respect it. I respect it. Because
I've been told that by some people. Very
I
few will
respect
say to me, "I respect you,"
I
because
respect it.
you're
I
just saying it
respect
as it is. But some people find that a problem.
Now, you know what? I've come across so many liars and so many like liars and like not real people that when I come across a real one, it's like I can just feel it like you're a real one because you're not even caring. You're just saying it real. Like whether you say anything, you don't care. You're just gonna be real with it. And
Obviously, don't get me wrong.
Hard.
Obviously, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm not like this with everyone. Like you have to sometimes just be a bit mindful of who you share your business with. Do you get what I'm saying? But who knows? Like in this live right now, someone might clock me by my voice. I don't know, but you know, I feel like more people just need to live their truth.
That's it.
I think if you know
I feel like
who
the
you-
truth is a sharp sword, isn't it? A lot of the time when you give people the truth, it's very
A
hard.
lot of people in the closet still.
It's a tough yes, exactly.
closet.
A lot of people's in the closet, yeah,
I- oh,
100%.
oh, wait,
And
wait, wait,
you
wait,
see
wait,
these
wait,
people,
wait,
you
one
see these
second.
people
Hold on,
who's
hold
in the
on,
closet, yeah.
So on a
They
live
like
the
to
other
throw
day,
stones.
Drewski was on a live and you was with people that were chatting shit about me and all this, yeah. And now you're all on there trying to act like man's friend and that. What's good?
So what do you mean what's good, bro? I'm just coming to take.
What's good?
Well, why are you getting so
What's
hot? Why are you
good?
getting so hot, though, brother?
Bro, I'm not getting hot. I'm asking you a question because you was moving like this. You see one thing I don't like two-faced people that come to one face and on other platforms are moving like a proper weirdo. That's to me. See me on one face. I'm telling you this. I'm speaking to you as
Alright,
real.
go on. Alright, so
If you meet me in real life, I'm
what
not
kindled your spirit? What kindled
I'm not
your spirit?
two-faced. I'm not a two-faced.
What kindled your
I don't
spirit?
go
the
one
other day?
place and then start backbiting.
Alright, listen
chatting
to
shit
what
about
I'm
you,
saying.
and then
What I'm
come to man's
saying. What
platform
I'm
and then
saying.
act like man's friend.
Alright, listen to
I
what
ain't
I'm
no
saying.
friend with
Listen
you,
to what
but
I'm
come
saying.
off my
Stop
platform, man.
talking.
Come off my platform.
Stop talking.
Idiot, man. You joke, man.
What
Don't
happened?
come and want to be man's friend, but then on other platforms you're chatting crap about, man, sitting with people that are chatting rubbish.
Yeah, I
Move
had the
from me, blood.
same.
Not real, fam. You're fake here,
Wow.
fam. Allow it. Joke, man, fam. And it's the fact that he's even had the courage to think he can come up on my platform. Like, are you alright?
Innit? You know what?
Like, you don't like man, or you're a weirdo to man, then stay a weirdo. Don't need to come on my platform, fam. I'm not see me, I'm not on a friendly thing with no man, you know. Because me
I
not
don't blame you.
love man.
Mix
I
and
say that from
I don't
mingle.
blame you.
I
yeah,
have
I don't
a,
friend up with man.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah, go on.
What's your question, darling?
More specifically for the host. Before I ask the question, I think it would be wise to first ask, have you ever been married?
Now, I can answer that in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
I can answer that in two ways. Number one, any woman that wants to ask me that question is because she's invested in me and she wants to know more about me. Is that the case?
Oh, wow.
No, that's not the case,
Then don't ask me
actually.
no personal questions if you don't want to fornicate with me.
Okay, so the reason why I asked that
No,
question is
I'm
because
saying if you want to fornicate and that's what you're on, and you're determined on that, then we don't need to do all of this. Go to the DMs and we can make it faster.
Why you moving like that for?
No, you're too
If that's
funny.
what you're on, we can go. Take it there. We can take it there.
Hey, Rare Talks, how old are you, Rare
Take
Talks?
it there.
That's what I've been asking him. How
Okay,
old
so
are
Do
you,
the
Red
fake thing.
Talk?
You come on here and you wanna. Oh, I just wanna ask questions. I wanna get to know you. Why you wanna get to know me for?
no,
I'm not your
no.
man.
Red Talk.
Okay,
And I
can
never
I
will be.
can I
I'm never
land?
your man.
You never
Can I
will be.
land?
I'm
Can I
prepared
land?
for a good time, not a long one. I'll be honest.
Can I land? Can I
No,
land?
you're not landing nowhere. You're landing space. I'm saying
Rare
if
Talks,
you're
calm
asking me them
down.
questions, it's because you're interested in me. If you're not interested, don't ask me them questions straight.
I think maybe you're just in the mood because of the previous altercation, but I actually was going
I'm
to say
on one
that
naturally. Don't ask anybody else to know my life. I'm
Rare
naturally.
Talks, you know what, right? Rare Talks, you are funny. You are funny.
No, he is
I
funny.
think he
He's
wants a yes
hilarious.
or no at this point.
I think you're very endearing, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying to
wants
you,
to know.
AJ, who asked me is AJ the Alchemist.
Yep.
AJ the Alchemist, are you interested in me?
No.
Okay, then don't ask me no questions.
Okay, so what I was going to ask is the question is pertaining to marriage in general.
So you want to get married?
Oh, look at that. I feel bad
So
now
the question was actually pertaining to, for a woman, how long, from a man's point of view, how long do you think it's acceptable to make your woman wait before you propose?
Until you're fully confident that you can trust her. If that takes 10 years, it takes 10 years. Women need to learn patience. Yeah, because I watched a film called 12 Years as a Slave.
Oh
Now,
my God.
there's some girls that need to do 12 years as a side chick to step up to the main chick.
Uh-huh.
It's a task, baby.
I'm
worth the struggle.
Come on, they
Are
won't
you
even
with it? 10 years.
You're worth the struggle.
It's
Wake
hard
it up.
enough. It's underrated.
What about you makes you worth the struggle? Can I just...
Listen, I'm going to make your day so bothered with me that you're not going to have time to be worrying about anything else. See, what you see, the thing what a lot of men
Rare Talk, I actually like you. Well, how old are you?
Look at this.
How old are you?
I asked him this earlier and he didn't even answer.
Dixie trying a little year.
How old are you?
See,
No,
this
I'm
is
a strong woman.
Man,
I know what I am.
I've been telling you. What did I say, bro? What did I say?
You want to know how old you are, innit? Because I asked that earlier on as well, but you didn't
See,
answer.
everyone wants to know my age. Everyone wants to know
Oi,
my
Rare Talk. Oi, should we go on a date? Should we go on a date, Rare Talk?
I'm gonna say
Hey, somebody
between
said
30.
get in
I think 35.
I heard that.
First of all, can I just say something? Like, I watched this live not because I like you, as in like that, but I like what you talk about, and you actually.
It's all right if you like me.
Wait. Listen, let me finish.
Ladies, it's all right to like me. Why are you not making it seem like it's hard thing to hate?
Oh, goodness, eye candy.
Why
Come
are you
on,
making it
ladies.
seem like it's
speak
hard?
it.
Can you let me
I'm not
finish?
butters. What are you not talking
I didn't
about?
say you was butters.
I'm
I was
butters.
actually just about to credit you. I was gonna say I watched your live a couple weeks ago. No, it was about 2 weeks ago, and you actually made me deep some things in myself. Do you know what I mean? That I had to analyze for myself and take accountability for. So what I was gonna say is that I rate it because you actually made me deep myself. Like, wait a minute, I have to sit down and analyze my fucking self because I've been doing some shit wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm just saying. Like,
I love how you're nodding right there.
And
No,
you know
he's
what?
funny. He's funny.
That makes my day. These are the things that make my day.
No,
I
but
don't-
what Shantz is saying is true. You think I've ever been on a live? This is the first time I've been on a live.
No, you're a good. You're all right. You are. You know. I think.
I'm all right. What?
I think you've got a bit. I think you've got a bit. I don't know. I think you. I kind of feel like, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like, I think you're quite confident, but I think you're not. I don't know. You might not be completely confident inside.
Who's that? Okay. Is that what you think of me?
But I think you're. Do you know what? I think you're a good person.
I can tell you something. I was raised by a queen and a king, so my confidence streams from my childhood of being my mum calling me a king without a crown. You know what I'm saying? So my team's different. I've always had confidence. Ask my mum, ask my dad, ask my brothers, ask everyone. I come from a family of five brothers, and 6 of us. So I come from a whole different mindset of things. So my mind's different to a lot of other people. So it's not even a thing that man's trying to be confident. I'm just me. I'm just who I am.
You are definitely. You're definitely you.
I'm just me. I'm just
Can I
myself.
ask you a question
That's who I am.
respectfully?
I can speak my truth and not be scared. That's why some things you hear me say,
love that.
some other people will be like, bro, how could you say that, bro? Don't say that.
No, I love that.
I'll still
Love
say it
that.
personally myself. Even if it makes me look like the biggest red flag in the world.
Yeah, love that.
What's the
I don't
difference
care.
between confidence and arrogance?
Are you asking a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Well, basically, all you need to do is open up a Google dictionary and then you'll read the both of the.
No, I'm asking you.
You don't need to tell me.
No.
I'm not
I
a
know the
dictionary.
definitions, but I'm.
What's the definitions?
She muted herself or she got a call.
No, she went to Google it. Anyway, back to what I'm saying. We just need to make sure that we're real of ourselves, innit, first and foremost, when it comes to all these topics, and not be scared to open up about things that are real to us. Because what I've seen with a lot of people is they're so fake online that they become fake in real life, and then they don't know who they are. That's what leads to a lot of the problems.
Necessarily. Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I just feel like sometimes when confidence is.
Hey, sis, you're not going to knock my confidence. Whatever you're going to say, keep it to
It's
yourself.
not about
I don't need your bad
knocking you.
vibes. I don't want to hear what you got to say. It just sounds negative.
we're
It doesn't
having a
sound good.
conversation.
You know, what you're about to say doesn't sound like a positive thing to say. So you know they say if words are from silver, then silence is golden. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Good one.
Not necessarily. Sometimes it's good to look within. Like, I'm just trying to get you to ask yourself a question.
Can man
No,
take
I
criticism?
don't want to. I don't. Now, see, you're trying to overimpose yourself from me. I've said I
I'm
don't
not
want that, and now you're
imposing
still
at
trying to tell me.
all.
So, see, what you're trying to do is you're trying to manipulate me into and gaslight me into what you want. Sis, I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do it.
Okay. That's fine. You can just say
No, I'm saying no to you. Do you not have to take no for an answer?
that's fine. No, that's fine. I
Can you
can
respect
say
my
no.
boundaries?
I am respecting your boundaries. If you don't want to talk
I
about
like
it,
this.
if you
I
don't
like
want
this.
to
This is
have
how this is
a
how men should speak.
conversation
Though.
about the difference between
Can you
confidence.
respect my boundaries, please? Can you
Because
respect my
no,
boundaries?
because you are now not you're not respecting me because you're
But
not
I'm
letting
saying
me
I
finish my
asked first.
sentence. And I said that's fine. I already
Yes, and then
answered your
then
question.
it's not done.
I literally already answered you. I'm just saying, as an adult, if you're not willing to have certain conversations, it does speak volumes, but it's okay.
Thank you. Yeah. That's a good technique. Sometimes you can do that against weak men that are easily manipulated.
What is it weak about that?
It's
I
kind of hard
said
with me.
okay. I'm just saying, like, if you
That's
can't
actually
have a
hard to
certain
do with me.
conversation, you might
Because
want
what you're
to
trying to do is you're trying to make me
and
feel
ask
like,
yourself
oh,
why
you're not grown enough for that
people
conversation.
asking
So
you
I try to
certain
have that
questions
conversation.
without you
I
having
don't
a
want to have that
response.
conversation.
Aki,
That's fine. That's
let me ask you
okay.
a question, yeah?
Thank you.
You know,
I like that. I like that.
when,
I
for
was very
example,
tough.
a lot of females, yeah, they're kind of uncomfortable with keeping it 100 and they kind of beat around the bush with things that they have to say, yeah? And sometimes they beat around the bush on the basis of the guys that they say that the guy that was looking at them will now say, oh, you know what, you're a dead thing. I didn't want you anyway, rah, rah, rah. Like, for guys who can't handle rejection, for the guys that are too sensitive, like,
That's some childish behavior.
what's the advice?
What for men that get what they start dissing gal when the gal reject them?
Yeah, like they've just been trying to look the girl. Now all of a sudden, because the girls aired them, all of a sudden she's a dead
Saying she's
chick,
butters and all these
The
things.
best thing you can do, you see that's called wasted energy. You
Silence.
see, if a girl rejects me, I just move on like it never even happened.
Yeah.
That's very childish behavior, though. Them
Soon as
guys
you
that act
end
like
my
that.
message, I never message you again. I block you. Ha.
I've had different
Call
types.
me a loser, call me whatever. I just don't want everyone to hear from you. You don't want to. You didn't want to hear from me, so I don't want to hear from you. You know, I come from an era of when you had to go up to girls and say, "Oh, what's your name and number?" And sometimes girls would be like, "Oh, I don't like you," and that was normal.
Yeah.
You have to accept it. I can't get mad. That was the era I came in. Like there was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
mobile
yeah.
phones. You're going up to girl,
Not
asking for a
smack
house
you
number.
up.
House number. That's the era I come from, 1-to-1. So I come from an era where you had
That's
to
where I
approach
come
me.
from.
Yeah, that
That's
era
where
where
I
you
come
have to
from.
approach gal, and sometimes
Exactly.
in
Man said
Chakadero, you're
house
trying to talk to a girl in Chakadero. and she's
Sarah,
like,
oh my
When
god.
Why
when a
the
girl
whisper
rejected your
lotions? You remember the whisper
advances,
lotions when you
Wait,
used
I
to
that's
have
a
a
be too loud
if
for
a
the
Chakadero
girl
parents?
outfit.
For
rejected your
years.
advances, what would you have done? If she said no in person, what you can't block her in person, so you just keep it pushing. Is that what you're saying?
that didn't even happen. I'd be like, oi,
Little dance.
Pan the river, pan the bank, start laughing with the man. It's nothing to me. It's
Yeah, but
nothing.
now
What?
these days is
All right, cool.
different, you
Look,
know. I
I've
can't lie to
got
you.
something called the laws of numbers when I was younger. So if 5 girls reject me, there has to be the 6 that likes me. There has to be. There has to be.
No
It just has
way.
to
Your
be.
math is different.
If
I
5
don't
girls,
do it.
and I know it's not going to be
I
5 girls that
understand what
reject
he's
me, but
saying. I understand what
I
you're
get it.
saying.
I get it too.
sometimes I'll hit a crossbar,
Right, what
sometimes
you're
I'll
saying
miss
is
the
true.
penalty, and sometimes I'll
You have to
score.
be
And
resilient.
that's how I looked at it.
I need to read your fucking book, Rare Talks.
But
Okay,
it's
so
crazy.
I have another question.
Yeah, go
Because
ahead.
I felt like when I was speaking, it kind of just went a bit left, but I think everything's calmed down now, so I can say
You're shooting your
it.
shot.
So, how would you, Rare Talks, advise your daughters on the topic of marriage and how long they should wait? Bearing in mind, I think it's important to
I've spoken
remember.
on this in great length. I've
Yeah,
spoken
you
on this
spoke
in
on
great
this
length.
about 2
Okay,
years.
I don't
Everyone
know
knows
any
me.
of
I speak
that.
about this a lot regarding to my daughters. I said the first line of my daughters getting married is they come to me because I'm the only person that can vet a man for them.
Of
And you might
course.
think, what? Because I can see a boy because I was a boy. I can see a fraud because I've been a fraud. And I can see a real one because I am a real one. So I've been it all. So if you bring a man to me, he can tell you all the sweet nothings. But me, I will see him for who he is. And like I said, he has to go in the ring and fight with a few of the young boys. And if he wins, then he can win my daughter. I'm going back to the old school lion.
Right.
If
mean,
he's
like,
not on
physically
fighting, he says,
fight?
"Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not into violence. I'm not into dying." Then you're not ready for my daughter, because if you're not ready for die for this beautiful black queen, then you're not ready to be with her.
It
I
feels
think
like,
that's
come
an
on then,
Trust
up
me,
to
I will
them.
die for this little
I
girl.
think that's
I will die for her,
Mm.
and I'll show you that from the first day. I will die for this little girl. So if any time you think I don't want to be with her anymore, she's not the one for me, call me up and say, "Yo, I don't want to be with your daughter anymore." I'll come pick her up and I'll take her home. She'll come back to me. I
I
love that
think
remember
girl
you saying this
forever,
on my
no
live
matter
before.
what.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
can tell me anything in the world, and I will still say I forgive you and I love you, because that's my little princess.
Yeah,
Of
yeah, yeah,
course.
For
yeah,
you,
yeah.
for you, so
Rating.
she's not gonna look for love from a man, because she knows that raw. If you're not moving how my dad's
yes.
moving, you're not even a real
This
man.
is my
I would never tell my
mentality.
daughter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell my daughter, bring your man to the yard. Raggo, we sit down and
That's
have dinner.
beautiful. No,
You think I'm telling her to go out there and have secret relationships? No.
Yeah.
If
So
he's
Rare
not trying to
Talks.
meet me,
Too traditional.
So
he's not
Rare
the right
Talks.
man. It's great.
With that being said, Rare Talks. If your daughter, obviously you've done the vetting process, he's a lovely guy, but if your daughter has now come to you and expressed, "Father, like, I've been with this man for, let's just say, 7 years," how would you advise her, knowing that
So
she's
my daughter.
looking
So
for
this is
marriage?
the difference between me and my daughters. I like to have something called an open relationship and an open conversation with my daughters. Even my daughters now are 9 and 10, and they still tell me, "Oh, Charlie, I think he fancies me at school." And I'm like, "Don't lie, is it?" I never make them feel uncomfortable to talk to me about anything. I am their father. I am their companion. I am their friend. I'm
Red
everything. I'm their
talk.
advisor. I'm everything to
Red
them.
talk.
So I'm never going to be in. So,
This is how it should be.
and
That's
I
how it
don't.
should be.
There's never going to be a time where she thinks, because I've taught her. Even I speak to my daughters. They're young, 9 and 10. And I say, if someone comes to you and they want to be with you, what do you say to them? You have to marry me. So I'm programming them. See how you program, like
Yeah.
you can brainwash children. I'm brainwashing my children.
Yeah.
To think that,
That's how
bro, if a man wants to
I
marry
would
you, you have to go to my dad. That man over there, that big black guy, with the big muscles. You need to go speak to him, and and if he says yes, then we can go through. And the respect that she
Listen.
has for me and her mum, she has to do that. Does it make sense?
Red
Because-
talks,
Yeah, it makes
No,
sense.
red
But
talk.
what
no,
I'm
my
really
thing's a little bit
trying to-
different. So I don't know if you want to ask me no
No,
questions, because my
red
thing's
what I'm trying to, sorry, Miss Honey, let me just say this, but what I'm trying to get at is this. So obviously she's come to you, you've vetted him, everything's good, and he said he's going to marry her, but you've noticed he's really prolonging it. What
I help
would you
him.
do in
I
that
help him.
in
I
that
help him.
case?
Listen. AJ, Alchemist. You see, with my daughter, yeah, I've said this to many times on live, yeah. If the boy doesn't have a job and he doesn't have money, I'll give him a job and I'll help him get money because that's the easiest thing. If he's a good person, he comes from a good family, a good youth, I'll help him. If he needs a place to live with my daughter, he can come live in my yard. I'll make a yard, even a part in the yard for him and my daughter. Look, listen, whatever my man needs, I've
come
got
on,
him.
big up Red Talk.
No, but listen, I'm being real. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'd rather my daughter be as open as possible about whatever she wants to do than be a secretive person. That's me personally.
100%.
So there's certain things I don't think it's going to happen because I'm going to teach her this is the right way, this is the wrong way. If she does the wrong way, as most people do because she's young, she's going to make mistakes, I'm always going to be there to advise her and love her, no matter what.
No, there's no pick me
Hold
girls in the
on,
chat.
Aki.
There's no pick
So
me
what
girls
would you
in the
say the
chat.
dangers are? What would you say
Anyway,
the
no, that is so true. That is actually
One
beautiful.
second. What would you say the dangers are of not allowing that safe space to happen and them having a barrier where, you know, we hear stories of they can't go and speak to their parents because their parents have
Nah, this is what I was gonna. This is what I was gonna.
One second.
Go on.
Their parents are gonna beat them, or you know, they just don't have that communication, you know, freedom with their parents. What are the dangers? What are the knock-on effects of that?
You sometimes end up being lost and being promiscuous and all them type of things. And that's what I wanted to touch on, Rare Talks. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, because this is the reason why sometimes I could say myself to some degree, when you don't have a father figure like that sometimes, yeah, this is what ends up happening. You end up doing things that maybe later on when you touch a certain age, you realize when you reach like a certain age, you look back and you realize it's because I never had this father or that person to talk to. So no, keep doing what you're doing with your daughters. You're doing the right thing.
100%. The way he speaks is the way
conflicted
my
about
parents speak
you,
to
Red.
me.
I'm genuinely very conflicted because I agree with, like, I do agree with some of your points, but I also feel like, especially when it comes to men, like males with daughters, you need to have some sort of like resolve, like not necessarily boundaries, but I don't know, girls are techie, especially in 2025.
It's
Like
true.
I said, everyone's relationship's going to be different with their children, and I pray that you have a different relationship. That's, if you want to, there's no boundaries. I want everything to be as open and honest as possible. Because
Yeah, I feel
I
like
believe honesty is the best policy, especially when it comes to
Same.
children. My
Same.
parents never told me about certain things, and I can't blame them because when you come from certain traditional backgrounds, your family
the
don't.
generation.
It's like they're very funny talking about certain things, but
Yeah.
that made me try to go and seek and make lots of mistakes. I never knew that. Imagine this, and you're not going to laugh when I say this here, but I didn't know that sex was tied to love. I didn't know that.
No, it's not something funny to laugh about because we're probably the same age. Because you see what you're saying about our parents, yeah.
I didn't know that.
They come from that generation where they
But
didn't
when in
speak to
school,
us
they was
about
telling me,
certain things.
about like, oh yeah, put a condom on all of that. But okay, that's just to have sex. But for what reason? I didn't know that the reason is because you love someone and you want to be like, intimate with them. I didn't know that.
Do you feel like
No one sat down and said, "Raw, you have to be in love and get married." No one ever sat down. And said, maybe I'd have had a different like trajectory on life if I had that kind of mindset.
But do you feel like you was desensitized to that because of you come from a Caribbean background, a Caribbean culture where we're seeing whining and parties and dogo and everybody's winding up on whatever? Do you feel like you was kind of
I only can speak on myself, yeah, and I was very desensitized to a lot of things because I have older brothers. So when I was 6, I was watching Scarface. At 8 years old, I was watching Menace to Society. I was watching South Central at 8. I found porn in my brother's room on a VCR tape, pull it in, and I was watching porn at like 6, 7 years old. So my mind,
I was about to say, I thought, oh my God, that's so young.
yeah, so I saw things, and I'm not, look, listen, I'm not trying to justify anything or trying to expose myself or nothing, but I'm just saying I was very desensitized to many things because of the things that I saw when I was younger. I saw things that I shouldn't have been seeing as a little boy, but obviously as I grow older, I'm like, raw. Why I'm watching videos about man getting shot in the head every 5 minutes? Like it was very normalized to me. Does it make sense? So when you ask me that question, it's different because I was desensitized to everything because of everything. It wasn't my Jamaican culture. It was everything else that came with, like all the American movies, Belly. I was watching mad movies at young age. Remember, I got older brothers. So them men are like 15 years older than me. So when I'm 5, them are like 20. So they're watching stuff like, yo,
And
let's
a lot
put
of
it on the
the time
TV,
as
like,
well.
yeah. And I'm just sitting there with them watching it, like, as a kid. But you're not realizing it until you're growing up. and you're like, oh, that's cooking
Exactly
crack.
what I was saying. That's what I
You
was
know what it is
saying.
actually
My
as
mind's
well?
a
A lot
little
of the
bit different.
time,
Exactly
parents
what I was
need
saying.
need to have communication with their kids, but also parents need to remember that your kids are kind of switched on and listening to certain things you're talking about as well. You will have
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
you will
yes,
have
yes.
That's what I said
hold on.
before.
You will have females, yeah,
Society.
1 second. You will have females on live, yeah, they're talking about what their body count is, and then you can just see the youth just running around in the background, and they're here
That's
saying, yeah,
mad.
look, this guy last week and
Mad.
all this type of stuff. Like there has to be boundaries, because what they do is they desensitize to it and everything. That think about it. Yeah, I said this to one of the athletes the other day. Yeah, I said, think about it. When you was a kid, there was a time where your parent didn't know that you were switched on to something that they thought they was talking about in code.
Yes, yeah.
They fully thought that they was having
Yeah.
a full conversation in code, whether they're talking about a
Backwards
person,
talking as
whether
well.
they're talking about a subject, whatever it is they're talking about. Yeah, even when they used to say, "Oh yeah, this green stuff, yeah, it's just a cigarette." You don't know that's weed. You even know what
I
strain it
remember the
is.
smell now.
You even know what strain it is. But they're thinking that you're not switched on, you're not clued up. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there needs to be boundaries in like conversations that happen as well. Do you get it?
100%.
Listen, there's a saying that they say, and it's facts. We are sometimes, yeah. Well, I go by this. We are a product of our environment, and it's facts.
Yeah. Can I just say something about what Rare Talks was talking about his daughter and what Nini said? Nini, I don't feel like, obviously he was talking about his daughters. I feel there is boundaries in place. Obviously he has an open relationship with his daughters and I think that's good. But I wouldn't say there's no boundaries because there is some boundaries there. Do you know what I mean? There's obviously some kind of, do you know what I mean? But there is that openness to speak and that's what I kind of had, but I didn't have. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, now I have it. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. And it's good to be able to speak to your parents about them things. That's why bad things happen sometimes. Like bad shit
Exactly,
happens.
exactly, exactly.
Actually traditional.
They will end up going listen to
I
their friends
wasn't
instead.
saying that there's no boundaries. I'm simply saying because I am a girl mum myself, and obviously I am someone's daughter, and I've seen the two sides. So how I parent my daughter is based off of I'm quiet. I'm just listening to people's perspectives. Does that make sense? How I have been parented affects how I now parent my daughter. So when my mom had certain openness with me. So you see when he spoke about things like porn being laid around the house, I experienced that. So for me, I'm going to do what I can to make sure my daughter does not be exposed to certain things. Because I know with certain openness there's consequences to it. That's why I'm not
There is.
But look from the way he talks. Come on, there's not that no kind of things anyway.
Hence why I'm not saying that they did it on purpose. I'm just saying with openness, you need to have a line that is never going to be crossed between parent and child because they're going to experience things in life. What they need to know that, I can refer back to what my parents have taught me. I'm not saying Red Talks, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not saying that you are not drawing a line. I'm just saying in certain things, especially with girls, because life for women versus men is very different. Do you get what I mean? What girls are exposed to and what men are I can't speak on obviously boys' upbringing. I can't. I'm just saying as a female who's the mother of a daughter, I understand that especially even in puberty, it's different. The way that maybe you are exposed to sex and things like that is very different. So I would rather have an open but very blunt conversation with my child about, okay, if someone does this, or even right now my daughter's not old, but she's old enough to understand where I can tell if someone shows you this or if they want to do this, you need to understand automatically she knows what to do. She can come and tell me, I won't be happy about it, but she knows I'm open enough to have a conversation with where I'm not judging her, but she knows that not necessarily judgment, but there's going to be a consequence to those actions because she knows right from wrong now. Does that make sense? That's why I'm not judging what he's saying, and I'm sure when he talks about openness in his own sense, it's what he deems as right. I can't obviously judge that. I've not been there when he's parenting.
I said to myself that I lied to myself for so many years that I'll never lie to my children. That's one thing I never do. But there's things that I won't tell them, but if they ask me, I'll never lie to them. Understand the difference?
Okay,
There's things that I won't tell them, but if they ask me, I'll never lie to them. And the reason being is because I feel like I'm gonna die one day, innit? And I want them to know who the real me was. I don't want them to think of I'm this superhero and I can't do no wrong, because that's what they might go into relationships and think the same thing. I want them to know that I'm a human being that made mistakes, and and I'll always make mistakes until I go. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me personally, everyone's different, innit? Like I said, I said to my children, I'll always be real with you. You ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth. whether you like it or not, I don't give a damn. I'm telling you, look, realist.
No, I like that.
You know what?
That's because of, I know, bro, I've got one life to live. I don't care what another man says. Oh, you're being too real with them. They don't need to know that. They ask me, why am I going to lie to them?
Yeah, and I'm sure the delivery is good as well, the way you put it down.
Aki, you know what else is the important thing? You know what else is the important thing that I think we need to wake up as well, yeah? Is that nowadays in society, parents are manipulated into saying that, you know what, I just want my kid to be happy. So I don't want to have certain conversations with my child in regards to anything within their life. I just want society to guide them. And as long as they're happy, as long as they're happy, everything's okay. And I just want them to be happy and they're old enough to know what they're doing and whatever else. So like, what's your advice?
Parenting. That's not parenting.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's not parenting.
But it happens. It
Life
happens
is not
nowadays.
happiness.
But it happens
Life is not
nowadays. You hear
happiness.
No, he's
people.
right. He's right. It does happen nowadays. And
No, I'm not. Yeah, yeah.
You hear
obviously
people
I'm
saying
not
things like they
parenting.
want their
That's
kids
not
to be
parenting,
happy, they
though.
don't mind as long as they're happy, etc., etc., etc. Even sometimes they're people that they want to choose, that they want to bring home. It may be the case that you don't think this person is a suitable partner, and they say, you know what? Other people might say, you know what? It's not suitable. I don't think he's right. But as long as they're happy, it's all right. Do you get
no,
me?
tell them to come out. Tell them to come out.
There's scenarios like that. That's actually a real thing.
I know one thing for sure, yeah, and one thing for sure, two things for certain, yeah. The love that you invest, that you put into your children from a young age, manifests as they start to get older on them and on society.
I agree.
Facts.
It's manifested in me, I tell you
If
that.
you pour in love into them and you pour in respect and manners for people, not just you, but people. So you teach your kids how to have manners. So if I go to a restaurant and we finish eating, I say thank you to the waiter, please. Thank you to the waiter. I'm not trying to make them love the waiter, but I'm showing them that respect will get you further than being disrespectful.
Goes a long way.
It's just showing that certain courtesy, because as they grow older, they'll realize, oh, it's my manners that are getting me further.
Yeah.
Being a disrespectful
Can I just add on to that though? Because that's a very good point. That's actually a very good
So
point.
it's like, for me personally, I feel like if you're just leaving your children, that means you don't really love them, because part of loving your children is by setting boundaries for them that are healthy, that you know are good. I was saying this to someone the other day, we know best for what's best for our children, but they think they know better than us. But they get to an age when they realize, oh, raw, everything that you
That's what mum or dad was saying. Yeah.
But can I add on to that, please?
Yeah,
Can I just add on to that? Because one thing I've noticed as well, from like my experiences, but also like what I've seen my daughter do, is children mimic. So there's no way your child is going to kind of learn. Like you can tell your child something, but if she doesn't see you living what you're telling them, it goes in one ear and out the other. So I've noticed that how I talk to my child from birth, actually, like how the words I speak into her, she now believes. Does that make sense? Like I make sure to tell her affirmations, and she'll say like, you know, I've had a very bad day today, but I know I'm brilliant. So a bad day doesn't mean my life is bad. Does that make sense? Like she will literally reiterate that. So that makes me want to show her, like, you know what? Things that don't serve me. Like, I just think as parents as well, we have to kind of live what we're telling our kids. And I understand we make mistakes.
I'll be real, yeah. I show my kids that there's a balance to everything. So you see, as much as I say yes to them, sometimes I say no. And the reason why I do that is because I want them to understand that life is a balance.
Of course. Yes.
In fact, because you know what some parents do is they spoil their children, give them everything they never had. That's not a good thing.
That's stripping it.
You see what
I
happens.
realized that sometimes my
setting them
dad
up
saying
right.
no to me, when I was younger, led to me not being a rapist when I'm older. How about that?
And you see,
I was used to hearing no. So when the girl said no to me, I just put my pants up and keep it moving, because it's not the first time I heard this.
and actually, you see what it is. A lot of people,
Dad's
yeah.
been saying it to me from I was been 7. As cold as it sounds, I want to go to the shop. No.
I was told it's always good to
And a lot of people that
I learned what no
you
means.
see when they
So
grow
when a girl
older.
says no to me, I can say cool. I've been hearing it my whole life. It's not something new to me.
So
Some
they
people
don't
hear
have
me yes
to
their
deal
whole
with
life.
rejection.
I gotta say no to them, and they think, what? I'm gonna take the pussy now.
It's not
I always get
healthy.
what I want. Mad,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Everything comes with a balance. So you see the same way I tell my children yes, yes, yes. Sometimes just out of nowhere, no. How about that? 'Cause I just want them to learn that sometimes in life you might hear a no, but
I
it
got
doesn't
that.
stop you.
I got that.
That don't stop you from being your greatness.
You know,
It just
a lot
makes
of the
you work a
time-
little harder. Yeah?
Listen, I swear you are speaking volumes. This is
Trust me.
You see, a lot of
honestly,
the
I'm proud.
time,
I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. Like, do you know what I mean? What you're doing. Women need to be like this. This is what we need. This is what I was raised on. Do you know what I mean? The values.
Yeah, and you see a lot of the time,
Yeah.
you see spoiled people, actually, yeah? When they grow older, because they've always had their way, you see, like, when they go into, like, society and they go into relationships, when you bring forth a different point of view or a different perception on things, they don't know how to deal with that emotion of actually having to look at something from somebody else's point of view. So it actually, and you see like the older they get as well, yeah, it becomes harder to change certain characteristics or mannerisms about yourself. So they're like 25 now. They've always had their own way. But now you're showing them, listen, what you did there was wrong. They're not used to that. They've been in Asda screaming down the aisle, getting the toy that they want. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because they were screaming and shouting and they always got whatever they wanted. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And now they go into a relationship, and of course in a relationship, you're not going to see eye to eye in every single thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's going to be compatibility, but you're not going to see eye to eye in every single thing. And maybe that a certain time needs to come where somebody needs to explain something to you, or you listen, how you reacted in this particular way. They're thinking, huh? I always get my own way. And now what do? They project. They don't have accountability because they've never had to look at something from somebody else's point of view. And now they want you to accept them as they are in them own self, in the flaws, and now you have to live with that person for the rest of your life. Hell no.
Well, naturally being spoiled will breed entitlement. That's the whole concept. But I do believe that obviously they do say I think the first 7 years of a child's life will actually determine how their brain functions in adulthood. So I just think it's about balance, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's
Tawheed, what you said is facts.
Pardon?
Tawheed, what he said was facts.
I know, I'm not disputing that. I never disputed it.
No, I never said you did. I was just telling him that it's facts what you were saying.
Yeah, I've noticed, bro. Like I've seen situations where people that they when they're broke, they call dad, I need $5,000. Psh, they're getting it in their account same day. They always get a car that they want. Oh, I want this car, brother. You remember as a child growing up, you had to go and tell, like obviously like I've changed religion, alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim now, yeah. But when I was growing up with Christmas, bro, you see when I go to my mother and I tell her I want a PlayStation, you know the work. You know when you tell your parents you want something, the work we have to do, bro. I'm signing up to a contract. Listen, brother. I'm under pressure. You know when you minimize the time frame that you need to ask for something because you don't want to do too much work. Like if you want to tell your margin in June that you want something for Christmas. Oh my gosh, you better wait till November. You better wait till December the first 3 weeks minimum. You're getting slaved. Because you had to work for whatever it is that you want. But some people, they say, I want this car, boom, they got it. I want this watch, boom, I got it. I want this. So now they're in a relationship, they don't know how to act to somebody else's point of view.
But then that's not always the case, though. Let me be honest with you, Saeed. I understand what you're saying, but like, it's just not the case in real life. Like, obviously, some people, it works like that. But I've met people from like different backgrounds, not even just like, stereotypically it's like white people. It doesn't always work like that, where they've been given like a hop up from their parents and they've turned out to be great human beings.
Some.
Okay, so this is
Some, I would say some. I would say some.
Let me just address that quickly. Let me just address that quickly. So this is another thing that we have to stop doing, yeah? You see, when there's data, when you gather data, there is always going to be anomalies within that data. So yes, there's always going to be the person that grows up that's not like that has these characteristics or whatever, cool. But at the same time, that doesn't remove the facts of the point. You get what I'm trying to say? Like within data, collectively speaking, it usually leads to the person having that issue. You get what I'm trying to say? Because of their upbringing.
Rare Talks and Tawheed and hello panel, yeah. I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm a full-time dad on my own, and like I've raised my kids like for the last 12 years on my own. And what Rare Talks just said then, yeah, is what made me jump up. Yeah, like he did spit some facts, bro. Like it's hard, isn't it? Because my daughter, she's like all a daddy's girl. She's like all daddy's girl, but I still have to say no at certain times and make her know that's because I love her, innit? Now, I could leave her, let her have her own way, and she'd be daddy's girl all day, and it'd be good for her until she gets older. And then I would have ruined her and spoiled her and make her see that everything you ask for, I'm giving you. Give. And then someone's got to fulfill that. When I no longer can fulfill that as a dad, she's going to go and try to get that same fulfillment for someone else. You get me? So what you saying there, yeah, like real talk, bro, like just big yourself up and Tawheed, Yeah,
Thank you.
listen,
Thank you.
yeah,
Big up to you, my brother.
I
And
have
man.
a
big up to you for being a great dad to your
Yeah,
children and for being there
100%.
for them, because you know we don't shout out brothers like you.
Nah, no, and I know you
They
advocate for
always
it,
say
bro. I
black
know you
men run away
advocate
from their
for it. I
children,
know
but
you
you stand here
advocate
with
for
your
it.
No,
children. You
fuck
see how they
that
lie on us,
saying.
brother. Big
Yeah,
up to you,
facts.
Element OG, yeah,
Big
and
up
keep being the great
Element.
father that you are, please, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
thank you,
100%.
man. Yeah,
so
check me
To
out,
you,
Rare
Red
Talks, man.
Talk.
Check me out, Rare Talks, man. I got a book out on my life still, yeah. Just when you get a chance to check me out, man. But I do follow, I listen to you on enough little other things, man. So yeah, you do.
Yes, I'm gonna follow you, man. I didn't even buy a copy of the book, man, and support you,
Just
brother.
check, mama,
Oh, I
check
love
me
that. I
out,
Say
man.
love
A
nothing, man.
real
Say
that.
talk,
nothing,
man.
man. Say nothing.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
yeah,
Okay, so
And keep
panelists,
doing your thing, my
since
bro, man.
many
Keep
of
doing
you
your thing.
guys have children, how do you guys protect your children with everything that's out in the world right now? Since we're in the age of technology, they're exposed to so much filth and
You
corruption.
can't. You can't.
How do you guys go about protecting your children and just helping keep them purified in a sense?
Do you see? In fact, does anybody
I
want to
think there's
answer?
a balance. Like I have
I don't think you can't.
How do you keep that balance?
I feel like the reality of it is, yeah. This is my personal view, yeah. But the reality of it is, people will see that, don't give them technology, lock them in a room, give them a Bible, give them a Quran, and you get what I'm trying to say, keep them away from society, right? But the reality of it is that they're gonna be exposed to whether you like it or not.
Thank you.
So with it being with the inevitable happening where they're gonna be exposed to it, the best thing you can do is provide them with the solutions. Everybody is gonna go through things in life, but not everybody's gonna have the same solutions of how they deal with things, innit?
But why do kids need a phone?
many reasons.
That's what I want to know,
Of
because
course,
I
but
don't think a
What?
child should have a phone until they're like in year
Lens?
11.
once
I
Oh,
think
once
okay,
sometimes
yeah.
we get caught up in the society thing as well
of
as
course, and it's
parents.
peer
We get
pressure as
caught up
well.
in the
There's
peer
peer
pressure.
pressure.
Like the kids can sometimes put the peer pressure on the parents. For instance, like when school clothes was last year, I was taking them out to get school clothes, and my son's like, "Oh, Dad, can you get me the kickers, please?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you them." But when I was in school, it was whatever Dr. Martens. Everyone had rock
Wallabies, man
coats.
had wallabies. What you know about
I had
wallabies?
Yeah,
wallabies.
Desert,
wallabies.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
the desert
I
boot.
didn't.
Clark.
I wasn't in the rock
Oh yeah,
coat. I
the
wasn't in the
desert
rock
boot with the
coat
tag on
era.
it. You
You know
know
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
I wasn't.
Only allowed Clark.
Oh,
Hey,
get
don't play
Wallabies.
with me, man had the wallabies.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
They were
You
lean
got what
off.
you're given.
Yeah, straight.
Nowadays, we're in the
But
pressure
you
of
know what,
keeping up with the Joneses.
But you know what I say? Yeah, I thought, yeah, there was a lot of things that my parents done that was bad, yeah, and I used to think, right, you know, as I got older and I became a man and a father, I started to realize, now my parents done some good things, you know.
They were looking out for you.
Oh,
Yeah, like even the licks that my dad gave me made me a
Yeah.
tough youth. You think anyone could put their hands on me in secondary school? I'll
Mm.
chop off your face. Can't put your hands on me. I've already got licked from the house. I'm a
Yeah.
tough youth.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
You know them Jamaican tough youths, them Jamaican youths that are just tough in school and like, yeah, the Jamaican boy strong. I
he's
was
all
just
playing
them
football
Jamaican youths that
barefoot
would
and
just
that.
Oh
brass you up
boy.
because I'm getting
Yeah.
mashed up at yard. So
Trouble.
I'm all
Yo,
iron
hear
skin. You know them belt links
Hear
and
you,
that,
brother.
your
Hear
skin
that.
becomes iron in that. You got the iron skin. Yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
touch me. I'm thumping man over. But that's what I'm thinking. Some things that you think that your parents done wrong was actually right, and only now you see where society's leading. You're like, raw. That's crazy, bro.
No,
Brother,
it's true.
Always
even
looking out for
Society.
hygiene, bro. You
Oh.
see, when you live with people, brother. You see, when I was living with people in uni, yeah, I couldn't believe that people didn't even know how to wash a plate, bro. Like,
What kind of madness
bro,
is that?
That's
they just put
crazy.
their plate in the sink
What
and
kind
it
of madness?
magically gets washed. When I tell you,
Magically.
when I tell
That's
you,
not a thing, really.
when I tell you, brother, the nastiness that I used to see with people, I was so grateful. Bearing in mind, when when you're playing game and you have to go wash plates, the electric will get plug out, Wi-Fi box plug out.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tawid, I hear that, man. It was that,
brother, there
man.
wasn't no choice where you say if you can finish a game in my house, brother.
And
You just see the whole light switch off, bloop, dead,
I
back in the
blank,
day,
darkness.
if you got
No
told,
one's getting internet.
if you got told to do something back in the day, it
Got
was
to do
literally
it.
you just had to stop everything you was doing and
Mhm.
when the real
Immediately.
You
task
don't
at
even have to
hand.
call me once. You
This
never
is
Yeah, one of the
you know
time I had to
what?
page my neighbor. I had my neighbor's Wi-Fi password. I had to cut up in a corner in my game and that, or
holding your
reassemble my
hand up,
room just to
yeah?
get the extra connection, bro.
Fuck's sake. Oh, I miss them days though.
I
This
miss
is why.
Sunday
See what
morning
you lot
cleaning.
were talking
Women on
about.
the panel, I have a question. I'm sorry to just completely change the subject here, but I'm genuinely interested to know. Since this whole red pill movement has started, how
Red
would you
pill.
say that has affected your dating life if you are single?
Red what?
I don't know
I
what
was
that
just
is.
thinking the same thing.
Sorry, what's this? What's this red pill
Are you
about?
doing a
Okay.
survey behind there? I want to know.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
you know what? You know what?
Marlon,
I hear
let her
what? I hear what?
finish.
John's got
Let her finish.
AJ is
Let her
actually
finish.
I've been
AJ
waiting
is
for
Let her
her.
actually
She's
finish.
actually
Aussie's
doing the silence.
reincarnation.
Let her finish. What's this red pill thing?
Okay,
Sorry.
so red pill, I don't know if you guys have, okay, example of like red
No, you're
pillars.
you're too in the internet. You're too much in the
No,
internet.
but what's the red pill
Come back
thing?
to the internet.
Let her
I want to know
finish.
too.
I
Let
know,
her
I
finish.
know I'm in a
What's
panel
red
with
pill?
millennials,
Man, you
but
should
I
roll
am a
one for this
Gen
shit.
Z, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
Sorry,
So
what's
what was
red
that?
pill?
Red pills.
What's a Gen Z? What's a Gen Z?
Let her finish what red pills is. What's
So
red pills?
I'm gonna give you an example of the red pillars. Have you guys seen the Fresh and Fit podcast?
No, you're not talking about another
Kevin
podcast on Red Pill
Samuels.
podcast. No,
No.
you're not allowed to talk about another podcast on my podcast.
Just tell us what red pills is,
Okay.
please.
Okay, so from
Straight
my
up.
understanding of red pill, it's the whole notion. Well, they call it men empowerment. So there's two sides to it. One side is that it's men empowerment, encouraging young men especially to see value in themselves and not put value on women specifically, but rather build themselves up. Other people see the red pill movement as a complete slander against women and just for a way for men to vent their frustrations, more specifically men who maybe are not attractive, don't make the most money, and usually, let's just call them, I don't want to say this word, but let's just say like societal rejects in a way, for them to express their anger and frustration on how they're treated in society. So it's just been dubbed like a whole term called red pill. That's what they call
Okay.
it.
Well, can I answer that personally? It's just like me coming on this live. Obviously, Red Talks has got his opinion. People have got their opinions. And I've got my opinions or whatever. I just feel like, realistically, it's just... no, I've lost my point. I was going to say it's... No, I've lost my point. Hold on. Sorry.
I don't get it, but...
Like I said this again. You need to come off the internet. You see, when you go that far into anything, yeah, like you're watching things so much that maybe it's even affecting you to the point where you're asking questions about things that are not really that beneficial to you. The things that you should be asking questions is like, how do I know if a man loves me? When am I ready to settle down? What's the best age to have children? Like questions and things that maybe you're asking about people that are not here, about podcasts that's not here, and saying, I'm worrying about the wrong thing. You know, sometimes in life, yeah, we place emphasis on things that are not important. So we overlook the things that are important. Like you, for instance, if you say you're a Gen Z, have you planned on the person you're going to marry, or you just catching bodies? What's your angle at this moment? You know what I'm saying? Like things that you should be focusing on now, so that you don't end up later on in life saying, I ended up with a red pill, man. It's like,
my point
you
is
can't enjoy
getting a
things
bit...
properly. You know what I'm saying?
I think my point here is getting a little bit misconstrued.
No, I didn't. Nothing's getting misconstrued. I understood exactly what you said. You can't do that. I'm saying to you, in general, I'm saying, don't let your focus be on things that like, because I hear people say blue pill, red pill. I don't care about what pill it is. Man, just talking how man want to talk. And if you want to talk how you want to talk how you want to talk. I don't care about people to that extent where I'm like, oh my God, that's the feminist movement or that's the LGBT. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get out of the hood. I'm trying to take care of my family.
Can I just say one thing? I
That's
think she's saying, so I remember my point now. I think she's trying to say there's something called a red pill, and basically it's about men's empowerment, kind of like what you're talking about. And do people agree? And like what I was actually going to say is, obviously I was coming here hearing different points, and I feel like it's good for a man to be empowered and whatsoever. Is that what it's about?
No,
empowerment of men and
I
the
just feel like she
growth
doesn't
and
really know
forget
what's
about women. Because I'm for that. Do you know what I mean? If that's the case, do you know what I mean? Because I'm on a different higher spiritual level. That's what I feel.
I just feel like it's an indication into what the bro said anyway, because she when it was explained, she kind of couldn't explain.
Didn't understand it herself.
So it's important for you to kind of.
I explained myself very well, actually.
Yeah,
I
you
told you what my
but did you
understanding
explain?
of what
I didn't
red
get
pill
it.
was. What are you
But
talking
nobody.
about?
So look at it like this here. You might have made sense to yourself, but if for somebody who's never heard of the concept, they still don't actually understand what the concept
Yeah,
is.
I'm proper confused.
Based on your
Me
explanation,
too.
you get it?
I'm proper
I
confused.
think I need to
Never
look
heard
up
of
on it more though, but I feel like I get what you're saying though. But I need to look up on it I get what you're trying to say. The concept is of the red pill kind of whatever.
Yeah, because it's an umbrella
So what's the
term
blue
that
pill?
has
What's the blue
technically.
pill? Explain to us, AJ. What's the blue pill?
I haven't heard
thinking
of
of that movie.
I haven't heard of the blue pill movement, but there is something called a red pill movement. That's the umbrella term.
If I'm being honest with you,
My question was just how in the dating world, how has the women of this panel found it as single? If you are single, how have you found it when it comes to dating?
Sorry, can I just ask? Is that the opposite to feminist? Then are you trying to say the red pill?
To some people, the red pill movement is definitely
Okay,
like
I
the
understand
opposition.
then.
Yeah,
I get what you're trying to say. Does anyone else get that then? Because I'd need to look more into it. But if that's the thing,
personally, I don't really care about this
Me
red.
too.
and I don't care what
I'm
we're doing.
doing what I'm doing,
like,
and that's that. I don't
Just
care.
yourself. But
I don't care
I'm
about
not
no red
interested.
pill,
Yeah,
blue
yeah,
pill,
yeah.
feminism, nothing. I can't.
think it was just like a mad
live
switch.
my life.
I care about
It just came out
myself
of
and
nowhere.
how I am and
Yeah.
the way I love
But
myself.
I'm all
That's
for whatever's, the growth of people. It sounds, if it's something promoting something good, then do you know what I mean? I'm for it. But do you know what I mean?
With everything there's good and there's
Like what
bad.
Miss Nadia was saying.
Focusing on these things is
But
not.
it kind of just changed the whole dynamic of our conversation. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's
I
fine
did
to
say
ask.
that.
No, it's fine
I
to
did
ask
say
questions. It's fine. I don't have no problem with people asking questions. I don't know what. Obviously, it's Rare Talks Live, but I personally don't mind people asking questions. But I don't care about this red pill thing. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just not interested in it.
Okay, it's
I'll be
definitely
honest,
more of a
yeah.
generation Gen Z thing, but I have seen it like seep into like millennials. So I was wondering, since it's mainly a millennial panel,
It sounds like a mindset and a
it has
cult.
like affected you guys in the dating world.
AJ, the Alchemist. How old are you?
24.
24.
Oh wow.
So you're at the age now where it's make or break.
How is anyone
You're a
in
young
their early 30s or late 30s here?
I'm
late
28,
30s.
but my mindset is, do you know what I mean?
I'm 50.
I would love to know your age, Rare
I'm
Talks.
early.
You're
Tell
not
us.
early
50 years old.
44.
Huh?
I'm
You're
early
not
40s.
50.
You're 40.
I'm 44.
Yeah.
I'm 34.
I'm 50 years old.
I'm
57.
30 in 2
I'm
years. I was
40.
thinking about it today.
How old are you?
Not even
Well,
2
so
years.
every gal out there looking at me, are you looking at
Mamacita, how old are you?
year-old
So
man?
I'm 28. I'm 29 this year, actually. So I'm
And what
30
about you,
next year.
Shans?
I'm 39. I'm gonna be 40 next month.
Oh wow, okay. What about
Yeah.
Element OG
444. Mama sees
and
it.
Tawheed?
I'm 67.
Are you
I
serious?
love it.
Tawheed,
They didn't
come
want to
on.
give you. They did.
Age is nothing but a number,
It's up to
Listen,
them
I'm not
whether they
for
give their ages or not. They
Allegedly.
didn't want to.
mentality that
There's a
like
mixture of
whoever, I
ages,
don't
that's
care what
nice
age.
still.
Well, obviously, can't be too young in a panel, but
Mm.
realistically, I like to hear viewpoints from different ages.
That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But sometimes you see one Caribbean principle that I was taught when I was young. Children should be seen and not heard.
And not heard.
What my mum said.
You think I could hear my father in conversation and go and bottom into the conversation?
Listen,
Hey, he's
Tawheed.
reasoning with his brethren playing domino. Ha ha ha, big deep love.
Tawheed.
And I'm going in there asking questions in the conversation. And
Oh, I've done that one time before.
Tawheed, this is what I don't get with this generation with their kids. Yeah, I see a lot of things, and I just think to myself, like, for example, I see a lot of people, right? They got kids, and their kids are not opening their mouths to say hello. That to me, that's mad.
Yeah,
How I was brought up, we had to say hello in it. So to me, why should I, at my age that I am, I'm 34, why should I stoop down to the kid's age and say hello first? That's all fucking
And you know, like when your parents were there as well, even if it wasn't a principle that they'd be too like strict with, as you reach in, what do you say when you see people?
They remind you.
What you say when you see somebody in there?
I get, even if I'm not talking to someone, don't mean you don't talk to them because something may happen and then da.
I feel like this generation, with kids, I'm not going to say everyone, but the things I've seen around me, I feel like this generation with kids are lost. They've lost. They've lost how they was raised.
Yeah, but I remember I was talking about society as well before.
Yeah.
What we've been seeing on the TV. It's so fucked. And I get how people are talking about, all right, of course, in this day and age, modern, but like it's been tuned into us. We've been taught this is acceptable. We've been taught this is sexy.
But
Yeah,
also,
she'll wear this.
sorry, I just want to say,
Sexualized.
also,
Sorry.
there's so many broken homes that
Yeah.
if a young girl at 15 has a child, and that child gets to, you know, you do have kids now having young kids, right? And when they get to like, say, 28, 29, youths like a fully 15, 16-year-old. The youths nowadays are massive. You can't discipline. A young girl can't discipline a young man.
Youths anymore.
also think
This is what I'm saying about the boundaries, is that parents are now saying things like, I want my kid to be happy. So remember, yeah, when you're a youth and you hear two adults talking and you want to butt in the conversation, you're vexed now when you get checked. When you get checked, you're like, oh, I wish I could get involved in this adult conversation. But now look, we have hindsight to now look back and say, all right, I understand now. There was boundaries. Even that in itself gave you a sense of respect for elders, because you was able to distinguish an elder. So when elders are speaking and when elders are doing something, naturally you stay quiet. But now everyone just blurts things out. Everyone's on TikTok. You can be 16, come into a room, you see adults, you can talk. Like everybody. There's no boundaries.
So question for you guys then. How did you guys navigate coming into adulthood and reinforcing boundary levels with your elders? Because one thing I've noticed, one thing that there
I'm
isn't,
joking,
I promise,
I'm sorry.
there isn't. But one thing that I've noticed, especially
Red Talks, you're looking tired.
especially with my grandma and my mom, I noticed as I
When you start rubbing your face, you're tired.
Like, you know it is, because it's like AJ the Alchemist. You ask bare questions, but I got bare questions for you.
I'm here.
Sorry.
Miss Nana, if you don't mind me finishing, actually, how did you guys navigate entering adulthood and reinforcing, or rather setting boundaries with those same said elders?
How do you re-navigate setting boundaries with elders that you
regarding
initially have
respect
boundaries with?
Because remember, like you said, when you guys were younger, you used to
become an
be like,
adult,
be
you
seen
go get
and
a
not
job,
be heard.
you go
But
to the yard. That's how
Okay,
you
so
sit
the
down.
first thing you need to
And
do,
pay your bills.
the first thing you need to do
That's how
is you need to just learn how to be quiet. Like when you're in an adult environment,
as an adult, you should be quiet around other adults.
around elders. So understand that. You see, like, for example, you see elders. This is what I was having a conversation the other day. Elders where there's gonna be a point where elders no longer exist. They have a lot of wisdom that they can give us, right? They have a lot of wisdom that they can pass down. It may not be the same identical scenarios, but principally we can extract certain lessons from
I'm
their
telling
advice.
you. Facts.
We have to be able to make use of that by listening. We're so quick to interject and say, I think this, I think that, what about this, what about that, that we actually don't learn from them. And we don't
write it down, my
capitalize
grand says.
on having elders around us and reasoning.
That's facts. I agree.
I think that's a good point to make, that one should definitely actively listen to understand rather than to respond. But like you said, when you're having a reasoning with the elders, how did you go about? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, sometimes with the elders, let's just say you guys have differing points, right? It may strike a chord with them that upsets them. How do you, and then they will try little boy you or little girl you. How did you navigate that to nip that shit in the bud, essentially? How did you go about that?
Number one, you got to be confident in yourself. Number one, you got to be confident in yourself that everything that they do is to make you confident. So you got to be confident in yourself that you know what you're saying is correct. And that's first and foremost. Second thing is that you understand that the elders can be wrong in some things.
Of course.
Yes.
But
100%.
one second. But that doesn't make me start to disrespect you. I understand that maybe you're ignorant in the ways that you was raised. Getting to and being an adult, you realize that your parents weren't perfect.
Of course.
And you realize that you ain't a perfect parent. So guess what? I forgive you lot. And sometimes I don't even need to enforce boundaries. I'm not living at your house for you to even be any boundaries.
You see, another thing is that the tolerance.
Because when you get older, you start to realize that, my pops is kind of toxic, you know. My mom's kind of crazy, you know. She's too OCD for me. And I'm not as, so I can't come to my mom's house every week. Because she'll tell me about you didn't wash up the soap out the sink. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's when you start to dash it back. You start to flip it back at them what they've taught you, though, isn't it?
You see what else, Aki, we need to remember, yeah, is that they're elders, innit? So naturally, let's say people are speaking to, let's say, hypothetically speaking, a 70-year-old person, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to expect a 70-year-old person to now implement the advice that you've given them or whatever you've told them and then change overnight? They've been at their way for 70 years. So what you have to do is you have to take the good that they take from the good that they give you in terms of that advice. Whatever you don't agree with, don't force them to change their views because they're elder. There's certain characteristics within them that are going to be solidified. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you have to understand. Okay, for example, my pops here, he's a yard man. When he speaks to you, it feels like he's cussing you. Yeah, and sometimes I say to him, you know, Dad, you're aggressive when you speak, and then I think to myself, wait a minute, that's how he is though. So he's not gonna now change the way how he's been speaking for how many years of his life on the basis of advice that I've given him.
That I've learned in life in general, yeah. I made a video about this like 2 years ago. It's about acceptance. You see, acceptance, being able to accept certain things. It's the best way of just peace, a peace of mind.
Yes.
You just have to accept that my mom or my dad, they're just who they are, and just knowing and accepting that is the way of peace and tranquility in your heart. I've learned to accept people for who they are, and then you know who I had to accept first, AJ.
Yeah.
Myself.
Period. I love that.
I had to accept myself. And it was hard because, you know, everybody's opinion of you sometimes when you're growing up and you're younger, everyone's opinion of you, it really does shape who you are. So my friends used to say to me, oh, do you remember when we done this? And they're always telling me some badness. And I didn't want to be around that anymore. So I kind of had to navigate and get away from it. I didn't want to hear old school stories of bad stuff that I've done because
I was talking to someone about this. Yeah.
I don't want to hear about what I done 20 years ago. I'm not that guy that sits on podcasts and says, yeah, 30 years ago, shot 3 men in the face.
That lifestyle.
Listen, I always ask, so what are they doing now?
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about certain things I've done when I was younger. I'm embarrassed because I'm a grown man and I got children. Yeah? So you might hear me say certain wild stuff on my podcast about women and stuff like that. But when it comes to like that real gang stuff, I don't feel like it's something to be like glorifying. Like, I was on the wrong side. Like it's something to glorify. So in general, you know, you've got to be, you've got to accept yourself, man. You've got to accept that bad things happen to you, and you have to accept that love's gonna come for you, and everything else that's meant to be good for you is gonna come for you. So accept that. So you have to accept your parents sometimes for who they are. If they're ignorant or like they don't
learn
listen,
from
or
that. It's
people like
people
that.
skills. People skills at the end. It's fine. It's fine.
You see what AJ said? You see what AJ said, because she's asking us all a question, about the whole thing about the older people,
Yeah.
Just like what Tawid said about his dad, my dad's like that as well. You try to tell him something, he ain't trying to hear it. He's very old school, very stuck in his ways. And you know what I just say to them? I just say to them now, because it's just like what Rare Talks was saying as well about the peace thing, I just say, you know what, I don't agree, that's your opinion, and leave it as that. Because sometimes going back and forth with them, they're going to be solved. It's going to turn into some bigger argument.
You know what it's gonna be, and if we know our parents, we know what it's gonna be. We know.
Yeah, you walk away feeling drained. So I just kind of look. We're all adults, innit? And people are entitled to their own opinions. That's how I see it. So if I don't agree with something when it comes to my parents, I just say to them, look, that's what you think. This is what I think, and you know what? That's your opinion, and that's it. I can't bother with going back and forth.
I think some of the older generation have some good gems as well. Like sometimes if you don't actually listen to what they're saying, you might not agree with it, but some of it makes some perfect sense. You know?
Yeah, pick and choose and like,
Quite ignorant though. They're very like stuck, and I get that 'cause I'm stuck in my ways too. But I find they're very stuck in their ways, and they can be quite ignorant. And we're telling them things that we know nowadays, and not trying to hear it.
I think another thing as well,
Imagine at my mum and dad's house, and my dad's put on some bad. It's The Wire. Yeah. I don't know if you don't know what The Wire is.
Yeah.
And man's getting shot in the head, getting shot in the back, and my kids are at the table eating. And I'm like, Dad, you're a bit of violence. Man, look at me and said, "So what? You want me to turn it off?"
No.
What am I going to argue? I'm not going to argue with him. He's not going to change. So I had to tell the kids, eat your food as fast as possible and go upstairs.
You know what?
Sometimes as well, I feel like
this is who he is.
Ross, can I just say something?
He's watching a bad man kill a man shows.
Don't you think
Why?
that's disrespectful, especially if they're in your household doing something that you've told them, you know what, this isn't okay, and they're trying to tell you they're still gonna do it.
I think they have to leave.
But this is my point. He what he did, he assessed the situation. He then summarized that he knows his dad, he knows how his dad's characteristics are. So now going down the conversation of trying to convince his dad that he should do that is going to be a very difficult obstacle to overcome. So the more
It's impossible.
You know what, Tati?
It's impossible. I'm my dad's son.
plausible.
I
And
have
this
to
is,
say,
I'm my dad's son.
that kind
I
of
am my dad's son.
that
Yeah?
kind of behavior is enabling.
But I'm
because
saying
they're
I'm
in
my dad's
your
son. So
house.
if you tell me something, I'm saying if you try to tell me something and I don't want to listen to it, you can speak to the birds come in the morning. I'm not listening to you. So I know I'm my dad's son. So if I tell him something certain times and he's not listening, yeah, all right, cool. Let me just try another way to get away. And maybe he listens now because now we're all left. And now I see he changed the channel. See how he's ignorant. He didn't want to change it because I told him. But now you're upstairs.
He's all not changing it now. You said he was just about to change it when you said it.
All right, so
Now
let me
he's
change it now.
It's only because I said it. He didn't want to feel like,
Come on, Jerry.
what I'm doing in my yard. My yard, you can't tell me what I'm doing.
You told big man now.
So I just know.
You pay the bills?
You told big
You pay
man
the
now.
bill. You don't pay nothing.
Innit?
Cut
That's
your
what I'm
yard if you
saying.
don't like what me I watch. Alright, no problem. I'm not gonna
No,
argue.
all right.
Because I know you and I've been with you all my life. I know you. I know how to win against you. So sometimes some of us we think if we say we know our parents, then we should know the things that make them smile and the things that make them sad.
Yeah.
Make sense?
That's
You should
true.
know that as kids.
Compromise.
And that's when you start to get into your mature era, when you start to
Yeah, that's
instead of
maturity.
arguing, you just resolve and then try to keep it moving. That makes sense. You don't even argue with them. If it's gonna go down that route, you're just like diverting the conversation because you're like, this is counterproductive.
Yeah.
But I know it's gonna end. It's not gonna end well for both of us.
Yeah, but if you can't hack it in the home, how are you going to hack it outside? That's people skills. It reminds me
you.
when I went into one workplace and I had to go on the phone to my mum. My mum was like, this is people skills. This is different. I'm like, shit, this is people skills. Like, these people are different. Like, do you know what I mean? You learn a lot, you know, and it starts from home as well.
I feel like another thing is don't be stuck in a past as well. A lot of the time, how many times do we know within a family that they keep going? Because you see what the past is? It's a black hole.
Yeah.
And you can never change it. So you could have a million different scenarios, hypothetical scenarios, or it could have been this and it could have been that, or why did this have to happen? And focus on the now. You're in the now. Focus on what you can do to change it. Just like that simple example there where he said the TV situation. He could have been there arguing a point. This is what I'm saying, and you even done this before, and you even no. You have to be pragmatic. Okay, I can't change this particular aspect of this particular situation. What else can I do? What are the other options? And you can apply that to different
And
aspects
you know
of
what? As
life.
well, you know what? I taught my kids a valuable lesson that I'm not gonna disrespect my dad. And by me not disrespecting my dad in front of my children, guess what my children are gonna do for me when I'm older? They're gonna respect me because I've taught them not to disrespect. Even though my dad, what he was doing, I believe it was wrong. He shouldn't be watching shooting head. Because the girl, even my daughters are there like, I'm like,
You're saying things what I've seen as a child from my parents showing me.
No, big man.
That's amazing. That's respectable. Like that respects them more. Like that's so respectable. Like this is literally what I saw from. I remember my grand cussing out my mum for my mum saying something so basic, and my mum didn't say anything. And I'm like, all right, cool. Do you know what I mean? Like it speaks volumes. I'm so proud I'm hearing this because I don't hear this. You know, this is what I grew up on. The shit that you're talking like is nice. It's mine. But like you have to install it in them.
And I think it takes a village as well. Like I was raised by my parents, but I was more raised by my nan. And she's an old black woman.
Yeah, the nan was probably the best person that could have ever raised you. Trust me.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Them nans
saying.
are the best. They're the best.
Big up the grandmas, man.
Big up the grandmas and the granddads out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
One thing I can say is the morals that she taught me and that I've taught my kids today is that you always respect your adults. Whenever you come into somewhere, you say hello and goodbye.
This is what I'm saying.
Something, you say thank you. Do you know what I mean? I don't even care if you don't like the person. You're gonna say something.
This is it.
Manners cost nothing.
You think I could come home and not say good evening
so
to
far in
people if I
life,
see them in the house? Brother, nowadays the youths come home, they're going straight to their room on an iPad, bro. They don't
I've
even
seen that. Oh my gosh,
They're
even
not
my
even-
hairdressers.
My room
mad.
They don't even take off their
my
shoes. They're
hairdressers.
upstairs on the bed with their
Yeah.
muddy crepes on the bed and everything, bro.
On them dirty
Bro,
outside.
you can't walk in my mum's yard with shoes. You're dead.
Yeah, you can't walk it. Yeah, you know.
You are for dead.
Bring the
Like,
bike
walking yard.
inside, yes?
You are for dead.
Bring
And
the
you know,
bike
like
inside.
like the mums didn't even have to say nothing. They just give you a look, like they just look at your
Yeah,
crepes
yeah.
like, wait,
Wait,
like, they
look,
confused, like, wait, you think you could?
My mum.
That look is serious. Listen, that look is serious.
That look is serious.
Yeah,
You're trying
at
to
my
challenge
big grown
me.
age now, do you think my mum won't give me that look still? Or now my mum still does it at my big grown age now?
It's my grandma.
You look at you like, you know you done fucked up, don't you?
Bro, that look said a million words. You know, like your mum could look at you, you get beaten when you get
You
older.
done fucked up, innit?
But you see, this new generation of kids, they don't even understand what the look is. They'll still take
They
the piss
don't
in
know
front of their
fear.
parents.
I
They
have
don't
no
care.
fear, and I'm telling you right now, even if I have my trainers on and my mum's upstairs, I take my trainers off. Even if I'm just going upstairs to say bye to her,
Yeah.
I take my trainers
Of
off.
course.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no
No
smoke.
smoke.
I don't want no.
No silent.
Worse, like, if she
My
just
mum
not
told me
clean.
but I
My mum
didn't
called
have
me
that.
30 minutes after I left her yard and said, "So you think so you can come to my yard and use your trainers in
Oh,
the yard? So you think my
no.
house a dirty pig pen? No, come to my yard if you think to my yard, yeah, pig pen." 5-minute conversation.
You lot think
I
I'm
haven't
living in
got
a
time for that.
pigsty.
I haven't got time for that. I have no time for that. So I just rather just do the right thing
I
from
know.
early. So your parents, you don't realize it, but our parents, they did a lot of good and they did a lot of bad. And we have to focus on the good, not always the bad, you know?
Yeah,
But sometimes
yeah.
all we do is focus on the negative stuff that happened in our
No,
lives.
it's
not
Yeah,
focus
but the
on
thing is,
the
yeah, but
positive
rare
stuff.
talks. The problem is, yeah, I understand what you're saying, the good and the bad, yeah, but when it's affected you growing up and you have trauma because of it, it's
Yeah.
very hard. And I'm talking from experience. It's very hard to
But you're not,
focus on the good.
but Miss Nani, I'm saying to you, you're not the only one with trauma. We all got
That's
some
true,
sort of
that's
trauma.
true.
And
Sometimes you
that
got
trauma, I'll be honest with you, that trauma is, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but think about it now. You're still here today and you still got your mind, you still got your faculties about you. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
And it's like, I feel like we're babying children so much that
Oh gosh,
when
I'll
they
tell
do
me
get a
about it.
traumatic thing, it's like that's over. It's like life is done for them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like they don't know how to deal with it because we dealt with it when we was younger, so we grew up with it. As much as we made lots of bad mistakes, I wouldn't even say bad mistakes. I think the learning curves, learning curves.
The learning curves, yeah,
Learning
it
curves,
makes you who you are
We
today.
have to, it
But
gave us character.
host,
innit? It gave us
host,
character.
Yeah.
host,
You
with
know what
that
I'm saying?
being said, I think there's a major difference between, like what you said, giving your children that balance in life and instilling within them that balance and then traumatizing them. Because I generally believe that's where the discord between the older generation and the younger
Look,
generation.
AJ, you
Yeah.
can traumatize your kids in many different ways. So, for instance, I could be making love to my wife and traumatizing my kids and never know.
Thank you.
So the
Thank
kids in the
you.
other room awake here, and all they're hearing
Yeah,
is,
and they can
I
hear
don't know how
it.
people
and
do
it's
that, you
Can hear
know.
it. You know
I,
how?
I
Listen,
didn't
you know
know
how
that
that
was
can mess
okay.
you up.
Listen, I did not know
Right,
that was okay.
you know how that can
shut
mess
up.
you up.
That's wrong.
He's
So wrong.
talking.
Here slappings. Here slappings.
He's talking facts.
Here
though.
slappings.
But listen,
Yeah, I love them
Wrong.
slappings, bro.
He's
host,
talking.
host, with
All
that
And
being
the kids in the room like,
and all them things.
But
Yeah,
host, with that being said, right? With that
I'm
being
saying
said,
you don't know what's
you've instilled,
traumatizing
no, but
kids.
listen, if you've instilled balance within your children, they will feel comfortable enough to tell you, you know what, mum
What
and
the
dad,
next day? Dad, I heard
something. I heard
this.
something.
No,
Bro,
Nobody wants to have that
See?
awkward
What
conversation.
was going
Nah,
on?
it gets
In
a
the
bit
pipes
uncomfortable.
That's
again.
not
Nobody wants to have that
traumatizing.
awkward conversation.
You understand what I'm
But
saying?
but
It's
The boiler on the
uncomfortable.
blink
but
again.
my point is saying that kind of stuff wouldn't necessarily be traumatizing because they
What?
feel comfortable.
Nah, how can
No,
Can I
no,
finish?
no.
Can I land? Can I land?
So
Can I
what?
land? Can I land? Can I land?
It
Can I
is.
land?
In which airport,
They,
man?
I'm
they
saying,
feel,
AJ, I'm
It
saying
is
that's
traumatizing.
traumatizing if the kid's hearing the mum bar like, ah.
No. No. That's wrong.
And the
Who
mums
are
are saying, stop your eyes,
oh
stop your
man,
eyes.
come on, man.
The picnic in my sleep, stop your
I
eyes.
think that's so wrong. I think that's
I'm
disgusting.
saying you can traumatize kids in different ways, not just one way. It's
Why can
many
they be
things.
quiet and
I
do
might
it?
traumatize my kids by taking away their toys. He took away my toys.
That's not trauma. That's a tantrum.
Yeah, but I'm saying trauma is different to everyone. It's subjective to everyone.
And I agree with that statement, but that's why I think that when you mentioned about the balance comes in very heavy when it comes to those kind of things, because if you are instilling that balance within your children, they will feel comfortable coming to you to express, keyword there.
But the thing
everything
is, yeah,
they're going through.
I know I have
However,
to big up,
wait,
I have to big up my children's mum, because my children's mum is the best mother that I could have ever chose for them kids.
praise the
Best.
Most High.
Yeah, and I have to rate her, because I know if they don't come to me with an issue, they're definitely going to her, and then we're gonna communicate between each other, and that's what I said.
And that's the balance.
Effective.
That's the balance. But host, my point is saying that is to say this, that they're able to express themselves to either you or thank the Most High, their mother. Do you understand? Whereas one thing you will notice is that, just like what Tawheed was saying earlier on in the conversation, children were expected to be seen and not heard. That kind of lack of expression, regardless of what traumatic event they're going to even get it out again. So now they're going to be instilling those same traumas into their children, because they've never had any kind of outlet. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I feel you. That's a deep talk. That's deep. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's talking about like emotional suppression. So the fact that you know, like when your father would box you and him say, "Me give you something for ball for? Where you ball for?" You know,
that was proper evil.
I got pumping you up, you know.
Proper evil.
Hey, a man is beating you and say, "Me give you something for ball for?"
Listen.
No, you get a shot box in the face.
You had to hold. You know that when you're trying to hold.
You know
how mad it is when you're a youth and you're trying to hold in a cry.
Oh, that's mad.
Listen,
guys, let's talk about something.
Do you lot agree that the way that we all got hit? Yeah. Do any of you agree when you look at it? Yes, I understand. It's discipline and all them things.
No, that was child abuse. Child abuse.
Child abuse.
Child abuse. I would never do that to my youth. I would never do that. I would never.
Ornament.
It's child abuse.
Allow it. I had an African ornament that was called a pepper man, yeah. It's split in half like a bat and had a face on it. You want the pepper man? You want the pepper man? All right.
Nah, you know the maddest one. The maddest one is when they used to send you. They're sending you for the particular weapon.
Actual object.
You have to go.
I
know how slow I was walking.
The mind game beat, because you don't.
I'm stopping halfway to Hey, I'm stopping halfway to seeing where I've gone. They say, yes, stop. Yes, still I go feet. Me I wait for you.
Guys, can I make a point here? Because the traumas that you guys are bringing up is something that's beatings, right? Physical, something like that. You can most definitely get over. You can even look back and have a laugh about it. Real traumatic. No, listen. Let me land quickly.
To some extent.
Let me land quickly.
No, wait. Get over the beatings.
Yeah, you didn't know.
AJ, Alchemist, I don't know what country you're from.
Jamaica, Barbados.
You see the beatings that Jamaican parents give you? Yeah? The licks are so ruthless.
It's a tattoo.
Listen, I got licked down.
No, hear me out. 1 second. The licks that I got was so ruthless that sometimes my back could be hurting in the classroom. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go to school and want to mash up a youth in school because I just got mashed up.
Period.
Yeah.
And remember, remember when I get beaten in a lump sum, you know, your parents are beating you from. You remember when, in a February when you do this, and in a March, and then in a June you got. Brother, you're getting a breast payment on beating.
It's very traumatizing.
I know. Holding onto the bed. I can't even remember. I was holding onto something. It was like, I don't know. It was on top of my bed, and there was like those hangers. And I remember getting beaten by the belt. And boy, I nearly pissed myself. This was right before school.
You know the worst one?
I used to get beaten in lump sums.
You know the worst thing is? I always tell people about this. One day my dad come to beat my brother, and he ran under my bed and tried to go under my sheet. So I was getting licked for him. I was getting his licks. That's a man. He's a
I think everyone's been through that.
Bro, he tried to run for me. Why?
No, I can't.
It is traumatizing. Even though you can look back and laugh, it is. Because sometimes
I can laugh now.
Yeah.
I wasn't laughing when I was younger.
I know. I got something licking my head, and it wasn't even for me. My uncle would never forgive himself. He says, "Yeah, sorry about that." It licked me straight in my head. I was doing nothing. He was getting his head, and I was walking past.
Sorry about that.
It was meant for my cousin.
That's crazy.
So guys, with those kind of traumas, we can talk about it today, but think about, like, let's just sorry to go to the extreme, but sexual traumas.
Oh,
Even
man.
listen, guys. Let me land.
No, we're not going there.
Sexual traumas like
No.
You're trying to go
We're
viral.
having
You're
enough
trying to get that.
conversation. We have to go
You're
so
trying to get that 10-second clip.
sexual
You're trying to get a 10-second
hours.
clip.
Well, look
Nice,
at the hours
lovely
we're talking. Those
conversation.
big,
Now we're gonna
it's
go into
big,
that.
big, big.
No, man.
1:27 a.m. I don't blame her to go deep. Look at the time.
Yeah, it's bedtime. It's bedtime. Yeah, it's definitely bedtime.
What? Listen, you lot are all right. I'm at work. Imagine what sexual traumas are you talking about? Like what?
So it was actually more in reference to, again, when Tahi said
Oh, AJ, is this you with a question?
I never mentioned no essay. I don't know.
Yes,
nothing
it-
about.
like it was in reference to when Tahi said that children should be seen and not heard, right? With that kind of mindset, a lot of things
The
like that,
Caribbean, the
especially
things
with
happen.
Okay, so let's just clear this up, because I feel like you're
with
taking this particular statement very literal. This statement in itself was just a parable. Like growing up in the Caribbean household, we had a lot of parables. Yeah, what goes around comes around. Children should be.
When you come up now,
It wasn't a case that you wasn't able to speak as a child, but in certain environments, when there's a majority adult environment, you're the only child. Don't be thinking that you can chime into the conversation.
No flex.
That particular
just like
phrase
he
there would
said
just
that
be get.
it's not just, remember, I'm Caribbean also. It's not just a parable. You can also apply it in a literal sense, which I more than overstand that.
I know what
Do you
you're
know what I
talking
mean?
about.
So with that being said, when it comes to things like that, you'll find that in the older generation, you know, boomers and etc. Mainly the boomers, they kind of experience stuff like that. When it came to, and I did say I'm gonna go to the extreme. When it comes to stuff
I know
like
what she's talking
sexual
about.
trauma, a lot of it, especially within the black community, that shit just got swept under the carpet, because at the end of the day, if you're a child, what happened to you was also a violation, especially if you're a virgin and that happened to you. That's shame on you now. So
I get what
people
you're
don't
saying,
even
but
want to be
what
talking
he
about. So
said,
that kind of trauma gets passed on. So millennials, the
This what happened to
millennials
you?
got it. No. Thank the Most High that I never experienced that. But from let's example,
I
let's
know
say
people who
something
have.
something a bit more personal. Maybe my grandma, she's a boomer, something like that. She experienced or she witnessed something like that. And she's the youngest of 6, right? And she grew up in Jamaica. She come to the UK, and she said to me that when stuff like that happened, nobody really talk about it. Everybody knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody knows what happened, but no one's gonna talk about it, and that brings about trauma. So with
I
that,
don't know
very
about you. I
true.
don't know about you, but in my family, we talk about everything. We know everyone's business. I can
Yeah,
tell
so
you.
this is what I was.
I can tell you how many girls. I can tell you how many
What I was
girls.
highlighting. So again,
You know
this is what I was
everything. In our
highlighting.
family, we even know the auntie that killed her husband and flew up to England.
And we know who did OPL.
Listen,
My
people
family,
know
we chat.
people business.
Man
People
said
know
we
people
know who
business,
did
but
OPL,
again,
you know.
You have to
another thing.
because you know what it is. You know when families catch up, yes.
And we know all the
We know
widows
who
as
did
well.
Obia, you know.
Listen. You know
We
when,
know the
when
widows as
Caribbean
well.
families catch up, yeah, you know everything's coming out. You think we got in 1986 when you go to the Obia and you got Obia there, man.
No, you're too funny. This guy.
Everything's coming out.
This guy.
Listen, Caribbean people don't hold. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Caribbean people do not. I don't care how long you think that's expired. Try test somebody's buttons and see if they don't bring that up.
I'm done.
See if they don't bring that up. You think we forgot when you got over your Winston in 86? I know you talk brand new. They will bring out everything, bro. They will air out your logic. So listen. Banter aside, let me highlight something.
That one killed
Listen, what I'm trying to highlight is, yes, understand that, yes, there was boundaries set in terms of children, and yes, in some cases, people were, suppressed about speaking out about some things, but other families do provide a safe space for their children to come and reason to them about certain things. You get what I'm trying to say? Growing up, I could reason with my parents. I could tell them this is my girlfriend and whatever.
Me as well.
And they say, yeah, your girl pretty, and do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I could reason with them. So yes, in some cases, people do not provide.
I reason with my family on different levels. Like,
Yeah, but
but
also
other families
different
got different levels. Like, yo,
experiences.
mum,
Use that as like
this
a
is what's happened in the
principle,
hood, and I have to be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also
Yeah,
different type of
I don't know. I
Right,
guess
this is what
with like
happened
the
in the
more with
Yeah,
what I've
mum, I'm
noticed
sorry.
with yes.
Like, yeah.
I
I
was
can
gonna say
reason with
what
my
I've
parents.
noticed
so I don't
is
know.
like with the more like hoity-toity kind of families, like example, my family, they're quite well to do, they're quite upper class, or certain things is like, no, we're just not gonna talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I've noticed in some of like, let's say friends in their households, then maybe they're not so well to do. Everything's a little bit more open. So not to say that that's a massive factor, But I will say it's something to also consider because, like, example, in my family, they're more a bit well-to-do. The way they used to behave, like anything to bring shame on the family name, essentially, it's not going to be spoken about. Does that make sense?
Is that your opinion?
Everyone knows
your
everyone's
that's your
business, but it's
personal?
never ever going to be addressed. And I think that's the case for many families within the Black community.
I don't think that's the case. I feel like it depends, but I think it
facts.
depends on whether or not you got money or your work. Do you know what I mean? I feel like some people could be, you could be, do you know what I mean? You could be with it and still track your business, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I understand.
Them things always come out in the end as well. Them things always come out, and we all know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is my
More
point.
time,
That's
I'll
when
be
it'll be
honest,
coming out.
more time, there's always, the elders already know what's going on in the family. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
what I was gonna say,
it just takes that one
Not going too much
incident
detail on
at
the
a barbecue or that one incident at a family
It's all
function,
coming out.
and
Yeah.
everything is coming
Everything
out. This
comes
is what I'm
out.
trying to say. You from
Yeah.
86 right down to the present day, they're telling everything. Cause especially if you're trying to reinvent yourself when you're going like you're too nice. You think you're too nice now. Remember, maybe know what they really you.
Yeah. Oh, stop it. No, but you know what? There's a lot of playing happy families and keeping up appearances. That's what it is.
Hey, you're killing me to that.
Yeah, bro, they don't
No,
hold
you
no
lot are
talk, bro.
funny.
I'm
You
dying.
lot are too funny.
Hey, what time is it? I need to go to
It's
my-
1:33.
My head is banging.
It's nice speaking to you lot. It's been nice speaking, but it's time for my bed because I got work in the morning.
Yeah, man, respect,
Give
man.
me I got to go to work to get money because I don't want to do anything bad.
Listen to you, Red Talk.
What are you trying to say?
Secure the bag, man. Secure the bag.
Imagine.
I gotta go. No, I'm not saying everyone go get their money, but I'm saying I need my sleep because I need to get mine, innit? So,
Okay, then.
yeah.
When are you doing the next live?
I don't know. Probably next week at the same time. Because every week we're gonna do
No,
it.
Red
I came with
Talk,
balls
bless
getting
up,
up on
bless
this
up,
live.
bless up.
Red Talks. What time do you do the lives? Because I'm new to this live thing. So what time?
Just put your notifications, put the bell on, go
It'll
pew
come
pew, and then when it comes, it'll pew pew to your
Mom
phone.
said pew pew.
Yeah, real talk, bless up, bless up yourself, man.
Okay, thank you
Big up
guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Let me big up everyone before everyone goes. Big
Yeah,
up
respect everybody. Respect
Big up
everybody,
Tohi
man.
Toba.
What's up, everyone?
Big up
Good night.
AJ. Big up Miss Narnia. Big up
Thank
Ellen
you.
OG. Big up Shants. Big up everyone. Love. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye,
check my
everyone.
book out, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.